on to Wasted with Wise, episode 139. Let me go ahead and get everything started here. All of the chat there we go. All right, well, yeah, so we were out for a week because all the showcases were going on, and our showcase sort of, our show planned on or landed on the same time that Summer Games Fest was, and there was just a lot of commotion going on. And then, like, for example, we had to discuss PlayStation, and then Xbox was this Sunday, and then Monday was Nintendo, or Tuesday, I don't know, the 9th, whatever that day was.
Tuesday was Nintendo.
Tuesday was Nintendo. So I said, it just got too much, and I'm like, let everyone enjoy the little whole summer game. This is the closest we're going to get to E3 anymore, I think, and we were sort of fortunate that we had all of the summer game announcements back to back within what I would span in about a week. We had PlayStation went first, then Xbox. No, PlayStation, Summer Games Fest, Xbox, then finally Nintendo. So we got
and there was a thing on Saturday as well, because Saturday is when they unveiled the single player for Halloween, the video game. And I forget what the name of that show was, but it was actually a show in and of itself.
No, but there was also they were drop feeding. For example, they released a new trailer for Fable this week.
No, I'm talking about, but Saturday there was a show as well. It was just a small, it was just a smaller show. It was a less known show. The only reason I knew about it was because I wanted to watch the Halloween thing drop.
Wasn't there also like back in the day with the E3, like a PC game show and like all that other shit
that was there? This week. That was this last week as well.
That was this. Was there anything significant on that one? I mean, there was.
I didn't see it. I didn't watch it.
Okay, cool. And then, of course, in true to form, kind of like whole situation, Xbox probably just my takeaway from it. I think all of the showcases were great, and if you are a fan of any one console, or if you're like me, you own them all, you have no reason to complain. I would say at least all of these showcases were at 80 percentile or higher on a grade level, and
August through October is going to be stupid. I have the list. I've seen the list. Just no.
Well, if you ever wondered what made what made these CEOs of these game companies fucking squirm, now you know. It's called GTA 6.
It is partially that, but it's partially, this is what we were told even before we knew anything about GTA 6. We were told that because of all the delays due to COVID, that everything would hit about now. Because, they got delayed, but then everything started to get done and ready. So, yeah, GTA 6 threw a wrench into what was already going to be a stupid, crowded time.
I mean, it's gotten to the point
because even if you spread stuff into November, which is where GTA 6 is, or whatever, it still would have been a crowded calendar.
I cannot imagine a year where so many compelling games across all genres are sort of being launched. I mean, like, if you are a action RPG guy, you got plenty to feed off of.
Right.
Turn-based RPG, plenty to feed off of. Racer, plenty to feed off of. Fighter, plenty to feed off of. Metroidvania, plenty to feed off of.
The only downside of this is going to be there may be a little bit of a drought after this.
Yeah.
And then because people are going to go, well, last year they released 22 billion games. Why aren't they doing that this year? Because now they're going to be on their regular cadence.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And some of these games have been ready for a while. So those studios are already working on the next title. So it's not like we're not going to get nothing, but we're not going to get near as much as we've been getting. It's like,
well, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know if this is really the best tactic that they need to be employing. I think maybe, like, for example, Nintendo, is historically been reported that Nintendo will have a game finished and ready to ship and ready to go, but they will sit on it for an ungodly amount of time. Now, of course, Nintendo has that luxury because they're freaking Nintendo. Their games don't cost that much to make, and they don't have to really be rushed on an ROI. But, there's no harm in sort of doing stuff like that, right? That way you have a steady cadence as opposed to having like feast and famine situations, That's what I think.
Well, but like I said, it should even out after this year, hopefully. This year should be the end of the weird years due to 2020, and to 2023. You know, it's like,
Well, you know how it is. Oh, there's not enough games, bro.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
I mean,
You know what I mean?
here's the thing, okay? Most people who watch these podcasts, most people who play these games, especially the games that we always like to talk about for the most part, are not your 17, 18, 20-year-old kid or even your young adult. You're talking about somebody in the mid 30s or higher who are playing these people with a little bit more discretionary income. So my question is, if you do have that discretionary income, you've got to be sitting on a couple of consoles as opposed to just one. So, like, if you are sitting here and complaining about no games to be played, then maybe you need to, I hate to say it, buy another fucking console. I mean,
Well, as far as I'm concerned, even if you're like me and okay, really, I have two platforms. I have PC and I have an Xbox now.
Right.
But, up until last year, my PC wasn't worthy of playing any games on. This one's a little bit better, but not great. It's not KY Bob 4K 60. Take a shot.
Yeah, and yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, and it glows on fucking green. I wonder why.
But even then, if I was still only on my Xbox, I could not sit there and honestly say to myself, "Oh man, there's nothing for me to play." I'm sorry, even no way in hell, because even with what we all call a backlog, there are a lot of games back there that I've never touched. It if I really thought, man, there's nothing new that I want to play, or there's nothing that I haven't recently played. But I guarantee you, if I go through Game Pass or if I go through my backlog, my library, and go, you know what? I haven't touched that game in a while, or you know what? I bought that game and I never played it, because we've all been there. And not one of us who can say we have bought a game and it sat there and we thought, well, we'll get to it later.
Last light. First light.
There's games I have from the 360 era that still have the fucking shrink wrap on it.
I was about to say the same. I got a stack of games here that are still in the shrink wrap. I bought the Rogue Prince of Persia, 9 Souls, fucking. I think the list goes on and on.
So if we're honest with ourselves, there's never really there's no game to play.
There are no games to play.
That's like everybody. All of us also knew that girl in high school. I got nothing to wear. She got $9,000 worth of clothes in her closet, and she ain't got nothing to wear.
I like fucking 20 pairs of fucking shoes.
Well, sometimes it can be kind of like that buffet syndrome, right? Like when you go into a buffet, you see all this food, everything you really want to eat, and then you're like, well,
and nothing looks good. And nothing looks good. Yeah.
It's like, what do you want to do? I want to sit around and watch fucking Netflix.
I don't know.
But there's always something to play.
And guess what you end up doing? You always pick what you're familiar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All the fucking time.
Well, fuck, I'll just have some chicken. Okay, fine.
Right. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, here's the bread.
I mean, in that same sense, it makes sense for people to be like, well, there's nothing to play, because a lot of people, they are just looking for more of the same.
You mean like Fortnite?
And so they already have the things they're going to play.
No, but also there's a little bit of an agenda to be had, right? Like people who complain, oh, there's nothing to play. They're just looking for fodder to, propagate a bullshit, console war narrative that really doesn't exist to begin with. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, no, but a lot of people who say there's nothing to play, you ask them what they play. They've been waiting years for GTA. They haven't. They play, your sports game.
Like I said, that's on them.
GTA.
That's not because they're not going to play.
Because that's why a lot of people say there's nothing to play.
They've convinced themselves for whatever reason.
Well, that's just what most people play. So that's why a lot of people are going to be like, there's nothing to play, because they just play those things. And then they're not going to look for things to play that aren't.
Well, then I'm going to sit there and look at them and go, that's your problem. That's a you problem.
It's like the same thing as when people say movies these days suck. And it's like, well, what are you watching?
And also there's another thing to be said, right? And this is something that is unique. I know it happens to me with my kids, and I know it probably is going to happen with people in general, right? We'll go to a restaurant and we'll order food, and they'll eat it and they'll love it. They'll love it while they're eating it. Then we'll pack it up, and the next day for lunch, I'll say, hey, do you want to eat this? No, it's leftover. Of course,
Yeah,
it's fucking
I hate
leftover.
No,
I know
listen,
people who won't
listen.
eat leftovers. I know people who
I
won't eat
won't.
leftovers.
There's only 2 types of leftovers that I will eat.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that is pasta and spaghetti, and pizza. That's it. Like we'll go to the in-laws for like 4th of July, Memorial Day. Her father will cook out, and they'll have this great big spread. And of course, it's between her brother and her.
Mhm.
We split the food. We bring it home. My wife and kids munch on that stuff for a week.
Mhm.
I don't touch it.
Yeah, well,
I hate
RPG88 says Thanksgiving, same story.
microwaving
I love
already
Thanksgiving.
cooked food.
And whereas depending on what the leftovers are, I even here, if there's leftovers, I know they're not going to touch them after a day. So I'm like, fine, they're still in the fridge. I'm eating them. You know.
So while I've got the spotlight right now, chat panel, should I buy this guy right here a friend? Yeah. Should I get him a
What did
friend?
you get it? What
Does
is that?
Marcus need another statue next to him, like the one that comes with Gears E-Day Collector's Edition?
Isn't it sold
Yeah.
out?
I think you can still get it.
Can you? I
can
thought it
still
was
get
sold
it.
out.
No, you can still get it. Yeah.
The console's sold out, but that is not.
Okay. The console? There was a console? Oh, you mean the console
X25.
version? Okay.
No, the X25 console is sold out.
How can it be sold out when it never went live?
They're not accepting any more pre-orders, I do believe.
There was never a
That's
pre-order,
how much they're going to make.
but they were
they're not
never
gonna make
accepting
any more.
pre-orders on the X25 at all. I've been looking since like they have announced that console, since they're still saying September and they're going to release pre-orders. The only thing they talked about the X25 console was that they gave it to all the people with the fans under FanFest for the 500 consoles, kind of like that was Asha's Oprah Winfrey moment. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car, you get a console, you get a console, you get a console. I think
You know how many
Matrix did the
people
same
in that-
thing, right? Like
You know
he
how
gave
many
everybody.
people in that crowd weren't even Xbox fans? And they're getting a fucking console.
But it's
Well,
but
maybe
it's
they'll
not
be
gone
an
on sale
Xbox
yet.
fan now.
But what I'm saying is, it's not sold out yet. From the only thing I
Mag ain't
know,
switching.
all I know, I follow Wario64, and the only thing that I got a tweet from that was sold out was the E-Day console variant.
Yeah. According to this Xbox site, it comes out in November.
Mm-hmm. Is it still
So, yeah.
available to pre-order?
I'm looking at the main page, and there's nothing about pre-ordering. So,
Oh, you mean the console, or are you talking about the E-Day?
of the console.
Okay, yeah, the
I'm talking
console
about
is
the
not come
E-Day
out yet.
Collector's Edition.
No,
comes
that
with
you
the
can-
statue.
Yeah, now you can still buy. You just got to do a little research. Yeah.
Yeah, the console has not, because I'm buying that console. I'm gonna fucking buy it off of a fucking scalper if I have to. I will buy that console.
Dude, I had the
Buy it off
OG
the
Xbox Translucent Green Halo Edition.
I still have
and
it.
I sold it, and I wish I
I
hadn't.
still have it. I literally lost my shit when they announced it on their showcase. Like I saw it, I'm like, fuck, I got to get that. I don't care how much it is. I don't care who I have to get it from. I will own that console. That is just a thing. I have to buy that because it goes with the other one that I have. I have the first fucking console. You know?
You have the Halo limited edition one, Wise?
The what? The Halo
The
limited
Halo.
edition?
There was a Halo,
The
Halo Infinite
one?
limited edition console.
I did not get
For
that.
Series
That one,
X?
that was the one that I ordered but got stolen by UPS. It
Are
got
you-
all the
what?
way
Are
to
you
fucking
serious?
Atlanta. Yeah, I kid you not. I ordered it from Microsoft, and I was following the tracking, and it got all the way up to Atlanta, then suddenly got lost in its distribution center.
Oh yeah, shit doesn't travel through ATL, brother.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
it got lost in the distribution center, and then they
Yeah.
spent 3 weeks, and it is.
Well,
Well,
if
if
I were to bet the UPS driver stole it or he had a hookup or something.
Oh, I
if
hear-
it makes you
is it-
feel better, I have one, and I got it signed by the voice actors for Master Chief and Cortana.
That's I recognize that silky, smooth,
Oh.
sexy voice. That's triple.
Where put your ass on camera, man? Come on. But yeah,
You wanna
I
see
am.
my
But
ass
Don't
that-
put your butt
That's
on
what-
no, not your
camera.
actual ass on camera. Put your face on camera. God damn it.
He's saying
Hey.
you have a butt face.
Oh no!
So how do I sound? How do I sound tonight? I'm on XLR for the first
You
time
sound
with a
fine.
you
mixer.
sound good.
You
yeah.
sound
You
great.
sound good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're speaking
But
English.
the console I know has not gone live because I've been watching. I've gotten like all of my AI bots like waiting for that fucking thing to go live. I told my son, I need you to build me 3 AI bots that will get me this fucking console. He's like, Dad, you don't need it. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what I need or I don't need.
Man, it's out here like
so
you're trucking it. You're trucking like the NSA trucks us. What?
Yeah, I'm tracking stock. That's what.
Hey,
I'm
the
saying.
NSA is just looking out for us.
Okay? Of course. Yeah, you're right. My bad.
No. But here's
They
the
don't
thing.
care about hardworking, law-abiding Americans. They're looking for the terrorists.
They're looking for the gringo. They're looking for the turban mafia. Okay, that's what I told Lemon. I said, look, Lemon, if I find out that you sold that fucking console to somebody else while you're driving your bus, you better look in the rear view mirror and look out for anybody wearing a fucking turban next to you.
And it won't be that kind of turban. It'll be the Hare Krishna type.
Exactly. I said, everyone knows about the fucking mafia because they're Italians. They don't know about the Indians and the turbans. So there you go. All right, so we got a lot to talk about tonight. So let's go ahead and get through all of this intro stuff quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and welcome you in, and of course, you do your intro, and just let's move it at a steady pace. All right, Cozy.
Woo woo.
All right, darling, how you been doing? What you been doing? What you been playing, doll?
I've been busy, just living life, and I haven't been playing much. I've just been playing a lot of Colt Canyon.
Yeah, I see.
Colt Canyon. Interesting choice of game. You always have the interesting games for some reason. I don't know why. But I want to get into it, but I don't have really time to get into it. So we will keep going. All right, Metroid. After a long hiatus, how you been doing? What you been doing? What you been playing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. I've been playing Zaros. I finally beat the last boss, and he's harder than the one in Returnal. Let me tell you that. Man, it took me a while, but I got there. I'm playing Zaros. Just Zaros right now. I tried the demo for man, what the hell was it? I can't remember. I'm getting old, but I'm playing Zaros right now. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. All right, Triple. How's your week been going, big homie? What you been doing? What you been playing?
Week's been pretty cool so far. As I mentioned in the show, there was a Indianapolis Comic-Con that happened, and the voice actors for Master Chief and Cortana were there, and I got my Series X Halo Infinite Edition signed by them, so that was kind of fun.
Did you ask them why we haven't gotten a DLC for that game like they promised us?
Super quickly after get it signed. I finally beat Hellblade 2 after how long has it been since it originally came out? I got through that, so that was a game. But as we'll talk later in the show,
I like what you said.
That was a game.
That was a game. You cannot argue with that fact.
It was a game.
That's the statement of the night.
I mean,
that was a game. Yep.
In terms of how I thought about the game, I had to take breaks from playing it because I was so bored out of my mind of playing the game. But that's what we'll get to later.
Really,
in the show.
I actually listened to it and stuff. I thought it was pretty cool.
I don't know. I just for this one, I love the first one, but the second one just really took me out of it. But as I'm trying to allude to, as we'll talk about later in the show with the sequel that they announced at the Xbox Showcase, interested in that. But yeah, and also playing Destiny 2 with their final update that came out. Totally not playing that right now, but yeah.
Kind of bittersweet knowing that it is it now that the writing is on the wall and the fat lady is singing officially.
Yeah, it's just the whole situation around it. I made a relatively short video talking about it, and I kind of wish we got this final update after the big final shape came out, since that was the big closer of the franchise, not the franchise, but the saga that they did. But since they just out of the blue, oh yeah, this is definitely the final update, then it's kind of that sucks. And you see all the voice actors and everyone's sharing their moments of the Destiny 2, and I'm just that sucks. Yeah, so honestly, get my hours in when I can. So
cool. All right, Cerebral. What you been doing? What you been doing? What you been playing, etc.
So third podcast in a row. That's what it is.
Yeah. Basically, I've been playing, lately, last couple of days, Forza. Just doing Forza stuff, being kind of bored because, got nothing to play. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God. Okay, go ahead.
Now this is the lull before, because there's a couple of games come out in July that I am looking forward to. So I'm not trying to get into anything heavy before that.
Okay, so
And
The
plus,
like,
I'm
calm
being-
before the storm.
like
plus
what
I've
game?
had some
If you don't mind me asking.
what July.
What's your game?
This little what is it? Halo thing or Gears of War thing coming out or something. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
that small little game that from the
Halo
indie developer.
campaign evolved.
Yeah, Campaign Evolved is coming out, and there's another one in July too that I can't think of right now. But I've also been, few doctor's appointments here and there, fun stuff like that.
Okay,
So
are you feeling better?
if I die right here on camera, make sure you clip it because it'll be.
Found out he's got a
be able to
We're gonna
raise.
fucking
really
make
good
that into a
organ
YouTube
for this
short.
show.
Fuck that. If
Yeah.
you croak on stream, we're gonna make that into a YouTube short.
No,
Yeah,
oh
there you
no,
go.
he's got the best organ you can have for being on Wasted with Wise.
Yeah, my liver is the only good one I got left. So
Exactly.
see?
You know. Cause of death wasted with wise.
that's right.
Cause shit. The fucking show literally killed him.
Well, quite a fitting name, don't you think?
Yeah. Other than that, I mean,
we'll change it to from wasted with wise, wasted by wise.
other than that, I mean, in the showcases last week, and I got stuff I want to talk about, especially on the one thing I kind of mentioned that I want to go over, but we'll talk about it later because I know you're in a hurry.
Yep,
so, yeah.
yep. All right,
Let's see.
Steve-O,
Yes, sir.
how's the week been going?
So as a YouTuber and a podcaster, this week, I mean, let's be honest, this week content writes itself. You don't have to go far to find a story because there are showcases galore. And so basically I have been taking showcases and stripping the human element out of them and just showing trailers as we talk about it on our show. I've watched the big ones. I watched State of Play. I watched the Xbox Showcase. I watched Summer Games Fest. I watched the Future Games Showcase, and I watched Day of the Devs.
That was the one. Future Games is where they showed the Halloween stuff.
Yes,
That was the one I
yes,
couldn't
it
remember.
was.
Yeah.
So other than cutting that and getting it ready for podcast form, which we did 2 podcasts this week, we split it. GameSet Live episode 157 part 1 was Wednesday, where we went over Xbox Showcase, nothing but that. And then we did part 2 last night, where we went over just the Summer Games Fest. And I got to be honest with you, having to watch Summer Games Fest again during the show has kind of got me super hyped about some things that I just kind of blew off when I watched it live. So I'm glad I got the opportunity to go back and do that. Other than that, because of that and work, we've had a big line go down, threatening to shut down Ford. So I've had to work overtime. So between showcases and editing and rendering, I haven't got a chance to play any games, unfortunately.
Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and get started with these showcases because we have a lot. And the way we're going to do this, we're just going to quickly go through this. So we got 5 guys, and as people come in, we'll add them in here. But
Five Guys, I love their burgers. Where? It's my favorite burger
Why am
joint,
I
dude.
not?
I love that
See,
place.
That's the thing. That's what I told Bushido. She's like, "Is Paulie upset? Is Steve-O upset with me?" I'm like, even if he was, just buy his ass a burger, he'll be fine.
I'm not upset with him. Bush wanted to back away from the show and do a bunch of Twitch streaming. So much so that I had to shut his notifications off so that it didn't tell me 15 times during a game, somebody started streaming on Twitch.
I begged him to come on. I even called him and I pleaded, but
And he said he wouldn't come on if I was here, which I don't know what that's about, but
no,
whatever.
No, he said he's gonna come on,
I
but
didn't
don't
know
where
you
he
guys
is.
had beef. It's
No, he
don't
doesn't
get
have
it.
any problems with you. Honestly, like we talked quite a bit, and he said he's going to be on, but I don't know. I guess he'll come on when he comes on. He's not, I give him a wide berth because I know it's time for him. He has to get going and everything. Like he does. He's
Give him a wide berth because he won't fit through a narrow one. Ugh,
shit.
no,
You
kidding.
stop. Okay, stop.
Okay,
I like to make the
his
fat
head.
jokes here. All right.
that is just his head, Wise. We're not talking about his fat belly. We're just talking about his head.
But you know, I'm trying to defend your ass here, so please come on, help me out
He's
here. all
not
right?
even
Come
in
on.
the chat. He doesn't care about defending himself. Let's go. Let's do
All
this
right,
thing.
okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go game by game, and if anyone has anything to say about it, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the state of play first. First game that they showed was, of course, Wolverine coming out. When is it coming out? September. Okay, so yeah, it looks good.
September.
At this juncture, like, I think that's enough. You don't need to show me anymore. I know you can make a good game. Now, just release it. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Well,
Just do it.
it looks good. It looks like a typical Insomniac superhero game.
no, it does not. No, it does not.
Not to you.
Insomniac. No,
It's brutal.
Insomniac on PlayStation has only ever made completely open world games. This is not an open world game. The developer has even said this is a very linear game. They're trying to tell a story, and it's if that's the case, it's a one and done for me. After I play it, I don't see a reason to go back and play it, which I think is a great loss because I wasted a lot of time in Spider-Man, just enjoying the city and swinging around to my heart's content. If this is story driven, linear, like the developer said it is, that's not what I expect from Insomniac, especially because of what we've seen from them.
Well, it might
What
also
was it?
be what they're trying to
Infamous,
achieve from the
Infamous, and
character.
Spider-Man. They were all very, very open world.
Okay, so they said it's a linear path. They didn't say it wasn't open world. It could be like an open zone type thing. They didn't say it was not
I mean,
going to be
gameplay
open.
wise, area layout is like it's open in terms of how you approach combat and engagement, but it seems like they pretty much say like, yeah, this is going to be a traditional linear experience
well,
with that
To,
like.
to me, and I've said this before, and I said this the other night too. To me, it looked like as linear as Rise, Son of Rome.
Yeah.
Or Avengers.
Yeah.
Well, you know, just because it's linear doesn't mean it necessarily has to be a bad game. Rise was a linear.
Oh, no,
it was really good. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say I agree with you because, well, I don't know, this is the best comparison, but like with some games going towards the open world route, not to say that Insomniac's not capable of like making a good open world game. We can look at the previous Spider-Man games like that, but not every game needs to be open world with dozens of things to do. And if they can craft a really good story and a linear campaign experience, then I'm personally all for it. But it's just, yeah, just make it great. And as I say, with the gameplay demo that they had, at least it still is a way to have open play spaces for people to approach differently, stealth combat, different ways they approach it in the combat section. It's just when you make it open world, now you got to worry about how to make it revolve around Wolverine. And and whoever's more familiar with like Wolverine and his tools of traversal, but like compared to Spider-Man, compared to Batman, like navigating a large play space with Wolverine, would it be as fun and enjoyable if you're like what people are saying, ride around on a motorcycle for one thing, and I guess like climbing skyscrapers with his claws? But I don't think it would fit as well as like Spider-Man or Batman in terms of just like how mobile you are with those characters and being able to have a play space around that.
Well, you know, the way I've always seen Wolverine is he is the berserker. He is that guy. He is that one soldier you put in the middle of a battlefield and he just goes in and he fucking wrecks everything around him. You know, he's more visceral. Whereas if you look at Peter Parker and Spider-Man, he is, his Spidey sense helps him avoid a lot of the potential problems he'll have. And he has that swinging mechanic that gets him around all the places. Wolverine was never like that. Wolverine would not be walking around the city looking for people to help. He would, if he was just there and he stumbled across it, that's one thing. But he is not somebody who's like looking for to help people cross the street and then shit like that, get the cat out of the tree or some shit like that.
Even then, most of the time he's looking to mind his own damn business too. Really,
Right?
Exactly,
He's a loner by nature. Yeah.
Yeah, and
he is.
so it seems like if they're doing this, they're doing like these really more compact, protracted experiences for him. It sort of meshes with the character that he is. You know, it's kind of like
I
Gambit.
think the only thing I wish there was I'd like more of the story beats to explain some of what we saw. What's the story actually about? Where?
What did they say? There's like a faction capturing mutants throughout the city. and that was mostly it.
Yeah.
I guess
Putting
the
them through a
discovery is
juicer, taking their powers.
because they also said that the world doesn't know that mutants are really a thing. Mostly, I think that's one of the plot points. Like most people don't actually know of mutants in this universe, so it's like a secret faction of some sort capturing them for reasons unknown. But
This is a bad analogy, but I would say an analogous situation would be one in which, like, for example, if they made a game with Professor Xavier or with what's the guy's name? Cyclops.
No.
These are not people that are going to be walking down the street to help people. These are people that they have they already have. Okay, I got to do this shit right now. Okay, go get it done. Those are the type of people they are. They're not people who, Batman would sit around and look around and see who needs help to a certain
They're
extent.
not
Batman
friendly
will wait
neighborhood
for-
Spider-Man.
The same thing. Yeah. So these are not like, there's no friendly neighborhood Wolverine. Okay,
I mean, he could be,
But has he ever been?
I don't
No.
know.
Yeah, well, he's-
I don't know.
That's not his shtick.
Wolverine.
I don't. Yeah.
Nova, what's up, man? How's your week been going, big homie?
Yo. It's been going good. My bad. Dude, I don't know. Dude, I'm fucking retarded. For some reason, even though it's never been the case, I was like, oh, it's 6 p.m. my time. It's always been fucking Eastern. I don't know why the fuck.
To be fair, we weren't even live 6 p.m. Eastern.
But we're never live the time that Wise says we're going to be live. So
That's funny,
I believes it.
I had to send out. And guess who else joined finally after begging him 500 times? My man Lemon. And I didn't even have to send.
Oh,
I didn't even have to send
as-
him a
as
bottle
I
of
live and
Tito's
breathe.
either.
There's a breathe and live.
But the offer's still on the
breathe,
table.
then you live.
But the offer's still on the table, big homie. If you ever need a bottle of Tito's, I'm your man. I'll send one to you.
The offer still
Cheetos.
stands. He'll bottom for you anytime you want.
He's actually said he's going to send you a bottle of Toto's, but what he meant is he's going to have a dog pee in the jar and he's going to send it to you, Yeah.
That Blanc Toto.
Okay, you
Something's
got.
fucking wrong with you, Paul.
We're in the middle of the summer.
You just not figured that out. I mean, we'd met. You know something was wrong with me back at PAX.
I, Lemon, how has your week been going?
I'm sick, like I told you.
Oh,
we
you got the crud from being out there with all them people.
You should
No, I
have
had
wrapped
it,
it up
but
so you
I-
didn't get the purple.
Oh wait,
You
you
know,
went out.
Well,
You went
you know-
out there with the crud, so you took the crud to all
He
those
spread
people.
it. He's a
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
spreader.
In the land where they poop in the streets, he may have accidentally stepped in something and brought something home.
I know this
He got that
motherfucker that said the
HIV from his
streets.
extracurricular activities.
This motherfucker walks around deer, raccoon, possum shit all day. Horses, pigs, chickens.
Yeah, you know
Wild
it's usually
turkey.
round and hard, not
Oh.
soft and slimy like human shit.
Oh shit!
You're gonna get the wise all confused. I'm around it hard, It's
Exactly. That's what I got. Yeah, I'm like, okay, where do I
What
sign?
the fuck did I just come in here to? Wow.
Well, he was late because he was penetrating his holy
Oh,
cow.
who let this
Yeah.
Mexican in here?
Hey, what's up?
What the fuck? Hold on, man.
You look
Hey.
more Mexican than
Yo.
he
Yo,
does.
Ice,
He
I think
does.
we
He
got one.
does.
Ice,
We
we
got-
got
Right?
one.
He's,
What the
Hey,
fuck?
listen, man, that pencil mustache ain't doing you no favors. They coming for
Yeah,
your ass.
he-
first.
he's half
oh,
Me- right.
this comes from a motherfucker who shaved his face, who looks like a pedophile.
They coming
right now.
looking for your
What
passport,
the
Lemon.
Fuck, Nova.
Hey, man.
He like,
They want to see it. They
I
want
got
you
a
to
lot
prove
of
it.
popsicles in my basement.
Hey, man, I got to look closer to their age. The gray beard was sending them away.
Oh shit! All right, so we're
Easiest way to catch a lion is to dress like a lion.
all right, we're on Wolverine right now. Do y'all have anything really to say about this? Where
Y'all didn't talk about this last Friday?
It's
Well,
going
there was
to
no
be
show last
good.
Friday.
We weren't here last Friday.
There was
no,
a
shit's gonna
show-
be dope.
Oh, okay. I was getting ready to say, hold
No,
on.
because
I
Summer
know-
Games
I
Fest
know-
was on at the same time.
because we were
okay.
all watching the show last Friday. Well,
Yeah.
some
And,
of
and
us.
thank God that Insomnia confirmed that you won't play as anybody else other than Wolverine. I think they took some of the feedback they got from Spider-Man 2. No fucking Mary Jane mission.
Yeah, Mary
They're
Jane.
playing as somebody
that
else.
was crazy.
'Cause
That was
in the
crazy.
in the leaks, they had that you were going to play as Jean Grey. Now they did say that there's going to be stealth missions where you can use Jean Grey to manipulate the minds of people to get through areas without being detected. I'm cool with that, but I don't want to play as
I don't want to play
the Wolverine game. So I'm glad that they confirmed that's not the case.
And Mary Jane shit was terrible.
Well, except for this, she would. Mary Jane showed that she could kick every Spider-Man's ass. You're like,
what you don't know is that you had to play Miles Morales to learn that she actually she got rid of Peter and she married John Wick. That's Mary Jane Wick.
You mean to tell? Wait a minute. You did not like the sex mini games and the Mary Jane missions? What are you talking about?
Not when she looked like that.
Yep.
He looked like fucking Eric Stoltz from The Mask, but not from The Mask, from Mask, because The Mask was Jim Carrey.
She's out here taking.
Not that other Mask movie.
Train hunters behind the leg.
The one with Cher. The one with Cher.
And Sam Elliott.
Yep. Are you being lemon? What's up, my Mexican bitch?
Okay, the pushback. Okay, let me bring this up to both Lemon and to Nova. So the pushback that I guess it was not really necessarily a pushback, but the only negative that was drawn on this and was brought up by Steve-O was the fact that it's not open world. And my logic was, hey, Wolverine is not an open world traverser. What do y'all say?
It's not so much that. It's just that with Spider-Man, it made sense for an open world game. He can swing around. You get the web wings in the second game. So first of all, where was it going to take place? Because they're not going to do New York City again. So they'd have to pick a location for it to take place. And then how's he going to get around? I mean, motorcycle, I guess that could have been cool, but I mean, you're going to motorcycle everywhere. So I think that this is better for the type of game that it's going to be. I think that obviously means it's going to be a much shorter experience, where the Spider-Man games are closer to 20 plus hours. I imagine this is probably going to be closer like an Uncharted.
Not only Spider-Man, but don't forget, Infamous was also completely open world, and
right, but the character in Infamous had cool traversal mechanics. He could glide, he could ride the power lines. Wolverine can't do any of that shit.
I think we got enough open world shit.
I don't mind. I don't mind open world shit. If it makes sense for the character, like Batman, it makes sense for the character. Spider-Man makes sense for the character. For Wolverine, I don't think it makes sense for the character. Like if it was a Cyclops game, is it going to be open world?
No,
don't make a whole lot of sense.
No, he'll just fly around with his laser.
I guess what I'm worried about is whether or not, things are getting exponentially more expensive to buy, and pockets are getting a lot tighter.
So you're worried about getting
and I'm worried Wolverine will be play the story once and I don't have a reason to play it again.
Oh,
but a lot of games are one and done.
I'm sure that's going to be the case, but I'm also pretty sure that each of the levels, we'll call them levels, are semi-open world areas, not massive, but open enough to where there's going to be collectibles and things to grab, because there are the suits to unlock. There's different claws to unlock, and I'm pretty sure that's tied to collectibles that you find in game. So there's going to be a certain level of exploration and finding shit. Is it going to be on the level of a Spider-Man? No. But it is going to be a one and done. So
I wasn't even looking for stuff in Spider-Man. I was just swinging around for hours. Just
the problem with me is, like, even with my iPhone, if I see notifications on my apps, I got to go through and clear them. I hate seeing the red bubble. So when I see the things on the map, the mini map or the actual map, I'm like, I got to clear all that shit out, and I clear a whole section out, and then I move to the next section. I clear that section.
God, I just ran into the same thing with Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, because I got Batgirl, and she can do those radio towers that shows you everything around. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not done with that. I'm not even close to being done with this area.
And it gets worse. It gets worse. It gets worse. Some of the things won't be shown until you hit a certain point.
Yeah, I got so confused because I went and did all the towers as Batgirl, and I was looking, and there were no icons in the section I was in. I was like, what the fuck? Why is it showing at 90-something%? I didn't realize that some of certain of the missions, like the Falcone missions, you have to do the first one for the second one to pop up in the next area. So there are certain missions tied to things, side quests, that all the icons
they won't show up until you do the one just before it.
they pop up in procedural order.
Yeah.
Lemon, you were saying something that kind of pushed back what Stephen was saying. You were saying something like he said he was worried about it being like a one and done, and you were saying no, go ahead.
Oh, it is a one and done.
Yeah.
Ain't no worrying. What do we expect Blade to be?
That's going to be a one and done.
Cancel.
And that's what it has to be. Is it cancer? Oh,
No,
hell
it's
no.
not.
Cozy, Beluga, you shut your ass up right now, girl.
But here's my logic. I mean, it sort of supports what you and Nova were saying. You know, like Spider-Man goes around the city, and same thing with Batman, looking for people in trouble, cats and trees and shit like that. Wolverine doesn't. That's like making
Batman protects Gotham, Spider-Man protects New York. Wolverine isn't the protector of one place.
Yeah, like isn't that Wolverine thing? Like he's around the globe doing stuff, not necessarily
he's
like your
he's
friendly
doing shit
neighborhood.
wherever shit needs
Saving
to be done.
the world.
He's more like special
Global
ops.
effort.
He goes in.
And this is a pre-X-Men Wolverine. The X-Men don't exist in this world yet, so it's not even like he's tied down to Xavier's in Westchester.
Right.
Sure.
Okay, next game.
Worcestershire.
There's the Doom stuff. I guess this is it to sort of feed into the whole Doom movie coming out. The new Marvel movie coming out. Token Battle. They're going to be the Masters of Doom or something like that. There's some of the characters there.
Yeah, Doctor Doom, Carnage, and Green Goblin. Green Goblin looks so fucking cool in that game.
I can't play this game. I physically will not.
I don't know why. All you gotta do is smash the buttons.
Yeah, just smash.
That's what's wrong with the shit.
Circle. X circle. You're good to
It's
go.
the prettiest button smashing game I've ever played in my
Really?
life.
There's no
It is one
strategy?
of the best looking fighters I've ever seen for sure.
It's really good.
It
But
looks
there's no
incredible. I
strategy.
love those.
Yeah,
It
it looks
looks
amazing.
incredible,
Yeah.
but the goddamn it's horrible skill set, man.
I thought it was
Yeah.
Arc Systems who made this. Wasn't it
It's
Arc
It
Systems?
is.
I don't
It
care
is
who
our
fucking
system.
made
Isn't
it.
it the guys that made the
the
Dragon
shit
Ball
is-
Z games?
Yeah,
Yep,
that's what I
it is-
thought.
yep.
Yeah, it's too easy.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It looks good. I want to play it, but I don't know.
But I'm talking about it looks fantastic, but it's like it's gonna be hard to separate the people with skill compared to people who just pushing buttons.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which is
to be
fucked up.
fair,
You know,
to
it's
be
so
fair,
bad
Chuck-
Paul's gonna
buy
be able to
it.
play it. It's so bad Paul's gonna be able to play it.
To
So
be fair,
his feet. Paul was
shit.
one and a half hands with his
why
feet.
I don't play Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat online. I play them for the campaigns because I know damn well that I'm gonna
Yeah.
go in there with some dude who's
Same.
dedicated his entire
Right.
life to learning everything, and I'm gonna like hit 3 buttons and then get
Or he's
fucking
11, but he's
obliterated,
only
right.
dedicated 2 days and he's a master already.
Yeah.
So I don't worry about the
Shout
and,
out to-
and if you are playing those games to be playing online competitively, that shit's gonna happen. So if you can't handle it, then don't fucking do it.
Like I had told Persona and Jay Barry, I said, yo, this shit too easy. Like, oh no, it's gonna be great
Man,
because they're
fi-
promoting
fi-
Sony.
Fix your fucking camera. You trying to hide your nipples? What are you doing?
No, that's my other camera. What do you want? You want to see? What are you trying to see? Penis?
Nipples.
No, I'm just saying.
It's not-
Your
We just
chin,
want
your
them sweet
chin
nips,
is sitting
baby.
on
No.
I
the
can
bottom
see.
of the
I can see.
screen.
Yo, I got a whole screen that shows me what I look like.
It's not like we can see your neck to begin with. So what's the problem? Yeah.
What next?
Oh, wow.
You know what's crazy?
You can-
You know what's crazy? I can't see my neck. You can't see your dick.
He's skinnier
Hey.
than you are. What you talking about?
and I don't
Sorry,
want to.
Cozy. Sorry.
I don't want to. And I don't want to.
If you ever want Metroid to shut up, all you have to do is start singing "Ice, Ice,
Yeah.
Baby."
Lemon. He
Bum,
doesn't need
Bum, bum, bum,
lemon.
bum, bum, bum.
Lemon. He doesn't need to
Yeah.
see it. He just wait till he feels the splashback when he's in the seat and he adjusts accordingly.
Oh, he goes. I'm done.
Shit, and
Motherfucker.
I let my umbrella at work. I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so look, so when I told them, you know, they're gonna promote Sony regardless because it's an exclusive and all this shit. I said, okay. So when they started playing it, and I'm watching these streams, I'm super chatting. I told you so, because they're screaming that they know people are button mashing. They're screaming during both of their live streams separately. Yo, this is a button smasher. I said, but when I said it, it was no, it's a button smasher. And I hope
Yeah, but
they said
every fighting game is a button smasher
Nah,
until
you
you
can-
come across. No, hold on.
No,
Every fighting game is a button
Mortal
smasher
Kombat is not. But
until-
if you smash buttons in Mortal
until-
Kombat,
Good
you
luck.
die.
Hold on. Let him finish. Get his thoughts off. Go ahead.
Hold on,
No,
hold on. No, go ahead.
Let me get his bars.
I was just gonna say that every fighting game is a button masher until you come up against someone that isn't a fucking button masher and knows what they're doing. Because I
Right.
listen, I can get through the entire campaign of Mortal Kombat without knowing a single goddamn combination.
Oh, that's the campaign. That's not people.
Right, but
There's a big difference. Big
Right,
difference,
yeah,
bro. Big difference.
the skilled people aren't gonna get beaten by button mashers.
No. In this
Well,
game,
so my
in
question.
this game, it's possible because they was getting their asses handed to them. and they are fucking skilled fighters, both of them. Both of them.
Okay.
Very
Because I was about to
skilled.
say if there's any
And
type of
that's why they
mechanic
was
that like
yelling,
counters out
because
people or some
people
shit
was
like that.
pulling out shit,
Bootleggers or some
and
shit.
I kept saying,
Hey,
yo, it
maybe
had
those
the
people,
auto-
maybe those people are just more skilled.
No, they're not. You could tell. You could tell when you play these games. I'm telling you, it has too many auto combos. Too many. That's the problem. Too many. You see, like
Well, then that's
Invincible,
that's
you
their
got
problem
one
for not
button.
gaming the system. Then
No, but they when the two betas came out, they saw the complaints from the community. That was a huge complaint from the community, and they said they was going to try to address it. Because even that dude Maximilian, the fighting specialist,
Yeah,
said the
Maximilian
same shit. And I peeped it. I said, this is too easy. Like, they had an auto combo for every button. It ain't like Invincible. You only got one button with a hand-to-hand combo, you know, with just that one with the low, right? They don't have it for medium. They don't have it for hard.
I'll be honest.
But
There
hold on,
shouldn't
let
be
me
auto
finish. Let me
combos at
finish.
all.
But well, true. But it's like even with Joe Higashi, I play in Mark of Wolves and all the other stuff. He used to have an auto combo with his machine gun punch, where he you know, his hands goes rapidly.
Yeah.
Just like E Honda. That was an auto combo with his hands. But imagine having that on every fucking button, bro. That's what Token Fighters got. And that's why people are complaining.
Yeah, if that's the case, I can understand that. Because like I said, auto combos, I
That's
think
what
are
I'm trying to
bullshit.
explain.
You
And
should have to
I'm
learn the
saying,
combos.
Yo, I was pulling out shit, and I said, how the fuck did I do that? I'm a fighting game dude. I ain't even know I was doing it.
Maybe
That's
you
fucked
think
up.
maybe when the game launches, they might address
Hopefully,
that, Lemon?
they said
Yeah.
said they was gonna try to address it, but it's so much of it. What the fuck you gonna do? Change the whole game? Because you pretty much gotta. You pretty much gotta. This shit is bad. I ain't gonna lie. It was fun. It was fun, and anybody can play it. But I'm telling you, for the people that got that skill set, like when I was playing Invincible, I said, oh shit, I'm nice. And then all of a sudden you go against somebody who know how to break all those combos like a fucking Killer Instinct. Then you start to know, oh, hey, whoa,
Like
there is a rock, paper, scissors here.
Right.
That game don't have rock, paper, scissors, bro.
Not much
And that's
skill
the biggest
expression.
fucking problem with that. And I love the game, especially graphically, and I love the capital implementation. I love the tag team moves. But you can't have an auto combo on every fucking button, bro. That's crazy.
I will say part of that's a balancing act with accessibility, because that's what some of those auto combos are meant to address.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know what game specifically, but some games, I think it was a Marvel vs. Capcom game. I don't know if it's the same developer, but they had the option to enable auto combos. I think even
Street Fighter 6 came out, where they had the novice system, that and Tekken. But you see, the skill players is like, you can't come in my room with that automatic fucking shit.
Yeah, but at least in Street Fighter 6, they will penalize you for using the the basic system.
But I'm gonna tell you,
they should have auto combo only lobbies
and offline.
Yes, and
right.
that's what my
Private
biggest
matches
thing
or
was,
something
because
like that.
you got people. I'm gonna blow them up. K Mega tried to come in my room, and we don't. This is a 6-button. This is a 6-button room. We ain't doing that auto combo. Oh, it's in the game. Well, go play with somebody else.
I can understand it being there for accessibility, but the problem is you're gonna get these people who don't need it, but they're gonna lean on it.
And but I'm gonna tell you. But hold on, let me explain this. I'm gonna tell you the difference between Street Fighter and Token. You are limited with the moveset that you could pull out.
You are,
in
because
Street Fighter.
because I play Street Fighter 6,
Tekken,
and you definitely are.
You
can't
cannot
get away.
use all the moves. It's locked to a small handset of moves. You'll never do everything. Token is not like that. That shit is
across the board.
Shit is
across the board.
Yeah, this shit is crazy. And
So
that's probably weird. That's a weird design
it
decision,
seems to me
really,
they probably doing that because they want the game to sell well. You know what I mean? Because if the fighting skill takes too much skill, people are not going to buy it.
Well, the
biggest thing for fighters is touching Evo, right?
100%.
Being successful in Evo. I don't know if this is gonna make it. It can.
No,
because it's not a skill set.
Because you, at least I don't watch a lot of Evo. When I watch like Smash Bros, seeing the skill expression and knowing what it takes to pull off certain move sets, and people are watching knowing that he's just holding X and he's doing all these combo strings, you're just like, well, this is really interesting to watch.
I just don't see the Evo community really accepting something that's got so many auto combos.
Yeah, I don't think
does it really matter that much? I mean, Mortal Kombat isn't really big at Evo.
What?
It isn't.
What?
Mortal Kombat is not big at Evo.
Yo, listen.
Mortal Kombat has never been big at Evo.
Yo, listen. Are you crazy? Do you not see these competitions?
See, I don't
you
say
watch
anything
them?
because this
Hold
is
on,
not
hold
in
on.
my wheelhouse.
Hold on,
Go ahead.
Cozy. Do you?
Yes, I
even-
do, and Mortal Kombat is not big at Evo. Mortal Kombat has never been a big.
You're bugging.
Has never been a big competitive.
See,
Are you
I can
crazy?
only,
So
when
you
I
just
see
need people to buy
Yeah,
it.
she is.
You need people to buy it.
See,
You
here-
need people to buy it.
So, but stepping a little bit back from the Evo, having an option available for like your campaign or private matches or offline mode makes sense. But when you're trying to build up and say, if you want to have that game that goes on and beyond to Evo, that's where you have the option to have it disabled for those hardcore lobbies and have it pretty much enabled across the game. You just remove the skill expression people have. You just like, yeah, it will appeal to more people, but then you're going to lose people early on. Because that's one thing with fighter games, like you got to keep them going for
I would hope some of you snobs would be nice and still play with me every once in a while because I got
To
to
be
use
fair,
certain
to be
things.
fair,
I'm
man,
asking fighters,
when I
I'm
look
asking
up the
fighters.
biggest fighting games, the Evo, the list that they're giving me online is Street Fighter 6, Tekken
Fighter
8,
6,
2X,
It's
KO,
never been Mortal
Guilty Gear
Kombat.
Strive, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, and Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. They're not even listing Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat was never popular amongst competitive
Hey, I
fighting
remember
championship game
who's
players.
that one Sonic Fox guy using Mortal Kombat 10? Was it 11
Yeah.
or 10? I remember seeing some Mortal
Mhm.
Kombat appearances at Evo.
Is that the gay furry?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it has never had a presence. I'm saying it's not been
It's
a
not the
popular
biggest
game.
hitter.
It's not a popular.
Lemon got Street Fighter Champion.
But I mean,
Edition running
even
on
then,
TV
it's just
right now.
like with something like as we're discussing here, it's like, would you even have people? Would they even have a presence at Evo if you know what's available in the game in terms of the lack of skill expression? Like, would it even show up? Even if it's not the biggest hitter, people are really going to want to tune in at all.
I
if,
mean,
you know, everyone's just pulling off.
it all
instant combos, auto
depends
combos.
if they tweak the game at launch. It might make it
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
more challenging. We have to wait. You know what I mean?
You know, this
It just has to sell well and sustain a community. That's all it has to do.
Well, you know, the thing with this game is it looks like one of those seizure games. And let me explain what I'm saying. Like Marvel versus Capcom, it would be a game that I never would play. I would watch somebody play it, but I am so woefully out of the loop with Marvel versus Capcom. I can't even pay attention to what's going on the screen at all times, you know? So like something with
Hey
this.
guys, I'll be right back.
When I saw this, I'm like, you know what? This thing looks wonderful, but this is just not something that I will ever be adept enough to do it justice. So I just,
Yeah, I think graphically and art
looks
style wise,
phenomenal.
it looks incredible, and the animations look incredible. But I will never buy that game.
I mean, Arc System works still for their phenomenal animation, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
You
they
said
do.
you're not
but-
buying the
animations are out of
Token
control.
Fighters?
I can't. I don't.
What game you said you're not buying, Nova? Hold on. What game you say you're not
I'm
buying?
I'm not buying Token Fight. I'm not big on fighting games. I don't buy a lot of
Oh.
fighting games. I don't play a lot of fighting games. But I can acknowledge how amazing the game looks
Oh,
from
yeah.
damn near every visible perspective. It's just not something that I'm gonna buy. But it looks incredible.
I mean, Dragon
I
Ball
mean, it looks
Fighter
really
Z,
good, but
Dragon Ball
I-
Fighter
I'm
Z
re-
looks like Dragon Ball. Like I
it
like
does.
watching it.
Yeah.
I love watching Dragon Ball Fighter Z. It's a phenomenal. It's a phenomenal game just to watch.
it looks good.
especially
But
two people
to be
with it.
to be honest, the new Virtua Fighter game now that looks really good. I might get that for sure. But this, if it's easy like Lemon said, I didn't play the demo, so he did. If they don't address that, easy, like too accessible, the game is not gonna sell. You have to cater.
No,
to
I
the
think it's
hardcore
going to
fi- yeah.
sell, but I don't think it's going to do what they want it to do,
Right,
especially being exclusive. You understand? Because I think that was the worst part of that. Because we saw what happened to Street Fighter 5.
Oof.
And see,
Those
the,
sales was
the
fucking
irony of this
disgusting.
game is this, right? Like they made this game with all this auto. What would y'all say? It was an auto
combo.
comboing, right?
Auto combos.
Auto combo.
And
yeah.
so if this
Auto combat.
precludes the Evo community to play it, you would think that PlayStation, who owns, or Sony, who owns a good line share portion, or owns Evo,
I thought they sold that shit.
do they sell it, or do they still own
I
it?
said, I think, I'm not sure. I'm not, don't quote me on
Me
that, but
neither.
I thought they sold it.
I think you're right. I think they did sold Evo.
Okay. Well, then that
Yeah, I
would
thought they
explain.
sold it a couple of years ago. I think
Yeah,
even.
yeah.
Yeah, but I thought maybe they still have.
I don't
some.
even know why the fuck they purchased
Yeah,
it.
they sold
Or
they
purchase-
sold the co-ownership.
Yeah, I don't even know. That's not for no company to own because they automatically was like, if a game is not on PlayStation or some shit,
Mhm.
or
You gotta use PlayStation controllers.
They're probably just looking at
they
additional
was
revenue
wilding.
streams. That's
Yeah.
all.
They was wilding. You coming in
it
there
will
fucking with a
sell.
Universal entity and try to make it a Sony entity. Nobody's going for that.
I mean, it will sell because of the Marvel license.
Remember, they lost Smash.
For sure.
They lost Smash.
Yep.
That was fucking crazy. I'm like, that's one of the biggest fighters in the history of fighting game. Nintendo said, we out.
Oh yeah, Nintendo, they're assholes like that. Yeah. They're fucking
So
Oh,
I was just like-
assholes are smart. One of the two. All right, let's
no
keep going.
assholes. They're no. Let's keep it above. They're
Let's
assholes.
keep going.
Yo,
here.
can I say something about my Switch too?
Go ahead.
Shout out to you for getting it for me. Appreciate you, my God. But I'm gonna say this: my daughter's been using my Switch every day.
Mhm.
Every day, unplugged in her fucking room.
Nice.
She said, "Fuck the Switch." Yo, I'm not. Yo, she told me I don't want this no more. I said it's not yours. Technically, it's not fucking
Yeah,
yours.
it's not yours to want. Yeah, what do
Right.
you mean?
And she says,
And you should be able to hold the fuck on. We got Star Fox and Ocarina of Time remake.
Well,
What the fuck
I
you
got
talking
Star
about?
Fox because I got it buying it for me for Father's Day. I got Star Fox, but she don't know
Yeah,
about no
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Star Fox. But this was crazy. This was crazy, right? I think the Switch 2 is fine. It's not a graphical beast. It does everything that I wish the Switch 1 did or any Nintendo system did in terms of the voice chat. I think it's a well-rounded system. It's not the most powerful system, but it gets the job done. And she was playing Fortnite every day, screaming, yelling,
Fucking hate
crazy.
that game.
And what's crazy, she says, I want an Xbox. So I said, to play Fortnite? Right out of here.
You want to $800 box, but you know.
I'm gonna
Like,
spend
it's-
$500
it's
for
gonna
you to
look the
play
same.
Fortnite, and you can
Use
play
your
this shit
tablet
on the
and your
Switch.
phone.
She said, "Well, I'm tired of playing in the bed." So
Then-
that's
then
she, that's 'cause
dock
she-
it.
No, that's not allowed to leave my movie room. No, sir. My gaming room.
No,
That's not allowed to move that section of the house. I'm gonna buy another
No, you
dock.
can buy an additional
No.
dock. yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy her a dock. I'm gonna buy a pro controller and a headset, and it's gonna be the same experience. I'm not fucking spending the fucking price for a console today so she could play Fortnite. Are you fucking crazy? I just thought that
Lemon.
was wild.
She wants to
tired
put-
of the
She-
Switch.
you
I
should-
don't want this thing.
you should have raised her better so she wouldn't play that shit to begin with.
Yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. My daughter was raised on Left 4 Dead and fucking Gears. I don't even know where this Fortnite shit had to, and she's 23. This Fortnite shit had to come for her friends because I
Yeah.
ain't never heard my daughter mention
let's
fucking
blame it on her
Fortnite
mother.
in this house.
No, it's that's the
She
thing.
doesn't have a
That's-
motherfucker. I mean, she doesn't have a motherfucker. I'm her mother. I raised my kid.
Mama,
all right?
mama, papa.
That's the thing.
You're the
Yeah.
motherfucker. That's why she's here.
Right,
That's
I'm
the
the
problem.
motherfucker around here. I raised my daughter by
bad, Lemon.
myself.
I did not know you were trans. How long you been in
Hey,
HIV?
listen, I'm what you call it? I'm in transition, motherfucker. Whatever.
So hey,
Okay,
hey, Lemon.
guys, let's keep going. We still on a second. Okay, anybody have anything to say to the
Like,
Raymond
yeah.
game?
Four
We got
three
all
other
these-
showcases to talk about. Sheesh, come on.
Okay,
Hey,
anybody?
Listen, be like,
I never have and never will give a flying fuck about Rayman.
What? I love
Nah,
Rayman.
I'm
Just
telling
get-
you.
Get Super the fuck out of here. Yeah.
Yo, listen, I'm gonna say this for the record.
I don't.
I was on a show. I forgot whose show it was. And they said, yo, what you got out of the Sony event? I said, fucking Rayman. now, I'm a platformer.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I fucking like Nintendo, right?
Right.
So he's like, what? Oh my God. I said, first of all, this is my opinion about what I saw. Right? This is my shit. If I say I enjoy Rayman looks so good, I forgot I owned that shit. Not that I thought it was a new game. That's how graphically good that looked. Until
amazing.
somebody put a side by
really
side
good, yeah.
comparison. I said, this is a remake? Holy shit. That's good when you fool the person who's been playing that shit for
Well,
years.
They also added new shit to it though. The dragon sections are all new shit. But
Well,
we keep
maybe
getting
that's what
remakes and
got me.
remasters of Rayman, and I'm like, man, give me a fucking Earthworm Jim, goddammit.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
I only have
Okay.
one. I only have one complaint. One complaint.
Rayman is the guy that looks like the guy who goes cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right?
They-
Yes.
Yeah.
I only,
Yes.
I wish they added online co-op. They have to. You know, this is 2026. You need to put online co-op on that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have it.
Yeah. It would be a massive L if they did not put it in there. So
I don't think they are. That's the problem.
And speaking of massive L, anybody? I don't.
Oh yeah, I
This
can't. I cannot
motherfucker starts
wait to
laughing
become-
before he gets
to
it out.
become that- listen, I can't wait to become the black sushi master. I've been asking and writing PlayStation and whoever the fuck made this game for years. Please, goddamn it, I need this game where I'm an Afro wearing black sushi master. I need this shit, and I'm so glad to get.
You just got excited because the first thing they showed you on the screen was a big old cock.
Well, weren't you the one complaining that they didn't have any games in the pipeline? They weren't showing you any games. There you go. They're
That's
showing
crazy.
you games now.
Listen,
That's crazy work.
That can sit next to that freaking Welcome to Dinosaur High, whatever the fuck that piece of shit was.
Hey,
that they
goodbye,
showed.
Dinosaur High.
Goodbye, indeed.
Okay, what do y'all
Great
think of
game.
this other one that was made by this girl who made? She was in Ghostwire Tokyo. She made help.
Yo,
make
listen, we
Ghostwire-
got 2 other showcases to go through. I know the fuck we ain't gonna keep showing bullshit games.
Okay, so let's keep going here. Anything else? Phantom Blade Zero.
Phantom
anything?
Blade Zero. Yeah, we all love it. Next.
Okay, Phantom Blade Zero.
Oh shit, that's
All right,
crazy
well,
work.
Onimusha,
we
we all
shit,
love
but-
it.
Onimusha.
You know, well, here,
Onimusha?
the
Oh, yeah.
accessibility,
I'm not in
I'm-
anything weeby.
I like Onimusha. I played the demo. I just
Yeah,
wish it was a
but
little bit more
I-
challenging, but yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it was a bit
I'm
easy.
pretty
It
sure.
was
I'm
easy.
pretty sure the final game will be more challenging. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone?
Mhm.
Anyone have anything else, or can we keep going?
I don't-
Let's move it along.
All right. Okay. So next was that was what was this one? I forgot what this one was.
This is Silent Hill.
That's
Oh, yeah, Silent Hill
Townfall.
Yeah,
Right.
Townfall.
Yeah,
Yep.
looks good. Looks like another Silent Hill game.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't like Silent Hill. Never did.
I don't either.
Fuck,
Never did.
fuck out of here.
I've never played a Silent Hill game. That's
Don't
I-
The only Silent Hill I
don't
beat
waste
was
your
3.
life. You got better shit to do.
Okay, then next
All that
another.
fucking.
I'm
they
team
make the
Resident
game
Evil
scary
all
by
day,
adding
every day.
15 miles thick of fog.
Okay,
I played Townfall, and Townfall's pretty good. And the fog only happened in the first 2 Silent Hills.
That was enough for me.
Yeah,
Couldn't get past that shit.
Technical limitations, but yeah, not for me.
Ace
Yeah,
Combat.
Resident Evil didn't have to do that. We ain't doing that.
Ace Combat. I'm down for that. I love Ace
Yeah,
Combat.
me too.
Ace Combat is a very niche game. It's like, but it's really
No,
the fans. No,
bullshit.
but the fans are really hardcore
Bullshit.
fans of Ace Combat. It's a really good
That's
game.
right.
I mean,
I
it's,
got a
it's, it's
flight
not. It's not.
stick.
Yeah, it's not going to sell no 5-6 million copies. That's
Right.
for damn sure. But it's still. It's the best of what that game is. There is
That's
no
a
one
fucking
better
fact.
than Ace
Mhm.
Combat.
Exactly.
Oh,
Man, I've
yeah.
been playing that shit since the first one. It was called Air Combat. Yes.
Yeah, remember that? Facts.
Okay, they're doing a new Stuntman. Looks pretty good. You can
Yeah,
play.
baby.
You can play as the DeLorean, as Knight Rider, as I guess
That's
the
my
AT.
favorite
Yep,
car.
Yep.
They bringing out
Not-
Cosie's
it's
favorite
not-
game because she likes
didn't see
indies.
the-
They're
I didn't see
bringing
the
out Pong,
18.
the Pong remake.
No, they had.
I put a lot of hours in that.
What they showed in the trailer was the Super and the Skyline from Fast and the Furious and Too Fast to Furious. They showed Kit from Knight Rider, and then they
That shit
showed
was
the Back to
crazy,
the
right?
Future DeLorean. It's because if you look at it, it's made in conjunction with Universal Studios. And these
I was
are
going to say it's all
properties that-
Universal Studios
that
properties.
Universal
Showed
owns,
Yeah.
Mad
yeah.
Max, all the Mad Max vehicles too.
No, they were in Mad
Mm.
Max-esque. They were inspired by Mad Max, but they weren't Mad Max vehicles.
Bro.
But it definitely had Mad Max
They were
vibes.
crazy
but
Maximilian vehicles.
Universal doesn't own any of the Mad Max shit. I'm pretty sure that's Warner Brothers.
They had the car from Miami Vice and the music. Dun, 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 dun. I love that. I
Yeah.
can't wait.
Again, because those were all filmed at
Yeah.
Universal.
I'm hoping they have the 18 van because they have those rights as well.
All
I'm
right,
sure
next,
there's some other properties we haven't seen. Is it
Yep.
that lit game?
ill. It's
Yeah,
called Ill.
this is one of
Ill
those.
looks
in my
cool.
opinion.
It
Ill
does
looks
look-
cool.
It looks real. I don't play like these types of games, but this game looks really impressive. It really does.
Looks.
It looks like probably the only survival horror game I've seen that looks like it could give Resident Evil a run for its money. It looks
Yeah, I agree.
very
it looks
good.
really fucking good.
Anybody else have anything to say about Ill?
It looks pretty sick to me.
Been waiting on it. Been
I
waiting
see
on
what
it.
you did there.
I'll say something.
Okay.
Ask Lemon about the illness in LA. He'll tell you.
I got there like
Lemon
this,
be
bitch.
Illin. Yeah.
Control Resident is going to be I really do hope it works
I didn't buy
out for them.
no hot dogs wrapped in bacon off the street either. Go fuck yourself, Mexican.
I'm really looking.
Are you
forward to
sure
the
about that?
present, though.
Are you sure about that?
Yo, I wanted to, but I had just ate
I
some
don't
real
blame you.
good
Hell
food, and
no.
I was
Hell
no.
no.
I usually buy it though. I ain't gonna lie, I usually buy it.
Yeah.
But I was so stuffed.
Mhm.
And shout out to
That's what
King
she
David,
said.
man. Shout out to King David, man. My
Look at
brother's
that.
crazy. Yo,
Best
listen.
game ever made. Look at that.
I'm
Super Mexican.
look, I'm gonna tell
what's
a
up.
quick story with King David. We outside, we starting to drink. I'm not really drinking too much because you know I got a fucking really a head cold, right? And so I had maybe like
a
two
coke addiction.
right. Two. It was because of the AC. I slept underneath the AC before I got on the plane. But this was crazy. So I had like a old fashioned, and then I had 2 Coronas. Beer don't get me drunk. I have to drink so many, I'll probably be full before I be drunk. So I don't really fuck with beer like that, right? So my boy, everybody nice as a motherfucker. So we got like 3, 4 young guys with us, and of
course you
course
do.
they following the. Wow, that's crazy. I don't even know how to take that. That was crazy.
Hey, man, you said it, not
Oh.
me.
Yeah.
You said it, not me. I'm just saying, of course, bro.
Now we,
So-
now we know.
You
Now
said,
we know
you
where.
said we had like 20 young
We know.
guys with us. That's what you
He
said.
said 20. Wow, that I ain't even say a number. This motherfucker ain't shit. But so
that-
we
No,
going.
So
gave
you
a number.
have
I
some
just
of them
forgot
up?
what the number was.
So we
You have-
outside, right?
So you have some of them hot dogs, did you? Yeah.
Wow.
You sure you were on?
Yeah, some of them
You sure you
chorizo
were in
dogs.
Los Angeles and not some island somewhere in the Caribbean?
All
Yeah,
right,
listen.
can we just keep moving? Jesus Christ.
They just adding on to the bullshit, right? Right, Paul? So
Yep.
I know we got to get up. We had to be at Fan Fest like 7 in the morning just to get on the line. It's like 12:30 at night, and we looking to hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Of course you were.
So I'm saying, I'm not fucking with you, King. I see it. We got to be up early. So I'm telling the young guys, y'all don't know no better. Y'all ain't never been out with one of us. But when you find out in the morning and you look like fucking zombies, good luck. So I leave. I walk and I left. I'm out. I ain't fucking with y'all. I'm going to bed. First of all, we on East Coast time. So if it's 12:30 California time, our body's at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just keep it gangster. We got a time difference, and 2 days is not gonna whip you into California time frame.
Exactly.
When we got, first of all, motherfuckers showed up to Fan Fest late, not me, but motherfuckers showed up and they were standing around. I walked by them, I said, how's that hanging with King doing for you?
I think I know which guys you were talking about too, because they're part of the Lords of Gaming. I know who they are.
No, they not part of Lords of Gaming.
It wasn't Chris or there's a
No,
couple
it wasn't Chris. It wasn't
there's a
Chris,
couple
no.
there's a couple of guys that live out there too. that are also-
No, these were younger dudes who just fans of the situation, and it was crazy. But you should have saw how they look. And I pointed at them like a big ass kid. I told you, motherfuckers. I told you. Yo, they was still fucked up. I said, I warned you, motherfuckers. I be with this motherfucker all the time. Hey, it's like if I get outside and I start partying and you got something to do tomorrow, you're gonna be fucked. It goes with me too, but I knew better. The motherfuckers looked like they was fucking dead. I swear to God. Yo, it took about 2 hours, 3 hours to even get any type of energy. I said, yo, Microsoft is giving away a lot of free Red Bull. You should grab a couple.
I guess you saw the Resident Evil live and direct, huh?
Yo, son, zombies like a motherfucker. King, it took King a minute to get back to King. King was like, yo. I said, yeah. How you feeling this morning? I'll be all right. I said, yeah, you will after a couple fucking Red Bulls, motherfucker. But anyway.
All right, let's keep going. Until Dawn 2 looked pretty good.
Yeah,
Can't
I
wait.
thought it looked better than the
I'm
first
excited
one.
for that.
Yep.
I mean, it's not made by the same people, but I think it looked better than the first one. And I honestly think it looked better than all those ones they made. What was it called? The whatever anthology, Dark Pictures anthology.
Mhm.
looks
Medan
better
or
than-
whatever.
Yeah, I think
But
it looks
those
better
Man
than
of
all
Medan
those.
was so terrible.
Nah, yo, listen, Cozy, you're scary.
No,
Please put your
here's
green
why
screen
Man
back
of
on.
Medan was
Please
terrible.
put your
I-
green screen back the fuck on. Nobody
I
wants to see
immediately
pottery.
stopped playing. I immediately stopped playing Man of Medan because they had 2 black dudes at the beginning on the boat, and one of them asked for a brewski, and I was like, Who wrote this?
Okay,
No,
so
no, no,
you so
but
you
it
didn't even
depends
actually
on the
play it.
area you
Hang
live
on,
in.
hang
Black
on,
people
hang
have
on,
some brewskis.
hang on, hang
Yeah,
on.
they do.
So
What
so
the
so
fuck?
you
See, you
no,
don't
I'm
go out
saying
enough.
so you're saying
Man.
it's a terrible game, but you never even really played it.
Listen,
The
See,
dialogue was
listen.
immediately terrible. That's
Don't
what I
listen
No,
to
know.
that-
Cozy's
no, I-
racist
oh,
ass.
so, but you
Let's
like
not listen
Final
to Cozy's
Fantasy.
racist ass.
Me? You're talking to me? I'm not a
Yeah.
weeb. I'm not a weeb.
Hey,
look,
hey, I like
what's-
Final
what?
Fantasy. What the fuck are
Are
you trying to
you-
say here? Wait
Yeah,
the
what's
fuck-
Me,
that-
Final
yeah.
Fantasy? No,
What's-
I'm not
what's
a
that
weeb.
di-
I always
Wow.
talk
No,
about
it's
how
easy.
fun.
It's
guys,
easy.
you know,
Oh,
Do
it's
not
easy, but I'm gonna say
insult
this.
you know,
I
there's
got-
like
Do not
3
insult
other
me.
shows to talk about.
Yeah, but hold on, Triple. Hold on.
all
Let me
these
ask you a
other
question.
games.
Do you play Final Fantasy? Triple?
Me, I haven't played all
Yes
of
or
Final
no?
Fantasy
Do you
one.
play
Yes,
it?
yes, I do. I do play Final
Cozy's
Fantasy.
So
pissed off 'cause he asked for a brewski and didn't say, "Give me the
that black
Henny."
character's dialogue was good. Yo, if you do that again, I'm gonna do something to you.
Oh, you talking about Barrett?
Yes.
No,
Barrett's
the egregious
so
one was
fine.
that one Final Fantasy where the
No, Barrett
the-
is bad, bro.
No, no,
they got
the-
a whole
Barrett
fucking
sounds
montage.
fine.
Bullshit.
No, the worse than Barrett was that guy who had the little bird in his afro. I don't know.
Oh,
and
yeah. I
13?
know what you're-
Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah, 13.
was-
Listen,
It's Cozy's
That was
favorite
wild.
character.
them motherfuckers need a crash course on how black people speak because we don't talk like
They
that.
put up.
We talk like
No,
we talk like that
no,
when
no,
we were slaves.
no, no,
when
no,
we were slaves.
No, I've been dealing
and
with
jive.
African Americans for years now. You don't mess with their hair, and you definitely don't put a fucking bird in there.
Yo, I
It's
don't
a
know.
bird's
I
nest.
don't know
The
what's
afro
wrong
is
with
a
Japanese
bird's
culture,
nest.
man.
He was saving it for lunch.
Yo, that shit is crazy.
All right,
Look,
until dawn
look
too.
at Noba. I don't trust you, Noba, and we're gonna do something to you if you don't do what we say.
He did
No.
not
Noba.
talk like that to that
Yes, he
extent.
does. Yes, he does. Yes,
No.
he does, motherfucker.
All right, let's keep
Barrett
going.
does not
Fucking
talk
insulting.
Like that.
Okay,
Where's the
insulting.
going, Cloud? Yes, a Cloud. Whatever you say is
Right,
Cloud.
right. You might as well say boss.
I do what you want, Cloud.
At the-
You want-
you might
you
as
want
well
me
say
to shoot
boss
some
at the
stuff,
end of every
Cloud?
sentence. You right, boss? You might as
Yes,
well.
sir.
My
Terrible.
gas.
Yo,
Cloud.
terrible.
I'm
That fucking
the only
dialogue is
character
terrible.
with gats, Cloud.
Y'all disrespecting Barrett. He's doing all that. To
I mean,
protect
does-
his
You
daughter
said-
and
we
black
said-
culture
we
and
said
all
some good
that.
He's the-
people.
he's
We
the
some
only
good
one in the
people.
entire squad. They gave
Right, he's the
guns.
good people. Yes, sir.
we
Yes,
some
sir.
good people.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What the fuck are we doing, man?
All right.
We
Okay,
need
yeah.
to take some lessons from Capcom how to do black
man.
people.
He-
The
he-
fuck?
We don't mean no trouble,
We don't
Sephiroth.
make no
Right.
trouble right here. We did. We
Look
we
at the
did.
elevator
we
scene when
did
they
do-
walk into the elevator and he didn't trust Cloud. That whole fucking conversation, I wanted to shoot my TV.
Hey,
The
hey,
fuck
Fuck
outta
is
here.
an ex-soldier.
Cloud.
Massive
Cloud.
don't like that.
We
Massive
didn't.
don't-
We didn't do nothing.
Massive
You
be
know,
that-
you know what? Why am I talking to Triple? We always thought he was white. My bad. It's my fault.
Don't do that. Massive Massive can be bad. Massive don't like that. Don't do that. Massive won't like Yes, Miss Daisy. Yes,
Yo, listen, man. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
Gotta be-
Miss
hey, hey,
Daisy.
He
Don't be
hitting on
dropping the
Tifa
ball
and
right
then
here.
Cloud look his way. They're like, swing low.
Even Mafia, that racist game which I love, got the black people dialogue correct. It was even that fucking game got it right. Why the Japanese
look at
can't
this
get it
fucking
and
right?
Mignon.
they're about Italian motherfuckers.
Fuck, they can't get shit right.
All right, okay, let's go. Until Dawn, okay, has probably some good, sex scenes in it, guys. People making out. That's always a good thing to see.
My only concern with Until Dawn 2 is, yes, it's not the same company. So they can mirror the mechanics. My question is going to be the story writing. Can they? Because
It could be the same writers. It could be.
It's not. I've actually looked into. I know a lot about both. The game now. Not the same writers, but so that's my only concern is, can they write a story with multiple branches as well as Supermassive really does? Because I've unlike Cozy, I've actually played them all.
Oh God!
Which one is your favorite, Paul? All of these games.
My favorite right now is probably the newest one because it's for me the most fun
Right.
because of all the references to like the alien and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
Now, Madame Madan, she said it's terrible. It is the weakest of all of the games for
Yeah.
me. but it doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's just, for me, it's the weakest of the series.
You know what? I don't understand. The movie had fucking nothing to do with the goddamn
No,
game.
I hated the movie because that kind of game really isn't written to be a movie, because the game has multiple branches and multiple ways it can go.
But even if they didn't go in multiple branches, at least keep. I was like, yo, when the fuck's the Wendigo popping up? I was like, where the fuck's the Wendigo?
Yeah.
What is this shit? What is this alternate universe Silent Hill type shit? I'm like, this isn't the game.
Right.
Right.
They were like locked into that little fucking hotel area with the fog and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And this isn't Until Dawn. They just
Also,
called it that.
now for the actual anthology though, Little Hope is probably my favorite, because it's just a good ghost story. It's a hell of a good ghost story.
All right,
So
let's keep
those
going.
games are basically like psychological horror, Paul? Would
Yeah.
you say?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And each one is a little bit different. One had vampires, one had werewolves, one had, and Little Hope was a ghost story, pretty much.
Right.
Tied into like the witch trials of Salem and all that crap, but it was well done. And so, to me, Supermassive so far has done a great job with everything they've done.
Yep.
But remember, because Sony owns Until Dawn, that's why it's not a Supermassive game. Sony owns Until Dawn. They do not own.
Medan.
Supermassive owns the rights to all the rest of what they've done.
Right.
Okay, so let's keep going a little bit. I'm sorry, my wife had a question about things.
Oh, I thought you,
All right,
I thought you just got
so-
a quick hand job.
They finished off the show with, I wish,
Question about your pee-pee? Yeah.
the non-existent one, yeah.
Yeah.
Laufey, I don't know.
Lao Fei. Lord have mercy.
All right. People were shitting on it, but I thought it was a pretty good looking game. I mean, there was a cube. I was hoping it was the companion cube. It wasn't the companion cube.
The
Wait,
cubes
let's
and the
hear
ribbons
people
are a
shit
little
on it
weird.
for all the wrong reasons. Yeah, let's hear people
Pretty
shit on it.
much, yeah.
No, again, like I said, I think for people that didn't know that this is not a replacement for Kratos God of War, it's like a whole separate thing. They're still making Kratos games. I think PlayStation would have done themselves a service if after that there was even just a screen that said Kratos will return or something. But people are like, oh, they sideline our boy Kratos. They're making this girl game.
God of War.
and it's
There's no
like,
God of War
dude,
present.
There was two of them in the fucking game. Those two fucking people are gods of war, a Mongolian god of war and an Egyptian goddess of war.
Yep.
And again, I thought gameplay wise, I think the gameplay looks fucking crazy. The combat looks crazy. The story has me intrigued into where it goes and the implications with all these now mixed mythologies and where that can go and what it can do. And I thought it was cool. But I knew the second we heard the rumors of a Faye game, I'm like, it don't matter what this game looks like.
Somebody's gonna shit on it.
Shit on it.
Yeah, people already shit on it before. Yeah, before.
And then the people going around using glam photo shoot pictures of this bitch from 20 years ago, going, they're uglified her.
She is
It's like, did you
funny as
see her in
hell. Look
Daredevil
at her.
season 2?
Like she's
Well, and
been
early
dead
in the
since
game
season
where she did, she just died. She's been held prisoner. She's wounded. She's tore up.
No, they screenshot
I
the
know.
weirdest look on her face.
I know
yeah.
from when. Well, from they say, well, yeah, and the pictures from 20 years ago when she was in True Blood. Yeah, it's like okay.
It's like, dude, she don't look like that anymore. And like,
There-
I
you know
took a
how
screenshot of
people
her
are.
from Daredevil season 2,
Yeah.
Born Again season 2, in the courtroom, where she looks almost worse than she did in the game because of the expression on her face. Like
Yeah.
watching that trailer, to me, it looked 100% like her, not like any different. It looked like
Right.
a 41-year-old Deborah Wall looks like now.
Right.
But again, I knew that shit was gonna happen, and it did. And it was like, dude, this is so fucking annoying. Like, is the game good or not? And then hating on it for these other things, like, oh, she's not a God of War. Like, doesn't matter. Does the game look good?
Look
Fuck
good,
this. They
yeah.
shouldn't call it God of War. She's not a. Fuck all
It
that.
should be
Does it
called
look
LaFay, a
good?
God of War story. I'm just like, what about the actual game? Like what we
Yeah.
saw, like-
We had Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
Which was a
Metal
really
Gear
good
is in
Metal
the
Gear
title.
game,
He's
too.
not Solid Snake,
Right.
I mean, even though he
There
was in the
a Metal
second game.
Gear.
Control.
it's just-
Control Resonant.
Control Resonant.
I had to simplify it to like Halo Reach. There wasn't a damn Halo involved in that
Oh.
game, and we didn't play Master Chief, and people got over that. I'm just like,
Uncharted
Yeah.
Lost Legacy didn't have Nathan Drake in it at all.
Yep.
Well, remember, Famously, Metal Gear Solid 2, you played half the game as Raiden anyway. So
It's
yeah.
Raiden. It's Raiden.
Raiden.
Raiden is from Mortal
Mortal
Kombat. What kind of
Kombat.
fucking gamer are you?
No, I don't give a fuck
my
about
gosh.
being a gamer.
No, but I can understand if the games were called Kratos. They're not called Kratos. They're called God of War, and they could be called God of War for any multiple.
I mean, you weren't the God of War
reasons.
until like the very end of the game of the first one. Anyway.
I don't know. You know, people seem to be forgetting that they're remaking the
Now,
the
what,
first
what,
trilogy.
what I think what they could have done is called it like her name first, like Luffy or however you pronounce it.
A
God of War tale or something.
Yeah, but honestly, Paul, it wouldn't have mattered. That was just
Goddamn.
an additional reason for them to complain. Because if it wasn't
Yeah, I know.
that, even if they had called it that, they would have bitched anyway. And it's just, dude, I was getting so fucking
It-
annoyed. And then,
I
and
was
then, and then
also,
after bitching about that, then they started doing the same shit at the Xbox conference about how the people from Stellar Blade 2 were
Oh yeah, that
too
was
hot
another.
or
Yeah,
too
we can get to
young.
that
And
in a
it's like,
second.
what,
I was like, what the
EV,
fuck is
yeah.
wrong with you
people,
guys?
these
I mean,
people
it's
they need to get
people
fucking
just
lives, dude.
complain. Yeah, they're just.
I think
complaining
that
about
my only complaint is, you know, I think that she would have stand out better if she didn't have the cube and the talking ribbon. But again, we haven't played.
I don't like the cube.
Well, hold on,
I
let me
don't like
finish.
the cube, but that's-
We have to play the game. Maybe they'll add some depth to the game that we don't know about. But I think the combat looks amazing. She looks fine. She's not like the
Yeah.
ugly Concord fucking characters, all right?
No,
She
fine.
looks
Yeah, she looks
fine.
fine. And
I think
people are
this
like, people are
goes
like,
back
oh, we're gonna
to-
have to listen to these ribbons talk the whole game. I'm like, as opposed to the severed head Kratos wears on his hip the whole day. But people are like,
Right.
yeah, but it's a severed head. It's cool. It's like manly and
It-
shit. And
when
it's
it
like,
comes to her
they're still
appearance,
talking.
it just goes back to the people expecting every character to have to look like an Instagram fashion model, otherwise she's ugly or some shit like that. I'm just
No,
like,
listen, I
you
can
don't have to
understand
look
it. I
that
can
way. Like,
understand
come
if they
on now.
did a Mary Jane 2 deal on her, or they did
Oh,
a
yeah,
fucking
no, that was kinda-
Aloy and Forbidden West deal where they clearly are not as good looking as they were in the previous game.
Yeah,
I
when
can
she
understand
lived that scene when she lived the sword, I said, oh shit, it's flat.
That looked
So
pretty
I
cool.
thought
And
a
then-
She-Ra.
and then-
no,
and then
I thought a
you know,
She-Ra
they're showing
instantly. Yeah.
No, they're
Yeah,
showing the
I-
scenes from
man.
Ragnarok also, where she does look a little bit prettier, but she also looks less like Deborah Ann Wall in that game. This
Right.
character model is a much
I
higher
mean, that's
fidelity
kind of-
model that looks
yeah,
much more like she does.
And
Well, you're
that
right, the
kind of brings
pictures-
into the
the-
conversation. I was
Go
going
ahead,
to say
go
that
ahead.
kind of brings into the conversation that I've seen. So I can't word it exactly, but people are saying taking the actresses and actors and pretty much having them look one-to-one in game, rather than trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Be creative in terms of like it's based off of them, but we still take some creative approaches on how they look
Listen,
versus
they-
you just take them and put them directly into the game. You know,
They
so,
should just
but
stop.
That's
They
where
should
it's
just
like a
fucking
critique you can have.
stop.
That's fair.
Stop doing it because people bitch no matter what, and because you have a real life example to compare it to, they can say, "Oh, they don't look." Just stop using. Listen, and why pay Deborah Ann Wall for her voice and her likeness? Just pay her for her
Yeah.
voice and have someone create her fucking likeness, and then you don't have to worry about, oh, well, it doesn't look like she does in real
Well,
life.
most of the time when they do these characters, they don't look like the real life person anyway.
That's a
That's
legality
only when
issue
they-
too, isn't it, Lemon? Because they'd have to keep giving these people like some sort of severance, even
No,
Yeah,
they,
royalties,
get paid, they,
by
get, they
royalties.
get royalties
Yeah.
for that. But
It-
what
it-
I'm
royalties.
saying
Well, I mean,
is
it
every
depends on the-
character,
depends on the
every
concept.
character, like if you watch anime and everything else, right? Let's say Invincible. There's a lot of famous actors doing those voices that don't look like the character.
At all.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
not
I don't
not
know
true
what-
of
I
every
don't-
game though. Like
No,
no, I'm
saying-
for
I'm
Metal Gear
saying some
Solid
games-
was based on a real person.
Right.
Leon Kennedy is based on a real
But
person.
there's some situations it is, in some situations they just using a voice. But I don't know why these gamers have that locked in.
Well,
Where they think,
I
where they
think-
think all the characters are supposed to look like the person that's voicing it, and that is not the truth.
And the other
Yeah,
thing
I-
is
I
that
kinda- the
we're not
best example-
100% there with getting the likenesses one-to-one photo real. So there's always going to be some level of weirdness, uncanny valley, jankiness, where they're not going to look
Let's
100%
talk about
like the person. We're getting much closer for damn
Okay,
sure,
let me-
but there's
Triple-
always going to be some weird wonky.
Triple,
Nova.
you were
Let's
saying
talk
something?
about. I'm sorry.
And someone correct me if I'm wrong here. I think the best example could be Peter Parker in Spider-Man. How you had the original design and then they redid his model to. Was it to make him look closer to his voice actor that people
No.
were saying, or he looked closer to Tom
Their bullshit
Holland?
reason was that the facial structure was going to be closer to what's his name, the guy that voiced him, so that the performance
Yeah.
capture could be done better. And it's like,
And
bitch,
that's just
that
on the
Thanos
just on the
don't
topic
look like
of
Josh Brolin. I don't want to hear
Right,
that bullshit.
right.
okay, but just on the
exactly.
topic of like you're trying to, I mean, it could just be a bullshit excuse, but just on
It
the topic of
is.
like you're trying to have him look as close to the voice actor as possible. Where it's like you
I
don't
think
have
the
to.
reason is that they wanted it to be closer to something like a Tom Holland,
Tom
looking
Holland,
Peter
yeah.
Parker. to versus what they had in the first game, which was, and the thing that's funny is people bitched about the redesign, but honestly, if you look at Peter Parker originally, he looked way less like a Peter Parker than the redesign. The redesign is actually much closer to what you would think a Peter Parker would look like, but the people were fucking up in arms about the redesign. But yeah, no, I thought the reason was bullshit, but
well, let me say this about this.
People are always going to bitch about something. No one's ever going to be fucking.
Well, let me say this about this game. The only thing that I really like, when I saw this game, I'm really intrigued about the story. Like everyone was saying in the game, you don't know what you're wielding when she was, whacking people with that sword. Yeah, and
she's wielding the Master Sword.
Well, I'm kind of curious as about it. So I like the idea where they're going into multiple pantheons, like they're in this world that she's in. She's encountering the god of war of Madagascar and of Egypt.
Yeah, we went from Tibet or whatever to Madagascar.
No, Tibet. Yeah, Tibet. I'm sorry, Tibet and Egypt. Sorry. And I like that premise.
Mongolia.
But here's the thing.
Mongolian. Yeah.
Damn you Mongolians, you put down my shit.
I hear the Mongolians have really good barbecue,
Yeah, you can tell by the hair. It's on flames.
Really good at turning down walls.
They just barbecue.
Let me say something for the record.
Yeah.
God of War is my franchise.
No, but here's the question, Lemon.
Hold on, let me finish. I love the franchise. Fuck that cube.
I agree with you. Like,
fuck that cube. And I don't get in here and watch trailers and talk about the girl bald-headed, which she came from the show 100. That was her big breakout TV show. She just was in Mortal Kombat. Great job. Girl is beautiful. I don't care about that. Yes, gorgeous. I'm gonna say this. The cube aesthetically and graphically does not fit within the universe of what we're watching.
Yeah.
They could have made it a gritty block, like a rough vines on it or brownish, and that jello gelatin shit is fucking Kirby-ish. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? I don't care if the sword talks. I don't care about none of that shit.
It took me back to my hospital stage. It took me back to my hospital days.
To that. And I do agree that it is kind of weird, right? But my counter argument to that is that you're talking about, it doesn't belong in the setting that we're in. Well, what setting are we in exactly? Because we're not in Midgard or Asgard.
It's still that type of format though, bro.
But
do you see the enemies? Do you see the enemies in the environment? That's what I'm talking about. The whole environment. You trying to tell me that see-through jello gelatin cube fits that environment?
Jello shot.
You're trying to tell me that?
I think one thing I'm trying to just
go ahead, Triple. Go ahead.
They don't feel cohesive because they're from all kinds of different shit, different mythologies, different religions.
It's not the fact that it's from different religions. I think for me, it just kind of feels, the best way I can put it is, it kind of feels silly in a sense to see this giant geometric shape slapping around enemies, and it's not thematically God of War, if that makes sense. I was having a discussion with someone that said we were talking about Monster Hunter and how someone said the giant cube took them out of the experience because it didn't feel authentic or real, something along those lines. And then somebody's like, well, Monster Hunter has like cats, people, and you're fighting monsters. And I'm like, well, Monster Hunter has had like cats,
the aesthetic of the game.
But like that was the cats have been part of the game since the first one. So it's like, it's silly in Monster Hunter, but that's just the aesthetics of Monster Hunter. Whereas with God of War, it's more, it has this silly moments in like the 2018. I'm sure somebody could point out like goofy moments in 2018 Ragnarok, but thematically, just like the theme of the series is how it's had like some type of serious tone to it. Not like as gruesome as the trilogy was, but again, when I see the cube, it just takes me out of the experience a little bit. To see this giant thing bouncing against like this giant cube smacking God of War. I'm just like, what are we doing? Now,
here's the thing.
I'm sorry.
I'm willing to give it benefit of the doubt and kind of.
You don't have a choice because it's coming out, and you either gonna buy it or you don't. So you don't have a choice.
My choice could be to not buy it. I am, but I'm saying that I'm gonna know, with total judgment, because I'm with you guys. It is weird. It don't make a whole lot of sense. If you would have told me, you know, before this thing came out that there's gonna be some fucking gelatinous cube with a sword and talking ribbons, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. They don't make any goddamn sense, right?
Sword. I'm fine with a talking sword.
But it's not a talking sword. It's talking ribbons.
Talking ribbons. Oh my gosh,
talking ribbons. It's the ribbons, not the sword.
Talking ribbons, because we had like a talking head. But like I said,
I'm willing to go on the journey and see where it goes. If at the end of playing that game, I'm like, you know what, that cube and ribbon made no fucking sense.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, but at the end of the game, if they find a way to make a shit make sense.
No, the funniest part about
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. When she triggers the explosion here, I say I hope the cube fucking dies. But it didn't happen.
There could be a
I'm with you.
There could be a story beat that explains the cube, you know, to make it work.
I'm sure.
No matter what they explain,
hang on.
Change how it looks.
Hang
on.
on.
Change how it looks.
I know, but I heard Wise laugh, but I mean, but because we are seeing gods from different aspects of different things, they may have found, they may have found a way.
Fuck that Rubik's Cube. Fuck it.
The standing theory is already that it's Metatron, a fallen angel in Jewish mythology.
No, it's
whatever.
It's the god, bro. It's the god of geometry.
Look like it needs to be played with little apes in a fucking
No, he's gonna start shooting mathematical equations.
What almost
in a lab.
More than that though was honestly, I wasn't really feeling Jack Quaid's voice coming out of the cube.
Bro,
I was like, what the fuck's Huey doing in this game?
No, but on top of that, they showed a picture of Jack Quaid in a big ass
with
cube.
PVC pipes.
Yeah, that was funny.
Right.
It's like you really mocap this man to mocap a cube. Like, was that necessary? Like, you mocap a cube. The cube doesn't talk. The cube doesn't. Well, the cube talks, but like it doesn't have facial.
He doesn't have facial features.
He doesn't
and
walk.
limbs.
He doesn't have arms. What? So you could have literally had him off stage or just fucking sitting there without anything. What is it? So they can visualize the cube? Because I'll tell you, when he's walking around with that PVC shit, he don't look like the damn cube. I would have been like, I ain't wearing that shit.
But he may have just been having fun though too. I mean, sure, why not? You know.
Oh yeah, he got paid handsomely. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, if somebody told you to, they will pay you good money to strap a big ass cube on your chest.
It was more like this. It was because The Boys is done. Nobody fucking watched Novocaine, and he's like, shit, I need a paycheck, and no one's calling.
Watch Deli Boys.
Oh no, Novocaine was good. I like Novocaine.
Yeah, but nobody watched Novocaine. That's the problem.
I'm sorry. Yeah, they could have done a better job with that whole cube thing. But here's the thing. Go ahead.
Listen, I'm gonna buy the fucking game because I'm a God of War person. But the first time they said, "Oh, we're gonna make a story about his wife," I automatically didn't give a fuck.
Well,
let's start there. Nobody cares.
No,
I wouldn't say nobody cares. Like
they're giving the God of War fans something they didn't fucking ask for. Fuck Atreus.
I don't. You have her
playing
such a significant role in the story, and you don't really see any of her character in the main games. And dedicating the full game to her is, I mean, I know it's
you're not
like
a God of War fan. I smell it. I smell bullshit.
Anyway,
hold on.
Listen, you smell bullshit.
I'm excited for this game. I had a dog named Kratos, and my cat's name's Atreus. So we hope you're not a God of War fan.
I'm talking a triple.
Shut up. I played all the mainline games. I didn't play the PSP ones. But what I'm saying is, like, you have the 2018 Ragnarok. All the questions are like how Kratos got to Norse mythology, how he met Faye, how he got the, and you hear the stories. You hear the stories of like how she battled Thor and all, this character that they built up throughout the games and all this lore about her. You don't see anything else about her, and now they're dedicating the full game to her. Hopefully, they actually expand on her character a lot more, and maybe even do like flashback sequences or something of the tales that we heard throughout the games. 2018 Ragnarok. I'm like, nobody asked.
And to be fair, let me just say that God of War fans didn't ask for this. As an Uncharted fan, I didn't ask for The Last of Us.
Well, you know what? I got to be honest with you, okay?
But
when
Uncharted don't got shit to do with Last of Us.
Hey, you cut me off again, motherfucker.
Sorry.
Halo, listen. Halo 3 fans didn't ask for ODST, and that shit was awesome.
This was a chance. But Halo has a bigger universe than God of War. This was the best scene in the
Oh,
entire
no.
game.
Yes, it does.
This scene
Just
right
from
here.
books alone.
Don't show the cuddly creature.
No,
Don't
no,
show the cuddly
this
creature.
scene right here was the best scene of the
Okay.
entire game. You see this enemy coming up to this guy, right? This woman.
Yeah,
this-
and he flubbers
Fucking-
everybody.
Yeah.
he comes up.
And
He's
he
coming
makes
up.
a fucking boing.
Check this out.
I mean, see, that's what I'm talking about. It kind of just takes me out of the experience. I don't know, like.
Yo, listen.
I expect it to be a more whimsical game. I think that you have to expect that. But the thing is,
I'm gonna go in the closet to get my world's smallest violin for this shit. Nobody gives a fuck.
hold on. If anything good's going to come out of this game, though, because I know a lot of people either going to hate it or not care about fair, whatever. If anything good's going to come out of this game, though, it's going to be the new redone combat that I guarantee you is going to be in those fucking trilogy remake games.
Because she's moving a lot faster than Kratos.
For
is.
aerial combat.
Yeah.
She can fight in the fucking air.
She moves like Greek era Kratos.
Yeah.
I mean, what's that to say that Kratos might show up on the end of the game, and that will take it from there on the new God of War game? You know what I mean? That
Like I
could
said,
possibly happen.
all I'm gonna say is like you showed these two different gods of war. You already established that this is the Everwind where gods die, whatever. If Ares doesn't make an appearance, that's a 0 out of 10 for me. Like you're setting the game up to have Ares show up. Like, come on,
have
guys.
his fucking have his severed head having a conversation with Mimir.
Mimir, yeah.
But yeah, no, but what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Oh no, I was gonna say that knowing that the rumors of the next Kratos mainline God of War taking place in Egypt, for them to specifically go with a Mongolian god and then an Egyptian goddess, it's like,
Mongolians.
okay, goddamn Mongolians. So how does this tie into that? Like because I'm sure this game is gonna tie into whatever comes next for Kratos, but like, how does this Egyptian goddess get us there? Like where's the connected tissue? Because I'm sure it's in there somewhere. So that's
because
what I'm
we've
very
already,
excited for.
And I've got to say, we may not see Kratos from much of him because this takes place in like their version of Limbo or the afterlife.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's the place where gods go when they die.
Yeah.
everywhere.
Well, here's the thing.
Faye's not a god, so how did she get there?
Well,
That's
here-
what I was
don't
getting ready
know.
to say. She's just a giant. She's not a god. Here we go.
I mean, I guess in Norse.
no. We can't make shit up, Triple. Nope.
I don't know, man.
Well,
we got
tech-
people battling gods in Norse mythologies that they're equals. There's like, fucking we'll let it
And
slide.
the Mongolian god called her God Ling, and I don't think do we technically know for sure that she's not part god at all, because there's a whole bunch of shit about her we don't know.
right.
The-
Well,
the-
we don't know
all
her
we
full
know
backstory
all we
from-
know is what Kratos and Atreus learned about her from the fucking wall. Other than that, we don't know shit about Faye.
Well,
And the
here's
little bit that the dwarves told them.
Well, we're about to find out.
Well, here's the question that I have, right? We knew Santa Monica was working on the next God of War, but we also thought that Corey was working on something, a totally new IP. And it was like, remember Raising Kratos? They showed some of the artwork. It was like some sort of sci-fi thing. I'm wondering if that project was canned and they just brought some of the assets here. Maybe that's where that cube came from. Or what, like that's the thing. So that's one of the questions I had. And to be honest with you, them expanding the God of War franchise into multiple games and stuff, I guess might be a smart move. But at the same time, I wish there was another IP that they were working on instead of just the God of War franchise. But that's just my take on it. But
I mean, I don't mind if they keep doing it because it's what they've been doing. It's not
Spice
like
it up.
it's not like they made a whole bunch of shit and then they made some God of War games and they were like,
Hold
that's
on,
it.
hold
From
on,
now
hold
on,
on,
you
hold
do
on,
nothing
rewind,
but God of
rewind,
War.
rewind.
They've always been the God of War studio. So if that's
Yeah.
all they do, I don't mind that. And as long as they're still good, like if they start fucking like taper off and become like Ascension, where it's like, all right, now they're getting long in the tooth and we keep getting like Ascension level sequels at that point, it's like, all right, put this shit on the shelf, which they almost did. They almost shelved this IP for a while until Corey came back with the idea for 2018. But
well, hopefully they don't milk the entire franchise over and over again. All right, let's quickly go to
Well,
some.
you know
as-
what?
as
You
long-
know
as
what
long as
tells
it
me
makes
this might be
money.
good. You know what tells me this might be good? Jaffe hates the hell out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So-
he did.
But-
You know,
He
bringing
did.
him up.
Jaffe
Bringing him.
has
I've
shit
seen.
on the IP
Yo,
since 2018.
fir-
He's
first of
hated
all,
of it.
fuck Jaffe.
Well, that's my
I'm
point.
seeing
about that?
people reference him as if he's like, oh, even the original God of War hated. I'm like, the fuck does that? Why should I care if he hated? Like, you're bringing him up in this as if I'm
Yeah.
supposed to care of his opinion or something. Like, everyone's got their own opinion. Yeah, he was with the franchise at the start,
I
but he
wouldn't
hasn't
talk
been
to
part
that
of it.
dude.
for-
He was there for
Ever.
one game, right? And the guy that's the
Like one or
project
two.
lead on this one directed arguably the two best in the entire fucking franchise, which is 2 in 2018. I think you could put 3 up there also, but I think arguably he's directed the 2 best of the entire franchise. The guy that's the project lead. Jaffe was there for the first fucking game.
Yeah,
That's it.
Well, anyhow,
Fuck him. Fuck him.
I
He's a
don't know
fucking
why
hater.
I don't know why we still talk about him like he's the
No,
the
Paul
fucking...
brought him up. I don't know why Paul.
No,
Paul
I'm
brought
not talking about Paul. I'm talking
because
about
people are putting a lot of weight
Yeah.
on what he had to say about this.
And I don't
Not people that
understand. I
matter.
don't understand why.
But
why they
I'm
do.
like you. I'm like you. I read that and I go, and like you said, since 2018 came out, he's been nothing but negative on the game because I think he's bitter that he's not part of it anymore, and it's a big
Right.
deal.
yeah.
This is like us hanging our head on every single thing that Irvin Kershner has to say about Star Wars. It's like, bro, he directed one movie.
Yeah, let it go.
What do
let
we
it
give
go.
a shit about? I
Let
mean,
it go.
granted, it's
Yeah.
one of the best. Empire's one of the best, but still, Irvin Kershner directed one movie. I'm gonna give a fuck what he has to say about the entire Star Wars IP. No,
Hell, I don't give
correct
a,
me-
I don't give a fuck what Lucas has to say about the entire Star Wars.
Correct me if I'm
it's
wrong,
like
but
bitch,
wasn't
you gave us
Jaffe?
Jar Jar Binks. Shut up.
Didn't
Yeah.
Jaffe say something? And
Yo,
maybe
the
I gotta
Michael
find the
movie.
original
The
quote,
Michael
but
movie is almost at $1 billion.
It's over $1 billion. isn't it?
wasn't Jaffe like
I'm
this?
reading it. It's 5 hours ago. It says 911
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Triple.
That's probably just a
Mike.
mistake.
Wasn't it like I think Jaffe at one point was saying he didn't like 2018 Ragnarok because it was a different type of Kratos,
He
and they didn't like
hates
the
it.
dad figure
Yeah.
type of Kratos. And
Right.
I'm
He
like, bro, I
hates
love
it. He hates
2018.
it because
I love
he was a
Ragnarok. Like,
dad.
what
He
are you
hates it
talking
because
about?
he wasn't as angry. He hates it because
He also
wasn't
like he
banging
also
topless
hates
women.
content creators taking pictures with CEOs. Move
Yeah,
on. He could suck
He
dick.
hates
Okay.
everything. And to be,
Fucking loser.
as great as God of War has always been, because it's always been great. 2018 took it to whole new places. It was always a great IP, but 2018 made it pop culture. It fucking elevated the fucking IP, and he's mad about that because
He's
he's
mad
not
at- he- because he's not
a
getting a
Spartan
check.
Hulk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck
He's-
him.
Because it
Fuck
wasn't his
him.
idea.
He's mad because he didn't create it himself. That's why.
All right, let's keep going,
And,
guys.
and listen, it's not.
Go ahead.
It doesn't belong to him, so he can fuck
Right.
himself.
right.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yep,
Let's
yep.
keep going. Geo Atlas was shown on Summer Games Fest. It is the new game from the guy who made Ico and
Shadow Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus and all that other
Yep.
stuff right there.
Listen, I like those people.
Mhm.
Shadow of the Colossus is great. Eco's great. Last Guardian was dog shit.
I didn't like none of them.
You didn't like Shadow Colossus? That's
Shadow
why I didn't
Colossus
Yo,
think you
is
did.
listen,
classic.
listen. I'm not saying it's not a good game. I ain't say it was trash. I said I don't like them.
Yeah, I just
I
after
ain't
Last
see that.
Guardian,
I see
I
that.
mean, visually, just like all the other ones, visually, it's like wow, it is
Yes.
cool looking, artistic.
Yes, I
but
just don't like them.
from being a game. I'm
Mhm.
like, I'm probably gonna take a pass on this one unless I hear like reviews that say that it's
Right.
like bananas. You got to play it. I have zero interest in it as much as I love Shadow of the Colossus.
All right.
I'll
I
be
just
back.
didn't like them.
Death Row is putting Tupac and Snoop Dogg in Stranger Than Heaven.
It's fucking stupid.
Two pack.
Well, Snoop was already in it, and Snoop ain't dead, so
Right.
Right.
That's not funny, Paul.
Mhm.
Not even. I used to be with Pac. I don't even like that little motherfucker. And that's not funny.
No, I'm just saying. He's saying that Death Row put, but Snoop Dogg was
There's a
already
lot
in
of
the
dead
game.
people in games. Just saying.
But this
No,
is gonna.
okay.
Shit. At least for the
And
That was crazy.
I don't get it either. You guys confuse the fuck out of me.
all right. Well, what was this one?
Paul said that. I just responded.
No, never mind. I just,
All right. The
That was
next
crazy.
The next game.
I don't know what you think was crazy. I was just pointing out that the fact that they got the rights to put him in a game, and he's been dead for how many years? And no,
Long time.
not a lot of dead
Long.
people are put in
20.
games.
20.
30.
It's no 30. Excuse me. 30. Right. 30. Died in 96. Correct.
Yep.
Okay.
You're
So
graduated high
Any
school.
game with historical figures has dead people in games.
Yeah, but he's not in there as Tupac, probably.
Eventually, that's what happens if you're remembered. If you're forgotten, then of course you're gonna just die and never be in anything.
okay. Anything else in Summer Games Fest? Amsterdam 666. Anyone have anything to say about that?
Nope.
one?
Nope. You passed up the biggest reveal of all of them.
Which was
Code Veronica.
Code
Yeah.
What was that
Veronica,
before?
Resident
Exactly.
Evil remake.
Can't
This
find
is
it.
why I fuck with you. See, I'm
looking for it. I can't find it.
You're
I'm
my
not-
white brother. You my
It's
white
the
brother.
very first
And,
game of the show.
That's right.
It's the end.
It's the very
That's right.
first reveal of the
I got
show.
goosebumps just
Oh,
because
yeah.
you said that.
Yeah, I
I
was
got
looking
goosebumps.
for
Yeah,
that.
and
There we go.
and the the Kojima adjacent grope that Jeff gave the other guy. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, Code
Like,
Veronica.
oh, you my new Japanese
Code
friend.
Veronica.
Come here, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Code Veronica.
looks phenomenal.
When first of all, I knew it was being
Motherfucker.
made. I knew this game was being made. I said it on multiple shows that this was the next iteration, but to see it on screen, to see it, this is my favorite Resident Evil. Yo, I was so excited for it to even open the show like that.
It
Like,
must have the crowd
like-
must have erupted when
Yo, it was crazy. Yo, listen, and it's not just Code Veronica X. It's not Code the Dreamcast version. They have enhanced, not graphically. They've added to the story. They've added. They've gave you new levels. This game is going to be like the ultimate remake.
So it's
I
more
think
like a
gonna be-
reimagining.
and I think isn't that why
It's
it's just Resident Evil Veronica, right? It's not even Code
Yeah.
Veronica.
No, but that
It's-
is
yeah.
it
Yeah.
is Code Veronica, but they just named it Veronica. But yeah,
Well, that's what I
it's
mean.
def-
But yeah,
it's
they
definitely they added so much to it. They added so much to it, man. I was talking to one of the developers, man. They added so many different things. I'm talking about level design. It won't be a remake where they add a couple things. It's going to be like whole sections where they add to the game to add to the story. That's why I'm super excited.
Yeah, this was
So-
when I saw this, I was really pumped up for it too myself. I was
Yeah.
looking for it. Yeah, but it's Code Veronica. I mean, what is there not to like about
So
Code Veronica?
kind of like they did with Black Flag, where it's pretty much been added to and redone in ways and not
Yeah.
the same,
No,
not
no,
the
but
same game, and not the same game.
Only thing, well, I don't know if Black Flag is following exactly everything it did. I don't know about
It didn't.
that one.
They added stuff to it, and they've changed the way if you're stalking and you have to, if you have to follow somebody and you fail because you get spotted, it doesn't reset you. You don't fail.
Right,
You just
right.
get to fight your way out of that shit. So they've actually
Yeah.
changed mechanics in the game. Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely the crowd was going crazy. I
Yeah.
didn't know. I know Code Veronica was a success, but I didn't know how many people would be there for that. But the whole crowd was going crazy.
What was
Like unified. It was crazy.
what else was big in the Summer Games Fest? Just to expedite things a little bit.
Tupac.
Back.
The Tupac game, the Stranger Than Heaven, right? His inclusion.
When they showed Tupac,
Mhm.
people was standing up acting crazy.
Oh, okay.
It was crazy because he hasn't been in any video games. He hasn't been in any. Him and Big is always going to be connected because of the bullshit, but
hmm
he hasn't really been in games. And to see him, how they had him come out of the shadows, it was crazy. It was crazy because people flipped out last year when they showed Snoop Dogg. Remember, this is not the first time we've seen this game. And the other big reveal was Snoop, and then he performed. Remember?
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah.
So the next big reveal was Tupac. And remember, we on the West Coast. It was, even though he's from fucking New York, but it was another game which was crazy with the response. I'm gonna tell you. No, go ahead. We'll continue. I'll shut up.
What about Virtua Fighter Crossroads? Anyone have anything to say with this one? Virtua Fighter was always a industry darling back in the day, but of course it has fallen in harder times now. Is this what they need to reinvigorate the franchise, or is this just going to be lost in the shuffle?
I'm a Virtua Fighter fan, but I didn't see my favorite, which is the drunken master fighter. So I don't know if I'm gonna play it unless he's in there. So
I like
It looked
it.
to me-
I like it. This is probably one of the best
Yeah.
in the showcase, in my opinion. I like Virtua Fighter, and I'm excited for it. It looks
Yeah.
amazing. It really does.
It looked to me like the kind of fighting game that I could play because it looked like very story bound and story rich. Like you had him running through people. There were action sequences, and then he rounds a corner, and all of a sudden he's in a fight.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
usually
almost
I don't
like
play
a
fighting games
action
for
game
for
or
their
something like
story.
that.
I like to play multiplayer online, so it
Okay,
looks really good. It really does. Yeah.
I know they previously talked about how they had issues with making the game exciting compared to a lot of more modern fighting games. So
well, I'm a huge fan from the arcades. I'm gonna say this.
Same.
Graphically, it was
Yeah.
pleasing, very pleasing. But I'm gonna tell you something that I'm gonna touch on something that KY said. They added a story mode that plays like Sleeping Dogs.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
kidding.
No,
That's what it looks like.
Wow.
That's
That's what the trailer
that's what
looked
you
like.
saw,
Yeah.
right? That's what you saw.
Mhm.
And then they also got the versus fighting mode. So it's story driven this time, which has never been done. They actually added something I said they've been needing in Virtua Fighter.
Street Fighter 6 did that.
Yeah, but not like this, son. This is
So
like
Mortal Kombat.
this is Mortal Kombat's the best with it, but you don't run. Well, yeah, you did run through one of the Mortal Kombats like that, but this looks phenomenal. Like you've never, you never, because you remember, Virtua Fighter is a sim. You know, you could play a character for 10 years and not know all the moves. That's what Virtua Fighter is. Tekken always been more flashy, and that's what I've been complaining. Virtua Fighter has not, like even with Virtua Fighter 5, graphically, aesthetically, is beautiful, but it still played like old school Virtua Fighter. They never advanced the combat, right? Tekken got more popular because it was more flashy, it wasn't more technical. It was more flashy. And this time, if you watch the versus mode, you actually get hits with some special effects on them. The animations is better because Sega's not really good at animations. They always got that Bethesda type movement. You know what I'm saying? More robotic. But this was so fluid, man. It was crazy. So me being a huge fan of the series, I said it's about time. It's truly about time. The fucking clothing.
Is it
the
Suzuki doing it
backgrounds.
still, or is he retired? Is he gone?
No,
is it a whole nother
no, he's
team?
gone.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm glad he's not doing it because fuck Shenmue 3 remake.
Yeah, fuck that one. That was a
Yu
boring
Suzuki,
ass game.
Yu
But
Suzuki
look-
retire? I didn't know Yu Suzuki retired.
I don't know he retired, but he ain't doing this game.
Yeah.
And you know, they're doing a modern day Virtua Fighter, which listen, I told people when you play Shenmue, that shit was good back in the days. Cause that shit was graphically like, oh my God, and didn't have that type of environment. But when they did the remake,
Am I the only one that thought Summer Games Fest was low key kind of ass this year?
Yeah.
No, that shit was good, bro.
I don't like it at all. I mean, with the exception of Code Veronica or Veronica remake, I was almost not interested in almost anything else.
I didn't like the midsection, but I'm gonna tell you, I got my hope and I got my wish. We didn't get no fucking orchestra. Thank you.
No, he says that for the Game Awards.
Oh,
He says that
there were
shit.
no
all these
Muppets.
man.
There were no Muppets.
The blood
Fuck out of here.
There
We got
was
the
for
saw. We got the saw puppet. You fucking crazy. He wrote it on the stage.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? They had
No,
that
no,
mother-
I didn't say puppets. I said Muppets with an M. Normally he's got the
Oh.
fucking cockroach or fucking what's his name?
Hey, you leave the
Rizzo,
cockroach alone.
Rizzo the rat.
I like the
Yeah.
Muppets. Fuck you.
And
That's
I
our
like Rizzo the
childhood,
Rat.
bitch.
Rizzo the Rat's
No,
like my favorite.
Listen, I
Rizzo
love,
the
listen,
Rat's like my
I love
favorite.
the Muppets. They don't fucking belong there.
Hey, listen, you know what that is? It's a sponsor. So anything to help pay for this shit to reach us, we got to get, nope, they paying the orchestra to be there. They don't pay the Muppets. The Muppets sponsor. So, okay, I get it though. I get it. That's a big ass case on that iPhone, motherfucker.
There's a big ass iPhone. Yeah.
All right. They announced. I'm looking for Crazy Taxi. There was a Crazy Taxi in here too. I was excited to see
yeah.
that.
Oh
one
yeah,
as well.
Yeah, that looks good as hell. Crazy Taxi.
Man,
Crazy
the
Taxi was-
second the Offspring fucking you hear that
Yeah.
oh, shit.
Hey, Crazy Taxi was shown during the Xbox
Oh,
showcase.
okay, yeah. Okay. All right, Clutch.
wherever
Yeah.
the fuck it was.
You know what, KY? I was gonna let Wise just keep talking, but okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Clutch.
Just means Wise didn't take notes. He's a bad
Yeah.
teacher.
What else? What else is new?
Clutch. what do y'all think of this
Yeah.
one? It has some sort of looping boomerang mechanic where you can wrap some sort of sling line and go around it. It's a new game made by the same people who were making, I think, was it Forza? It was
Wrap your
One
sling. It's called the grappling hook. It's called the grappling hook, dude.
It's called Batman.
Yeah, really.
interesting. Let's see how it pans out. I don't know if anyone had a chance to play it or anything. Is it even a demo out for that game or not? Or I don't know.
There was no demo for it. Not maybe behind closed door, but there was no open demo for people. But it should be a good game. The guy has a lot of experience from Forza. He made his own team, and it looks exciting. It's definitely in the realm of arcade racer. It looked good. I mean, for those people, this game made me moist.
Yeah, this game. Why were they complaining about this fucking game? What's wrong with this woman?
Why do you listen?
It was the opposite end of the spectrum. You had the people for God of War that are like, oh, they made her ugly. And then when this game came out, it was all the ugly bitches that are like, oh, she's too attractive. And then, she looks like a kid. I'm like,
Nova,
hold on.
24.
If you ever see a kid with a body like that, I'm telling you, that ain't no kid.
One of the funny things about this game is that I had to find an official quote, but they were saying like, we want people to not look at her as like a sexual character or anything like that. Like, bro, you took the trailer and put her ass on front.
Okay,
put her ass on screen
you do
first.
not want to
Like,
look at her
what do you
sexually.
Listen, anybody
Come on,
that
what do you
says that,
mean?
you know
do
it's
not wanna
bullshit.
But
You know
look
it's
at this
bullshit.
scene.
bro.
What is it? If you do not want her to look sexy or don't people look at her sexy, what is
Look,
the
You want to
purpose of
sexualize her? You're like, exactly. And then the cover art or the key art, whatever they use, and I'm like, bro, what are y'all saying? Like your words and
she's
actually
ugly.
saying
Well, I
something
don't know.
different.
Go to Walmart, buy a fucking treadmill. Shut the fuck up.
Listen, man. Listen, I'm gonna say this. The game looked phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
I bought it on PC, right, to do my Super X review because I wanted to max it out. But the game looks phenomenal, man. And I'm gonna say this about the PlayStation community: y'all are fucking weirdos. Y'all look at games trailers from Intergalactic, which y'all insulted homegirl, to complaining about this chick is too sexy, complaining about the chick in God of War. Y'all like perverts. In my day, as a youngin', we never looked at a character, even though they look nowhere near as good as these fucking characters, and go, oh, she's not cute enough.
bro, pause.
What the
pause.
fuck
No,
are
no,
you-
pause.
Hold on.
You want to hear some?
Time out. Where is your evidence? Those are just PlayStation dudes.
No, but
pause.
because it's PlayStation
Forget
people complain
PlayStation.
about PlayStation games.
There was
It is.
Do you know that Rayman? No, forget that Rayman
That's what
game.
it is, bro.
Check this out. That Rayman game that was shown right in the PlayStation State of Play. They were
They won for me.
complaining that the girls' tits were shrunken, and that's why, why were y'all
Viking
talking
character?
about
What?
girls' tits in Rayman? You know what the fuck are you talking about? You know,
That's-
You complain
the
about
weird thing with-
you complain
that's-
about the
that's
fucking
just-
platform, and I can see that. Right?
This,
That's
but
just
Nova,
the weird thing
Nova,
with this the whole discussion, at least specifically on Twitter and X, whatever, is like how much I just taking it back to the God of War. The second they show her face, I was like, let me guess, I already know what the complaints are going to be. The female, or like it goes between like either the character is
fucking
too
weird,
sexy
bro.
or the character's not sexy enough, or we got to nitpick everything. And it's like when Ghost of Yotai came out, and people were upset that it was a male to a female character, and it's like y'all are all why is that
It's
the
fucking
thing you cling
ridiculous.
on first of all
Yes.
things?
Yes.
You cling on the first thing is that the female character is attractive enough or not. Nothing about the gameplay, nothing else. Is just like what she's looking like.
Right.
and I'm gonna tell Nova this, man. I'm part of the PlayStation community. They're fucking weird. When these events happen, I go to this space called the Pony Barn.
with what's his name?
Yeah, with a whole bunch of
Jay
fucking
Barry and all
ponies.
that.
Yes. And all they do, this is the topic. And I'm like, I don't talk in there because sometimes they have good points, but a lot of shit that I say, bro, that's a PlayStation eccentric fucking spaces. And this is the shit that they're beefing. I'm talking about on a large scale. They're complaining about dumb shit. Dumb shit.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's not exclusively them. It's other people.
No, it's
complaining too.
mostly them. They outnumber everybody on Xbox 5 and 6 to 1.
If you're in the Pony Barn, of course it's exclusively them. You're in the fucking Pony Barn.
And this is who I'm listening to, the fucking community on PlayStation. And it's generally you need to join me. How about that? And you'll see.
No,
And you'll see what I'm saying, because I was like, yo, this is crazy. I'm not gonna go in an Xbox Spaces and listen to them talk about PlayStation. I'm not doing that because that's dumb. I go to the community that's surrounded by PlayStation, surrounded by these people.
You go to the assholes though.
No, well,
the real ones ain't bitching about this shit.
Nah, I'm not bitching about it. What I'm saying is what I'm listening from the community.
If that's what they're doing, they ain't the real ones.
Well, they're weird. They think they are.
Well, let me say this.
If you need to come and join me one day, and you don't say nothing.
Listen.
Just listen.
Let me say
listen,
weird.
I go on Twitter. I see the shit people say on Twitter. I don't need to be in the chat room listening to these motherfuckers.
Listen, if you just take. Listen, just forget no console war, because I really don't do that shit. I crack jokes, but I don't really console war. But this is the shit that kills me. I knew Saros wasn't going to be it from going in those pony bonds. They go on Twitter and write that they're going to buy it, but you go on those pony bonds, I ain't buying that shit. And I'm like, deep. Right. And I'm like, what's wrong with that game? That game is fucking dope. How y'all not going to play it? I know
I'll tell you right now, Saros is one of the best games of the year.
Yo,
I know because I finished it.
This gaming community, I don't know what age group they are, because we all started as kids and we all grew into gaming. So it's us, the 30s and below.
All right.
They're fucking weird.
Let me say this from the chat.
Just in general, all these motherfuckers on every platform they don't know a good game if it slapped them in the face.
Fucking
they don't. They don't know a good game.
And Gen Z.
They talk about
they're the worst. Those are the worst. No offense.
They badmouth. Yo, you know how it was when we was kids? We didn't even have game trailers. We had to read the back of the box. Do they understand how fortunate they are today to have podcasts, to have the internet, to have game trailers, which was the most popular thing for us at one point in time?
Deadly Tower.
You wanted to know what games are coming out? You better get Nintendo Power, EGM.
Yes. Yo, listen.
Or beg to go to Toys R Us.
They are weird. They are weird.
Remember Game Pro?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, remember.
They are weird.
I remember this one game, and
they shit on everything. It's fucking ridiculous.
Me and Metroid were talking about this game where we were talking earlier this week. I remember this game. I had gone to Toys R Us, and back in the day, remember Toys R Us, you had to get that little golden ticket, back in the day, right?
Yes.
Yep.
The ticket. Yep.
They don't
know about that.
They don't know shit. There was this one fucking game called Deadly Towers. Oh my fucking god! That game looked.
That game has
awesome
one of the best covers of any NES
game.
When you play it, the dude looks like a fucking midget, and you shoot at fucking balls.
Yo,
and good luck with that.
And guess what? Your ass was the worst part about it. Your ass was stuck with it. You bought it.
I'm gonna tell you.
If you lasted 2 minutes, good luck with that.
I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something that I just told Bloody in California. Right? This is crazy. This is absolutely insane. You know how people love Final Fantasy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And y'all might remember this. Remember when they showed Final Fantasy and they showed all the CG cutscenes of all these beautiful characters and it was mad big? And do you remember when we bought that game home, what happened? When they found out they was playing these little scrunched-in people in them small-ass towns? Do you remember?
The little sprites.
Yo, listen, I told Bloody, I said, no matter what you think about Final Fantasy today, that was a huge controversy in the United States because all they showed on the commercial was CGI cutscenes.
Right.
People thought that's what they was getting. And then when they got home, they found these fucking munchkin characters in small towns.
And guess what? Those games
was a big disappointment.
And guess
he
what?
was like, what? I'm like, see, you wasn't really around then. And I'm telling you, I don't care how you feel about it. Don't tell me. My opinion is I think the game is great. That's not how it started. It started like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, and guess what? Final Fantasy VI is better than 7. That's just my opinion.
Yo, listen. It caught the Western market by the balls because they never showed the game. They only showed the CGI. Nintendo got over with that. And it sold millions. And we didn't have the huge trade-in shit back then when that game came out. Right? There was no big return policy to take that shit back. You opened it, you owned it.
More importantly, there were no patches.
Yo, that either.
Oh man.
Right.
You were fucked.
Right.
You bought the
you
game.
was fucked.
That's
and
it.
Yo,
That's
Bloody,
it. Yeah.
Bloody sat there with his mouth wide open, like, "Are you serious?" I said, "Yo,
Yeah,
bro,
that's
it was
serious.
not."
Yeah.
You looking at the notoriety today, that did not happen like that back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fucking controversy. And just by word of mouth, motherfuckers was like, what the fuck is this?
And
but
no,
you know what? People were
and
stuck
remember-
with it. They
and
played
remember
it. They
when-
liked it, but it caught everybody out there.
And remember when 7 came out, it really got bullshitted. It got shit on both sides because you got the
Yes.
casual gamer who thought that they're getting that CG shit. And then you
Yup.
had the Final Fantasy gamer who's thinking that they're getting Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3, and they didn't get that
Yes.
either. And
And
they're
it
like, what
wasn't
the
that
fuck is this
either.
shit? You know?
You see, but see, Wise, when you tell somebody who didn't grow through that or grow up in that, they think Bloody just thought he knew what he was talking about. I'm like, and so other people was like, Lemon is right.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big controversy. I said, yeah, y'all kiss. I'm a Final Fantasy dude, but y'all kissed that ass today. But it didn't start like that. It started with you bamboozled us, motherfucker.
Yep.
And
Remember
Nintendo was
Double Dri-
very
remember-
bitter. Remember, Nintendo was
Yes,
very
yes,
fucking bitter at
yes.
them.
I'm
Very
gonna tell you-
fucking bitter at
I'm
them.
gonna tell you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you another game that did the same thing, and you didn't know what it looked like until the box. Remember the commercial for Double Dribble? All they showed you was the dunks. They
Oh, yeah.
never showed you the game. See, I try to tell people this shit, but they listen. You can say you old, you can say whatever, but
Fuck-
we
fuck that.
actually grew up.
Remember
we
the-
grew up with this shit.
Remember,
you didn't.
remember the original commercial for Zelda? That man in that black clothing going into a room. Get
Yeah.
back, levers, like all that BS. Where they're
Facts.
like, what the fuck is this game? And then you play the game, and you're
Facts.
like, what the fuck is that?
Facts. So listen, we took the bumps and the bruises. But now they sell, oh my God, Final Fantasy. Did not start like that, bro.
Well,
No,
speaking
I'm
of
sorry.
Speaking of Final Fantasy, they showed Revelations, Final Fantasy 8, the conclusion, hopefully, to this whole brouhaha. Looking forward to it. They showed one of the weapons, and they showed Sephiroth's final close to it. I cannot wait to play that final battle with Sephiroth and that one
looks so
winged
good.
angel form. Oh
looks
my
so good.
fucking God, I am so pumped.
They better get that Sephiroth boss battle song right, because
Yes.
that song is so good, man.
I wish they get
So
rid of that
good.
whole fucking that one hit thing. I hated that motherfucker. You got in the first
I really
fucking
hope I
spell,
don't
that
have to
bitch
watch
ran.
his whole Supernova
It's no joke. It's no joke.
animation
Yeah.
all over again. I remember playing that final boss fight. He cast Supernova. You gotta watch the entire sequence every single fucking time. I was like, God damn it!
Man, how old were you when you play
Uh,
that game, Triple? Like 5?
Shit, I don't know. I just remember I beat it when I was in
He
college.
was playing it
freshman
in
year of
Euro.
college,
He
and
was
I beat it on
playing-
PS2.
Yeah,
He
right,
was playing
right.
it through his
Yeah,
mama.
I actually, funny enough, I didn't get to be. I played it when I was like maybe elementary school, something like that. But
Yeah.
the copy I had was ruined because there's a sequence. Does anyone remember? I forget which location, but like you go into like a shit. What's that science place where they have like the stars and I can't remember.
About the planetarium?
Planetarium. There we go. There's a
Thank you for
cutscene in the planetarium, and my copy always froze in that section. So I never beat it as a kid, but I was able to get to it on the PSP, and I finally beat it then. And yeah, it was good times.
Well, it looks pretty good. I think it's going to do well. I mean, obviously, it's
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
for
awesome.
sure. Game,
Oh yeah, it's gonna sell like hotcakes for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
It should. Best thing about it is launching everywhere, man. Nobody's gonna be excluded.
Right, exactly. Yep.
That was the big thing. Everybody talked about that. Like, God damn, about time. Fuck, because you got people who can't afford multiple consoles. I don't know why third party do that.
All right, let's pivot.
That's like you selling drugs and you say I'm only
Well,
gonna sell to
Square
one
Enix
person.
finally put their foot down and said,
We need
wanna
money.
sell multiple millions
Yeah,
of copies.
We need money. They always complain. all
Even
the
though
time
it
with
took
the
them
thing.
4 years to fucking do what they said, but okay.
All right, let's quickly go. Let's quickly go through the Nintendo one because there's not a lot of games.
No.
Garbage.
In
Garbage.
the great words of Sir X-Men, fuck out of here.
I just want
But
to.
he doesn't say that.
I
but he
will
says-
say
that's
my-
my version of
for me,
Sir
the-
X-Men.
The Nintendo one, good games or not, it was the most boring one to watch
Wow.
just because of the way they
Wow.
pre-record and they paste the whole thing, and you could tell it's canned. I mean, and it was just, oh my god, it's just like,
I'm gonna say this about Nintendo. This is serious. It's good to see them getting games because they're getting Stellar Blade, which is crazy.
Mhm.
It's good to see them getting the bigger titles this generation. There's two caveats with that. One is getting it, and two is selling it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they do not sell, that will not continue into the generation. And being that they already launched a system that's behind everybody else in terms of power and technology, the Nintendo community need to get off the Nintendo bandwagon and venture out.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta do more. Well, I'm kind of guilty of that shit, but I have other consoles. But,
yeah, that's why I have the other two, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But everybody don't. So if you
No,
get
no,
these
for sure.
games
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Stellar
yeah.
Blade,
Yeah.
Call of Duty, and you want to be in the mix, Stellar Blade, go buy it.
I know none
Go
of
buy it. I said this about the Xbox people. You want fucking exclusives?
go buy
Yeah,
it.
that
You
Nintendo
better
conference
go buy
sucked
the
ass.
ones.
Like I
You better
don't, I
buy
don't
it.
give I don't give a shit about Kingdom Hearts or Kingdom Hearts 4. Cool, don't give a fuck. Ocarina of Time remake. That's the only thing where I was like, yo, cool, thank you.
oh my God, I
Everything
cannot
else,
wait.
I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't give a fuck about any of this. Cool, we saw more Star Fox. I already seen Star Fox. It looks like the last thing we saw of Star
Nah,
Fox.
This-
nah.
I think,
Star
I think
Fox
this
has
game-
online, and you can use your camera, and you can see my facial expressions
Yeah, I don't think
while
I
I'm
don't want
showing
to see
your
your
ass.
facial
No,
expressions.
my issue.
I want to see Slippy Toad, not your ass.
The issue I have
Whoa.
with Star. The issue I have with
You
Star
don't want to
Fox
see my
is
ass?
They're
Wow.
Go ahead.
Star Fox shouldn't be. I think they're charging too much. It shouldn't be. If it was 40, yeah, but 60, I don't think it's worth 60 in my opinion.
Why not?
It's not.
This was the
I rather play the N64 one, Lemon.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think-
you also said Metroid was good.
No, I actually said Metro Prime 4 was the worst of the Metro Prime 4.
Yeah, that shit is terrible.
okay. Well,
Yeah, it's not as good.
I was
Yo,
If Star Fox
I'm only fuck with you. I know you didn't say
no,
that.
no,
I
no.
just fuck with
No,
you.
I'm being honest.
But
Metro Prime
that
4
shit
is
is-
not that good. Yeah,
This
but
shit is boring.
I think the Star Fox, if the Star Fox game was 40, like the Metro Prime remaster, which is amazing, it will do better because do 60 for that game is just too much, in my opinion.
You think so?
Nintendo's
100%.
getting greedy, bro.
Yeah, they're getting
They
greedy.
charge 80
yeah.
for Mario Kart World.
Yeah,
They charge you for background music in the desert of fucking Metroid.
right. Well, to be fair, at least Mario
Otherwise you
Kart
had to
World.
listen to fucking a droning noise. What kind of
I
shit
mean,
is
Mario,
that?
at least Mario Kart was a new game like Bonanza. This is a remake that is not worth 60. I'm personally not buying it. I'm gonna get Elliot the Millennium Tales. That's what I'm playing.
I'm buying Star Fox because we are in Star Fox withdrawal like a
Yeah,
drug addict.
yeah. If you want to play, that's cool. Yeah.
I want to play online. I want to, because that I'm looking forward to that. I asked my daughter to buy that for me for Father's Day.
Oh, nice.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not my $60.
well. I was
Of course not. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
apart from the games that y'all already had mentioned on the showcase, this one on the direct, this one also sort of intrigued me, and I know nobody here really cares for it. I do.
I do.
It's Final Fantasy Resonance. It's a new
It's
Final
Resonance.
Fantasy.
Looks
It's
amazing.
HD2D. It looked phenomenal
Oh,
to
it
me.
looks. I noticed that
yeah.
even though it's like the HD2D,
Mhm.
like the Octopath Travelers, the characters seem to have more detail. Do you notice that?
Yes.
Like they're more defined. I'm buying this day one.
Yeah,
There's no
I'm
question
looking forward to
about it.
this
Yeah.
game. And again, this is something that me and Metroid probably be only ones
Oh
on
my
this
God.
because it's a
100
turn-based. You guys don't like it.
Yeah.
You know, this is
100%.
So yeah, but yeah, and then of course Ocarina, which I don't even know why they showed Ocarina the way they did. It's coming out in 2026, and they only showed like
They
a
didn't even.
CG
They
of
didn't
it.
show anything.
They didn't show shit.
anything. They didn't show nothing.
Right.
Yeah, which is disappointing, but they'll have a direct especially for it. But I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't show anything.
Yeah, but it's coming
Long
Long
out.
as,
Probably
it ain't
just-
that, long as it's not a part 3 to that bullshit ass Zelda they released. Both
But
of them.
that game is going to be huge and it's going to sell a lot.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. This game is supposed to be coming out this year. Like, why did you just show me a CG footage of it? Or like, you know,
No, it doesn't
Because
come
they
out.
know
No. Ocarina of Time is not for this year.
It is.
No, sir.
They showed
They
26.
say
Ocarina
yeah, they said 2026. Lemon
26 or 7.
20 this year.
Right here. I'll
Comes out
show it to you
this
right
year.
here. It was,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fucked up.
Why?
Because if it's coming out this year, you didn't show anything.
Yeah.
That's
I
what I'm
mean,
saying.
but people are gonna buy it.
Oh hell
Yeah.
yeah!
So what? You got to
So
earn my
you
money.
you don't
You
have
gotta earn
to.
it.
Nintendo, for real.
Patience is a virtue. my friend.
Nintendo has to earn my money.
Your money.
Well, let's wait until they
We
show
already
it,
know
and
how
then you can make a
Nintendo fans
decision.
are.
Yeah.
Yo, do you got a Switch too?
Me?
Uh-huh.
No.
Look,
Shut
right
your
there.
ass- shut-
But we
shut
already
your
know how
ass up.
Yeah,
Nintendo
shut the-
fans are.
Lemon,
They-
shut the hell
I'm a
up.
Nintendo fan. You
literally-
still got to earn
Lemon,
it.
Lemon, the date.
We already know how
Wow,
Nintendo
that's
fans
crazy.
are.
Yeah, I
we
believe,
literally
bro.
already see
Yeah,
Nintendo fans
I
every
told
day
ya. Yeah.
buy whatever slop Nintendo throws at
I'm a
them.
Nintendo fan.
Now the question I have is when is it gonna release? It's either October or December.
If it releases in September, ain't nobody gonna have no money.
Right. So my guess, it's
Shout-
either
yo,
it's
what's
either
up, Yobi?
October or November, one of the two.
Shout out to the gaming industry from running from Grand Theft Auto. Everybody's releasing in September.
If that's what I said
was-
before you jumped on screen. Do you want to see a bunch of grown ass CEOs scared of some shit? Do we now
Yeah,
know why
actually,
they
it's crazy.
The
This shit
release calendar starting in August is stupid. It's August, September, and
August.
October.
Yeah,
No,
Oh.
but
Crazy.
look, but you
It's
know what?
crazy.
This is what I always said. The holiday season is the biggest selling season, but technically, we're oversaturated with games every month.
too many.
Every month should be, because we never had games like this back in the days. Everything was always holiday season, but as many indies to double A's to triple A's, single. I don't even know if there's such thing as single A games, but
No.
from
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
the shit that Cozy plays.
Yeah. No
No.
cussing, right?
So-
I know.
So
Yo.
I'm just saying, with the amount of games that's being released, they gotta start stretching it. Like it was good to see Forza drop when it dropped. It was good to see Resident Evil drop when it dropped, because you can't September people going. First of all, people are not going to be broke. They're just not going to
It's
have the
like when
money.
people were complaining that Fable got delayed. Are you retarded?
Nah,
you have no
you-
room.
yeah, there was no room. And
There's no room.
February
want
is
the
a
game-
great time.
Do you want the game to stand by itself or fail?
Mhm.
You got let it, in my opinion, it's better that it get delayed so they have more time for polishing than rush it. I don't just never ask for a rush a game. It doesn't work. You know what I mean?
And when we get to the Xbox showcase, just remember, your boy Lemon was right. I
So
was
here's
right.
the thing that I have a problem with here.
I said Gears was guaranteed to be exclusive. Everybody said I was crazy.
Okay, no, but before we get into the Xbox thing, here's the thing.
I'm just saying. Just wanted to put that out there early.
No, here's the thing. Now, this is I need.
Hit me with the
I need-
reverb.
Okay,
Nobody gives a fuck.
everyone here podcast. I need everyone's person. I need
was right.
a direction, guys. Listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so I need y'all's expertise here. So we got the showcase to talk about. That's one. I'm very grateful that Lemon showed up, because Lemon saw it live and he can give all reactions. And of course he, ushered them and stuff. He has some stuff that I want to, pick
I
his
can't be
brain
giving
about.
away all my shit. I got to show them all.
Well, you can give me some stuff. Come on, please. And number
This motherfucker.
Number three is the stuff that happened post show, all the stuff that happened this week about the whole reset with the financials and everything. What is the best avenue for tackling all three of these things at the same time? Or tackling all these things? What should we do?
In terms of what?
What order do we do it? Do we try to mix all of it together? Do we do showcase, your impressions with the showcase, and then we talk about the stuff that happened afterwards, or what? What do y'all think? How do y'all want to do this?
Come on, KY, give me something. You've been quiet.
I'm thinking. I don't
Steady,
know.
Steve.
I don't know how you could combine them all and to make it make sense, because on one end of the spectrum, it all brought super hype, but then on the other end of the spectrum, when you got into resetting, it brought a super low. So
Okay, so let's do
Is it? But is it a low?
And
Because-
I was gonna say there's some of us who heard the stuff afterwards, and I don't care. They're gonna do what they're gonna
but
do.
hold on. But is it a low? Because they can't continue the course. You got to
Right.
reset at some point. I think it's a bonus, especially having these conversations and aspirations of where they're trying to take the company.
Well,
Because
if we're
look,
gonna get people trying to say I was right, can I say I was right when I said this shit's unsustainable? Can I get I was right?
no. That's not what they said. You know what? You,
100%.
no.
She said
Game,
that- she
Game
said
Pass,
that-
Game
no.
Pass is sustainable, brother. That's not the
I
problem.
said the business model told. She said it cannot continue.
But they're not
Yes.
talking about Game Pass.
they're
You
not
was
talking about Game Pass. They're talking about all
Game Pass
the
is
acquisitions
$2.9
that they
billion
made.
a quarter.
No,
That's
what
not
they
the
cannot
problem.
do is they
No,
cannot have.
She said she said Xbox, not taking Activision Blizzard into account. She said Xbox's revenue percentage, not even profit.
No.
Revenue percentage.
3% loss over every year.
Yeah,
And
she
somebody,
said that
I seen somebody say
cannot
on their
continue.
No, of course not. You can't keep operating at a loss. That's just stupid. Because technically, if Sony the last 5 years, 6 years
Right.
operated at a loss,
all I'm saying
they
is for
wouldn't
years,
even
I've been,
be
for
here.
years, I've been saying the math's not mathing, and all I've heard was they making money hand over fist. Everything is good.
No, that is bullshit. That is fucking bloated bullshit. But let's just be real here.
Is that not what we do every fucking year?
Well,
All right, let's
listen,
just-
Game Pass was the not sustainable word. That is surely enough sustainable. If you notice, they're winning with that. It's everything else. Well, we'll get into it, but
All right, so let's quickly go
It's
through
way
the
more
game.
than that.
Else, the lag in game sales due to Game Pass.
no, that's not
When
a
you
problem.
make- when you make
2.9
Yes.
billion a quarter. Game Pass is not the problem.
Yeah,
you know what the
make
problem
$10
is?
billion, and when you make $10 billion off a service, that's
mhm.
more money than
a
Sony
fact.
makes selling their game, selling all
Right,
their
but-
That's
first
right.
party
but
games
what-
in
They
1
wanna-
year.
Hey,
they-
but what
they wanna
are they
revamp-
spending
listen,
in
no,
that
no,
same
no, no.
period?
They
That's
spent
the
$20
problem.
billion, 20 billion in the
Yes.
last 5 years, but this not have nothing to do with Game Pass. This has something to do with hardware sales, the direction they took.
Yeah.
They're telling the community you don't need an Xbox. Really?
That's
They've
a big. That's
overextended.
Really?
and
They
that's
have
a
too many
problem. That's a
studios.
big
That's a
problem.
problem.
It is a
That's
problem.
a problem. And then they stopped making this
And
shit. You
I've
know the
been saying-
demand for
hold on,
Xbox.
I've been saying that for years, but all I heard
No,
was,
no,
play
no.
anywhere's fine. They don't care what you
No,
play. As
play-
long as
no,
you're
play
playing because you're in the
anywhere.
ecosystem. Because the Game
Play-
Pass is where
listen,
they make the money.
listen,
You don't
no.
need the console as long as you got Game Pass. That's
you
all
also
I
listen to
heard.
the people who don't actually read these Bloomberg reports. But I'm just
I'm
saying,
talking about shit you said.
no, I did not say it. I said Game Pass is more than enough sustainable at the money they're making for Game Pass. I didn't say nothing about hardware. Nothing.
It's
Okay,
not that
guys,
Game Pass
guys,
is just a-
listen up.
Hang on,
Okay,
hang on.
Go
No,
ahead.
let me just.
Go ahead, Paul.
hang
Say
on.
what you need to say, and then
Let me
I'm going
just
to take
say
it
real
over.
quick. Let me just say real quick. It's not. See, you're complaining with. They're making enough money with Game Pass. They need to cut back on the other end. How much they're
Yes.
spending.
It's the other side of it.
It's not
It's not
about
Game
how
Pass.
much Game Pass is bringing in, because Game Pass is bringing in money hand over fist,
Yes,
and
it
it's-
is.
and it's an amount they can pretty much count on and
Yep.
go, we're going to make this much money this year. Period. They need to go back on the other end, like our government should do, and start cutting back on
Well,
where they're spending money.
Yeah,
Now,
no,
that may mean smaller
Well,
games,
let me-
lesser studios.
Guys,
Hold on,
guys.
Asher
That's
Sharma-
that's just economics. That's
Okay.
just economics.
Asher Sharma's quote didn't say anything about hardware being why they're at 3%. She said it was the investments, all the 20 billion in investments. And
Yeah, that's the spending
and-
side.
and-
That's what I
right,
just said.
Right, and I've always said that we can talk about how much revenue Game Pass produces, but without knowing the spending side, we can't have a conversation about whether or not Game Pass is sustainable or not.
Okay.
That's what I've always said. It's like we know the revenue. We don't know we
Those
know the
those are
revenue.
two separate things. Those are two separate things.
You have to know money in and money out. You can't just talk about
But-
money in without talking about money
no,
out.
but there's no
No. Paul. Let's get to the topic.
Let me.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
some shit I was told. Just go ahead. Let's go.
Can we get to the? Let's first talk about the games.
Let's
and then
get to
we'll
it.
Yeah. Let's
no,
get
no, no. We get to the showcase because this other information is like the last 2 days.
Right.
That's after the showcase. You do them in order.
Right. So the showcase was stellar. I mean, they started off with E-Day.
good.
E-Day looked fucking phenomenal. And I'm not even a Gears
Fucking
fan. This looked
crazy.
fucking crazy.
Crazy,
It looked good.
crazy.
I mean, like, it was good.
But
you
yo,
know?
look, traversal was crazy.
Right.
Yo, oh,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
boy, I got
E-Day.
goosebumps.
Oh my
I'm
god.
getting E-Day. They
I bought the $300 edition, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Gears has never been my franchise. I didn't like the first one, but E-Day visually does look
You're
really
okay.
fucking good.
You're
Yeah,
scary.
it's a
If
very-
you didn't like the first
listen,
one, you don't like games,
No,
bro.
listen, I love the lore of Gears. I like the
Mhm.
how it looks visually. I
Mhm.
never cared for how clunky and heavy the
Oh no, yeah.
character felt.
The style.
and
of
I
play.
hated that, especially in the first game, that they were fucking bullet sponges, dude. I was putting them
No, no.
magazines in the heads.
No, you this is why I'm gonna tell you something that's crazy that you brought up. That's crazy. I like Judgment multiplayer more than all of them because see, I play Call of Duty, Battlefield, all these first-person shooters, even fucking Fortnite. When you shoot somebody, it works. But Cliff Belinsky intentionally made the bullets misfire, and not count on purpose, so to give you exciting shotgun exchanges, which was stupid. If
Yeah,
I
but see
aim,
that shit
that
just
was
annoys me,
intentional. That
So,
shit was I'm with you.
The reticule is on
I'm
their
with you.
head.
Yes,
I like the active reload. That was the first time I ever seen that in a game. I thought the active reload was super dope.
Yeah,
I
super
mean,
dope.
the Lancer,
Yes,
fucking dope, iconic. Will always be fucking cool.
but it doesn't work in the first two.
Yeah, and
let's say
that's why
if somebody's
got me off that
rodeo,
for IP.
if somebody's rodeo running to you and you have a Lancer and you're shooting them, they could run up to you from 20 feet away, elbow you, and hit you with a shotgun. First of all,
I never played the multiplayer.
now
side,
listen, Gears 4 and 5 stopped that shit. They stopped that. I was lancering dudes from across the map because I can shoot. And that's what I didn't like. They started that in Judgment where your bullets count. Fuck that wall bouncing, we exchanging. That shit looks exciting, but it wasn't skilled. Now the new ones, it's more skilled. You can't run across the map. You got to use cover. And because if a dude could use a Lancer like myself or use the burst pistol or rifle, you're gonna down somebody. Because I'm not good with shotguns. And it used to piss me off that somebody with less talent will wall bounce 100 times while I'm shooting them and then hit me with an elbow and blow my head off. That shit was frustrating. So I'm happy that they revamped that because that was a Cliff Belinsky thing. And he said it in many articles. We put that in the game to make it more of an exciting exchange. This is not a fucking cinematic experience. This is a multiplayer. And I hated it. So I agree with Nova with that because I'm a big fan of Gears, but thank God they stopped that shit. But this one, yo, the traversal, the fucking jump button, thank you. Like, yo, as soon as it started playing, me and Hip Hop was like, yo, I said, you see the fucking traversal? Thank God. It was fucking, like, thank you. I've been complaining about that clunky shit the whole time. I still love the game. But that's a mechanic that was built into the game on purpose. It wasn't like a.
I also got. I really like the implementation of verticality to cover. It's the first game I've seen where like you can take cover whether it's knee high, waist high. Like your character will automatically contextually go to whatever the height is because you can hide behind whatever the fuck it is. Why are you going to be limited to? You can only crouch or uncrouch. I think that's really
point
cool.
a direction and just slide to one side and slide. It's so good.
I think that's a really cool additional feature.
I'm excited.
All right, after E-Day, they showed my favorite game of all time, Fable, and then they also had a showcase, not a showcase.
They had Tiggle Biddies, Haley Atwell as the bad guy.
It looks good. It looks so good. The game, and this is the thing. This game has been in development, and people were like last year shitting on the game because the character was sashaying kind of like a woman, but they sort of fixed it now. He wasn't, or the player.
I think this is going to be a game of the year contender next fucking year, guaranteed. That from the gameplay I've seen,
100%.
Like I said, watching the interactivity in the world and all the shit you can do, I was like, the Elder Scrolls could never. Even the combat looks better than the Elder Scrolls. I'm more hyped for this than I probably am for Elder Scrolls 6 at this point because this does everything I loved about the Elder Scrolls games, but it's to a higher level. I'm gonna have all the exploration that I love from Bethesda games, but also a level of interactivity with the exception of the object persistence, whatever the fuck it's called.
Permanence.
I forgot what that shit's called, but permanence, which is that's cool and all, but there's still a level of interactivity in this world where the shit you do actually matters.
There's like 1,000 hand-done NPCs with their own life and everything, and you can kill all of them, date all of them, do whatever you want to all.
But listen, but all the Fables was like that. This is like Fable on steroids.
That's why I can't wait for it, man.
This is crazy.
Yeah, all the Fables did it, but they didn't do it right. Like Peter Molyneux.
No, but they couldn't. They couldn't. He definitely was super overzealous.
Yeah, he overpromised.
Nova, fuck Milo.
This is the
Who
dream.
The fuck is Milo?
We thought we was getting Milo. We got Holo.
Here's the problem that I have about this game, though, right? Okay, and this is just going to be a little bit of a bickering here, but right.
It's going to take me 300 hours to fucking complete it. That's the problem.
I'm going
to be. This is the only game ever that I'm going to be slow walking through every single fucking place.
They had a chicken event for prizes.
Are you serious?
And the line was crazy.
Did you play
you
the
serious?
game? I know this game was playable. Some people said they played it.
I
Was
didn't
it a
get
closed
chance
door
to play
play or
yeah,
what-
bro?
open?
No, no, it was closed doors. But this today, I'm gonna say this.
The reason
was-
I'm asking,
they
this
had-
is my favorite
there
game
was-
of all time, and I'm
listen.
I'm
I'm
biting
a-
at the bits
I'm
for
a-
every piece of information.
I'm gonna tell you why I didn't play certain games. The fucking lines was crazy. The line, yo, bro, listen.
I mean,
Between-
it's a spectrum.
Between
You know what I mean?
between media and fans, the wait was just and they gave you like a level of play, right? And I didn't want to burn out waiting for a game because it's an event and the event is like 10, it's not 10 hours long. It's not all day. It was about 4 or 5 hours. Some of them lines was like going to Six Flags. Most of the lines was like going to a Six Flags. I'm not exaggerating. So I watched a lot of people play. I grabbed a lot of footage. I didn't want to play. I wanted to get to each game that I wanted to see, or most of the games that I wanted to see, and share that experience. But me, I watched people play and I saw the excitement, and that was enough for me. Because when you go to these events, it's not like you got all day.
Mm-hmm.
This is a showcase. And then after you watch the showcase, you go and they got different things set up. They had like nostalgia booths set up for they even had fucking Steel Battalion there.
You kidding?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
man,
they
that
had
would've been sweet.
they had
Had the whole
they had-
controller too. Oh hell yeah!
I should have
Nice.
sent
That's fucking nice.
Why some pictures, but they had like Xbox One, like a cubicle.
Mhm.
I got pictures of P Lump in there. He waited on that line because this is his first event. He had a good time. Shout out to my brother P Lump.
Right.
Happy I could provide that opportunity for that guy. He had a blast. But they had like cubicles set up. I did go through the cubicles, but I had my hookups and I skipped the line and just took the pictures of people playing. At the end, you got buttons. You can get one, Cozy, if you want an Xbox button, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, buttons.
But they had a lot of things playable, and that's what I like about these events. They'll put it out there, but the lines was crazy. So I can't tell anybody y'all played Fable. I really didn't, but I watched people fuck with it.
Here's
And the game and graphically,
Oh, it's amazing.
Now,
You
here's
got to
the-
give
but-
credit to
but-
that engine that Playground uses. That thing is magic.
And here's the
Shout out-
question
just
that I have.
insane.
Though.
shout out, you got
The question I have, and it sort of goes into what COG says all the time, right? COG says the biggest problem for Xbox from the PlayStation fan base, or people who like PlayStation type games, is that Xbox really doesn't have their, well, what does he say? What's the word that he is? Just one? Like he used to say, just one,
Mhm.
the over the
No,
shoulder.
one more thing.
Yeah, that
The
just
one more thing.
that just one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This game would be that just one. And like, I understand I get making Clockwork Revolution exclusive, but if I had to choose between this game and Clockwork Revolution, I'd probably choose this one to be exclusive to my platform.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Well,
I agree.
But you know what?
But-
I say this: any original IP should be exclusive.
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
Everything else, Doom and all that shit, that's supposed to be everywhere. Just like Indiana Jones, I believe that should be everywhere. I believe Spider-Man should be everywhere. I don't think certain
I think
characters
that
should be locked
the
out.
budget for Fable is probably dictating why it's staying multi-plat, because I guarantee you the budget for Fable is way higher than Clockwork Revolution.
Yeah, but Clockwork is going to be a fucking big one.
No, I'm sure, but when you have 1,000 NPCs all with their own dialogue and shit, that takes time. It
Clockwork
takes
wasn't on the
money.
floor though. Clockwork was not on the floor to be played.
Huh.
Okay.
That was
Hmm.
that was not on the floor to be played. It's too early. It's not done.
Okay, so after that, they showed Halo, and Halo looks fucking phenomenal. Like oh my god, look at it. It looks fucking phenomenal. I mean, like it looks
Unreal Engine 5, baby.
it looks better than Infinite to me. I'll tell you that much. It looks stellar. It looks like what Halo should look like, in my opinion. And
The best looking Halo to me was Halo 5. Graphically,
graphically, Halo better than this. I think this thing looks stellar.
no. They both look stellar, but Halo 5 was like the pinnacle for me. Like,
And see, again,
whoa.
I know they promised Halo, and I know the guy wore a PlayStation T-shirt, but there's something, dude. I'm sorry. I can't. I don't know what to do with seeing, like, again, it's like you put Halo on PlayStation. Like, do y'all understand
Shout
what
out
I'm
to
trying-
Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond.
Do y'all understand what I'm trying? I feel it feels wrong.
I mean, they probably have.
Did that. That's who did that.
They have a contractual agreement. I don't think they can just take it. Oh, they could, but they're probably
Well,
gonna have to.
no. They can take whatever they want and say we canceled it for your system. They can do that.
Right.
They
Well,
cancel
if they,
Gears.
but they would have to pay a penalty.
They will have to.
if
They will
do that.
exactly.
They have to pay,
Yeah, they will
but
have
listen,
to pay. Exactly, Paul. They will have to pay
This
a lot
is
of
the
money.
house that Xbox players built, and I missed out on the collectible. It sold out on Steam. Number one, it sold out on Steam. The collector's edition sold out. Sold out on Xbox within minutes. My dumbass said, "Oh, after the show, I'll pre-order it." No, Gears was still there. I fucked. I can get the collectible right now for PlayStation 5. Nope. And I'm a Halo head. Nope. I'm not buying it. I'm gonna have the Game Pass version, and I'll probably buy the ultimate version of that with the $30 upgrade. But
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing.
I'm not buying.
But
I
there's
want the
something
statue
wrong
so
with
bad,
that,
but I
right?
won't. You're right. I'm a Halo head. That's the reason I love Microsoft. I am not buying that on PlayStation.
And then they had that thing. They showed the photo
for the statue.
best on PlayStation. Footage shown off of PlayStation 5 Pro or something. You know, the beginning.
That was fake.
That was fake.
That was.
I was like, why? I don't remember seeing it, but I was like, why the fuck would they do
Yeah,
that?
Xbox
that was
isn't going to
fake.
show any of their games saying captured on PS5. That's a goddamn
that was
line.
fake. That was fake.
Yeah,
that
no,
was.
PlayStation is lucky if they get the logo at the fucking
Look.
date screen. They ain't getting it captured on PS5.
Somebody
No
asked.
fucking
Yo,
thing.
listen. Matt Booty was standing there, and everybody's asking questions. So somebody said, "I see a video on the internet that said this is captured on PlayStation 5 Pro." He went like this.
Yeah.
Don't believe everything you read. That is not true. He said it straight out.
And,
I was
you know,
like,
he was probably thinking you're a fucking idiot, but he didn't say that.
Listen, he probably was, but he definitely gave that look like, "Come on, are you fucking serious?"
Now the
They're
next
not-
game.
Listen, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Then this next game, Asobo.
It's like going to Disney World with the tickets from Universal saying, "Oh, they said that you guys accept
Right.
these tickets here." And it's like,
Right.
Yeah.
bitch, that
Right.
ain't ours.
Right.
It's kind of like in our high school back in the day. It was 4 floors, and the seniors would always sell the freshmen an
My
elevator
dog
pass,
wants
knowing
to say
very well
hello.
there's no
He's
fucking
harassing me.
high school.
Say hello. Say hello.
That's a good dog.
No, this game also looked phenomenal too from Team Asobi. I guess it's the same. Is it the same as Requiem and all of their? Is it the same? Is that the same world, or is this a new IP from them? I don't know.
It's a new IP, and I'm gonna tell you what people was yelling in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Rise
on the
Rise
Road
2. Right. And I was like, "Yo, is it? Is it?" And it was like, "No."
Resonance is the game. Okay, next.
Yeah. That was playable.
Was that for the Plague Tale thing? I actually know somebody who's played through that game. He said it's really cool.
He played through the game.
Yeah.
He almost made me choke.
Yeah.
What? He played
Well,
through the new one?
Yeah, he was part of their test group, so he's played the entire game.
Oh wow.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
it looks cool, but where'd the play? Where's the play come in? I didn't see a goddamn rat.
There is no rat.
Look in
which
the
is the only way-
mirror.
Which he
I'm-
refuses to play the first game because of the rats. He
I
said,
don't
"I
really-
can't
Hey,
do
guess
the
what?
rat
You don't
thing."
like no rats, huh?
Guys, guess what?
He's
Guess who
like,
stopped
he's
in?
like,
Hey,
funny.
Sal's. Welcome
call-
in, man. Welcome in, darling. How you doing? How you doing? Long time no see.
She's in the chat or the
She's in
show?
the chat.
Oh,
And she said, "Hey,
so
hi, Paul."
Shit's about to go off the rails.
Hey,
Sal,
Wise.
hey, Sal's, puff, pass. Hey, Sal's.
Hey, Sal.
Wise.
Yes.
Steve-O's got to go to bed.
Why?
Oh,
What?
damn.
Yeah, he's fading. I noticed. Yeah,
I'm
You
fading.
need more
yeah,
liquor.
he's
in you.
fading. I know.
All right, then. Okay,
No,
so
I need rest.
you don't want to talk about State of Decay?
Woo!
Oh my
I'll be
god.
playing. I'll be playing that with Cozy. I will be. That's when she finally gonna spark up her Xbox or something. and
Oh
we'll
no,
play the-
I'm never playing. I'm not buying another Xbox.
Go fuck yourself.
I wanted the green Xbox. So
I was never an Xbox fan.
she was a PC fan. So anyhow, but yeah, State of Decay looked pretty good too as well. I mean, they did very well showing their games in the best possible light. State of Decay 3, never been a State of Decay fan, but definitely going to play it when it comes out. And here's the thing. I like the fact that they kept
play with KY too, so you can show me how to get out the river with the truck.
They kept showing available day one on Game Pass, and I like that strategy.
Xbox Play Anywhere.
Doubling down.
Yes.
Play Anywhere. That's honestly one of their winning features that they don't seem to advertise
At
enough.
all.
Because let me tell you,
what
about being able to
everywhere.
Being able to move your games saves fluidly wherever is amazing.
You make it sound like
experience.
you make it sound like you have to put effort forth to do it. You don't even have to do that. You just have to start the game and it goes, oh, this
that's what makes it amazing. Like I've never experienced. There's no other experience where I can just be like, oh, okay, that game.
But let me ask you a question. Platform. You don't have an Xbox, so how do you?
I was gonna say, well, how do you? Yeah,
I have an Xbox One.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm never
shut her fucking mic off.
And I might buy another one.
What?
My Blu-ray.
Half of this shit doesn't play on fucking Xbox One. What are you talking about?
He plays it on the cloud.
I have it's on the cloud.
No. Cozy, that's where we're going to stop. I love you to death, sister. You are fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
It's on the cloud, and that's another benefit.
Oh, really?
If a game is over a certain size, I'm never going to download it.
Cell says
Forza,
Play Anywhere is kind of bullshit.
If you try to play State of Decay with me on the cloud, I'm kicking you the fuck out.
You wouldn't even know.
If it's still rubber band, if it's still rubber bands, it's going to be a pain in the ass.
Man, get the fuck out of here,
That's been removed.
Cozy, Cells doesn't like.
Had that been confirmed? I know it was rumored, but had that
There's
been
no
confirmed?
reason not to like Play Anywhere.
She says kind of. She says it's kind of bullshit.
Oh, let me say this.
There's no reason not to like it. It's like I don't like extra features.
Let me say this too. Happy birthday to my boy Paris Locke, who runs xCloud. He was out there. He was like, "Lemon, don't jump the line." I jumped the line. Shout out to Paris. It was his birthday this weekend, man. I got to chill with him. Shout out to Mr. Paris Locke, man. It's my guy. Fucking awesome dude.
Watch this game get like commercial fucking success here. It's called Bad Magpie. It looks like a Untitled Goose Game to a certain extent.
Yeah.
And
wait, hold on. This is Cozy section. Go ahead, Cozy.
I won't take anybody seriously. It's like, yo, you gotta play this game. I better get the fuck out of my house.
You know what game I said?
Fun.
You know what game I thought looked crazy? And I said, watch people flock to this stupid ass game. The game with the two geese with the egg. And then it had multiplayer. You didn't see that with the geese with the egg? They had the had an egg and a thing, and they had the balance.
Yeah. No, that shit looked dumb.
But you know what? I guarantee you,
it looked like Baby Steps.
No, it didn't look.
No,
that bad,
it didn't
bro.
look as bad as Baby Steps.
Whoa, that was rough. Shit. But I could see people because look,
being hyperbolic.
I played a game that I thought was stupid with them little characters. What's it called?
I don't know. That was a wonderful description of the game.
No. They all talking about? The party game they all got these like these Fall Guys, right?
Fall Guys, yeah.
And I was like, yo, this is stupid. But you know what? You got to try shit out. I don't like killing though. Fuck that shit. But Fall Guys is good. It looks like a game. I thought that cooking game was fucking stupid. That shit was fun. I played multiplayer with an adult, her son, and somebody else.
Wait, are you talking about Fall Guys or Among Us? Because there's no killing Fall Guys.
No. I'm talking about Fall Guys. Killing. The shit that you make the pots.
Kiln. You put extra letters in there. Kiln. Kiln.
I thought I heard people pronounce it killing.
Because they don't know what a kiln is.
A kiln is the thing that you bake pottery and ceramics.
Bro, we don't have pottery in Brownsville. So
you're not a man of culture. I understand this.
Yo, whoa. I'm just saying. But I can see me trying it. You know what I'm saying? I tried killing, whatever.
Kiln.
Killing.
So let's keep going.
I wish there was some killing in it. Maybe I'll play it.
Wulong Chu.
I might be into it.
Wulong 2, anyone have anything to say about it? It looked pretty good.
Wolong?
Look awesome.
All right. This
You
game,
guys can't
Join
pronounce
Us,
names
looked
for shit.
weird. It's
Well,
based
no, that it's not called Join Us, dude. It's a cult. It's a cult simulator.
cult. Yeah,
You know
you
what?
become a cult.
Yes.
Yeah, you're like a cult leader or
Yes.
something. I can't. It looks
And
weird.
It doesn't like cult.
I could
That shit
see
looks weird.
this being played by millions.
I'm gonna play it.
It looks fun
day
as
one,
fuck.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yo, listen. If you want to be Charles Manson, motherfucker, this is the game for you.
That's a Cerebral's game. I'm sorry, a cult leader.
That's shit.
Cerebral
Shit.
written all over it.
Cult
Instead
leader
of a cult
simulator.
leader
Yeah.
game, I want a
Cult leader
pet
simulator, man.
simulator game.
And
Pet
it's
simulator game.
and it's got up to 4-player. It's got
General
4-player
jousting.
co-op.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what that be.
So,
Yeah.
Paul
Yeah.
wants to be Marshall
Yeah,
Applewhite. We
but
know, Paul.
Can you make
Hey,
them all drink the Kool-Aid? That's my
I'm
question.
gonna be.
Can you
Yeah,
make
I'm
them
gonna
all
be.
drink
I'm gonna be the
Kool-Aid?
one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the one stirring the Kool-Aid. And
Right.
actually, officially, it's Drinkade. But okay, we won't get.
Yeah, and go to another
Let's be
galaxy.
but that's
historically
some shit.
correct. Let's be
It's the
historically
same.
correct. It was called Drinkade.
Yeah.
That type of game reminds me of games like Populous and Dungeon Keeper and those types of funny, quirky games. Oh, what was that? Overlord. There was that one game back in the 360 era called Overlord where you was like you raised all these minions and everything. So
I mean, well, yeah, and good, what was it? Good and Evil,
Right.
and they've
Beyond
all
Good and
done
Evil,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
mhm.
Yeah. But I mean, Cult of the
I
Lamb was
love-
basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Cult of the Lamb.
I
Was,
love
was a
Beyond
fun
Good
game.
and Evil. I love Beyond Good and Evil.
Yep.
I love that game, especially 20th anniversary edition. I love it. Plays on
Yeah,
your
Oh,
I-
and Black and White 2, where you played as that
Black
kid.
and White was my favorite.
Yeah.
But I loved it because you're a god, and they'd piss you off. You'd pick up a cow and hurl it across the town. Yeah, fucking
Hey,
get
I'm
that.
pretty sure
Yeah.
you like sacrificing babies too.
Yep, yep.
The
This is-
words in
this-
his
this
last
is
part
why I know he's
Metroid
great.
does have nothing to do with One Away
Yeah.
Dragons TV. I would like to be invited back to
Right.
Fan
It's
Fest.
it's like the only
Yeah.
reason I like playing SimCity is so I can
Yeah,
set
light,
all this
light,
shit on fire.
lighting the
Sims 3
populace
when
on
you-
fire.
Yeah.
Make the people eat vomit and old food.
Or you play the Jurassic Park Evolution game just so you can accidentally take
Yeah.
down one of the fences and watch the dinosaurs eat everybody in the
Yeah,
fucking
listen.
park.
Gee, the fun says
I-
fireball. What does it do?
I love
Oops,
those
yeah.
games. I love
or
the
in the
Evolution
Sims,
games.
or in the Sims, you put the kid.
I was
You put
just
the
telling my nephew the other day that the Jurassic Park Evolution games, they're like Dino Park Tycoon from when I was a fucking kid, but just
Yeah.
bigger. I love Dino Park Tycoon.
And
when I was a kid.
much better graphics.
Yes.
What the Jurassic Park games that are the Evolution games. I
Yeah.
just love watching them walk around. Sometimes I'll just set up and let them wander, and I'm like, this is actually pretty cool.
Or
No,
or in the
it's it's
Sims,
super cool.
or in the Sims where you put them in a pool and then you take away all the ladders and then you access to get
Yeah.
They're just
Yeah,
You're like, what the fuck, All right. So Sony Santa Monica said God of War Lao Fei went
Oh, Hellblade! Look at that! Wow.
Lao Fei.
and these guys said, yeah, hold our beer. So Senua basically making
I came
Senua
back just on time.
more action. I guess it's a more of action.
I'll
It's
tell you
fixing
what,
every
the-
problem
the-
I
the-
had with the
The
previous
combat
game.
looks much better from
Yeah,
the
way
second
better.
game.
It looks
It's
really good.
so it's
It
so
looks
much
really
better,
good.
man.
It's,
You know,
more,
they said
it's more action orientated.
yeah, they
Yeah.
said they the environments are gonna there's stealth, there's multiple enemies that you fight at a time now, heavier on the
Oh.
puzzles, and it's like
Because Hellblade always had a cool foundation, but the particular type of game that they chose to make, it was like some people like it, some people don't like it. It was always visually beautiful, but
visually,
especially for me in the
gameplay-wise,
second
it's-
one, I was like, there's just
I mean,
the
it's not.
second game kind of
yeah.
bored me, but there's still cool shit there. So if they could pump
I
up the
think they
combat,
will.
make it so it's not 1v1, it looks
1v1,
way
there's more
improved.
depth to it.
I mean,
maybe
it's
some
like
of those
the
brain dead
environment-
puzzles, because some of those puzzles suck. The
Bro,
environmental
some of the puzzles were ass. in
open up
two.
the environments a little bit, because that they talk about walking simulator, that shit is almost on rails.
I beat it
with how
I finally beat it last weekend. I was
Yeah.
recording my gameplay. This is like 17 minutes of just straight walking.
and the environments are very, very narrow. There are some that open up a little bit, but like a little bit, still not very much. They're very, very, very narrow corridors in that game. So if they can open that up a little bit,
Yeah.
it could be cool.
and change the
I mean,
enemy
they're
variety
having-
type too. They're just not
Yeah.
the same.
I mean, like, yeah,
guy.
the combat as they show with the dual wielding, there's interactables when she kicked down like a fire onto the enemies. There's stealth sections. So they're adding, because that was one of the issues I had with Hellblade 2. Like I just said, there were 17 minutes of just straight walking. There's nothing to break things up or anything like that. And having
At that point, you're supposed to be listening to the game, dude. You know that, right? There was actually
listen to
stuff
you're a bitch. Yeah, she's a
We're
bitch.
speakers.
Oh, yeah,
like,
you fucking
yeah.
suck. You'll never succeed. Yeah, go fucking
that
kill yourself.
doesn't- that
Listen to
doesn't-
that.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I
That's
mean,
the whole
that's
game.
their intention, sure, but it's like that doesn't make it great.
Yeah, I got
You
pissed
know,
off
we
with the
intended
voices.
you
I
to
said,
be
this
with
shit.
their
If I need
voices and-
voices, I don't need to play a game.
It's
I got my
like-
own voices.
Yeah, it's like
but those voices, they're telling you the story of the game. That was actually the whole purpose of the
oh
game.
no, I understand. How can I put it? They can explain why the voices act the way they are. Like I played the first one, but even if you explain it, doesn't make it good. You know, like I said, very long drawn sections.
Okay.
of just
When your
nothing
own personal
happening,
voices
and-
support her voices, you know you're in trouble. The voice be like, "You can't win," and my voice is like, "You know she's right."
Yeah, yeah. No,
I mean,
'cause
it's
I'm
not like
yeah.
they made Heavenly Sora and one of the Devil May Cry games. They have
They
the
made
talent
Heavenly
to
Sword,
do
Devil
so.
May Cry,
Right, yeah,
DMC,
they will,
Devil May
yeah.
Cry that we don't talk about. It wasn't
Yeah.
terrible, but we don't talk about it.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Um,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I was hoping for Hellblade 2 when they first unveiled it, and I was hoping too much off of nothing. Just the fact that they got acquired by Microsoft at the time was like they're going to add more depth into the combat and just the overall gameplay experience. And I know with sequels, you're not expecting the entire overhaul, but with Hellblade 2, this felt like they took a step back from the first game. They even removed like the ability to like break enemy shields and fight multiple targets. I see what you're talking about, Super. The more I play too, I'm just like, you guys took a step back in the gameplay department. And even though they're saying we're going to focus more on the story aspect, like it still didn't really. I mean, that didn't even feel like you did a better job with that, you know. In the game,
I think they were so motivated on making it a like visual showcase, which it is. It is a visual
it's gorgeous.
showcase that other aspects of the game had to take a
huge
back
back
seat in order to be able to deliver visuals like that.
And the problem
what
too,
I
though,
think.
is
Again, I
that-
don't know that for sure. It's just a
yeah,
feeling.
and with the visual side of things, like the game looked great, but man, so much of the world was this empty landscape. And the only time the game really got interesting when it came to the creative side of the visuals is like when you start to hallucinate or when you're trying to solve puzzles in the world, like shifts, and it's like just different scenes happening on the screen during those moments. But any other time, like there was long sections where you just, oh yeah, it's a desert. You're just walking across the desert. I'm like, oh, you know, it's kind of the jokes people make of with Death Stranding 2 when it's like, wow, Death Stranding 2 looks so great, but it's like an empty barren wasteland. And I know in that one you're supposed to fill it with your own items that you can build, but it's just a joke of like, okay, it looks amazing, but it's empty. There's nothing really to. As I was playing, like there's no monument for me to look at. Like, wow, that looks amazing. Look at this monument here and talk about it, learn about it. It was just
Yeah, it's all
empty
rocks and cliff
space.
sides and shit.
Yeah. So
All right. Next, Doom's. I guess it's a DLC, the Dark Ages DLC.
DLC.
Yeah, it looked
Yep.
good.
Mhm.
Look good.
More Doom the Dark Ages. I'm there.
Yeah,
I
I'm
got a
down.
spear.
And with
The
the spear. No,
Doom guy with the spear.
apparently this is like you. Apparently there's something to do with it. You break your shield, you lose your armor, and I guess you go and you get the other armor that you're normally accustomed to. So it looks pretty cool. Can't wait to play it. And yeah,
I'm just interested to see where these traditional looking reimaginations of the original game come into play, because they show that
Or, like,
little
secret
scene there where it
levels.
looks very much like the first game.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
yeah, like the
Could
core.
be like,
Because in Doom 2016 they had the hidden rooms that were like actual levels of the original game, like
original
with the
game.
same graphics and everything. But this is like an updated version of the original game. So I wonder how that comes into play, if it's something like
Mhm.
that, or who knows.
Yeah, what they
But
showed.
Doom
was-
the
Peace
Dark
out,
Ages
guys.
fucking
Good night.
rocks though. So.
Good
All
night.
right,
later,
See you,
Steve.
Steve.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Good
night.
Have a nice
night.
weekend, bro.
So long, farewell.
I-
Aviation, goodbye.
The next one. Let's go. The next one. Let's do the next one.
Revelations. Oh shit, we got Dark Age Revelations and Final Fantasy Revelations. Holy shit.
The next one was my favorite one. I love it.
Well, now we can hear it.
Yeah, I know. That's the point.
Ding ding.
Oh
That
yeah.
was the best part. That was the best part. Yeah, oh my gosh. I love that.
And just like that, I'm back in high school at the movie
Exactly.
theaters, because that was every time I went to the movie theaters. That's all you heard.
And
That and Dance
coming
Dance
out from
Revolution.
Aladdin's castle. Yeah.
I'm not from Agrabah, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Swear.
Aladdin's Castle was the arcade that had the thing in there.
Yeah, maybe in fucking Alabama. I'm not listening to local businesses in my fucking state that you've never fucking heard of.
Which, okay, my fucking no arcade company exists anymore. I guess. I don't know.
I said the movie theaters. You listen to some obscure place from Alabama that no
because
one fucking knows about.
In our mall or X mall had a movie theater right next to it was the arcade, the Aladdin's Castle, and from there when you were going to the movies, you kept hearing that song. Yeah, because it was the game. But yeah, I know. Looking forward to it. Looking fucking forward to it. It's about time. And I'm hoping for this to do well so they can greenlight another Simpsons hit and run or something, So there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah. Lemon came off like a bandit for this one because he's getting this thing for free. I hope I just have the opportunity to get it. I mean, I really need it. I really do want it. I will get it. I don't care how much it costs. I will have to get it. I don't care. So.
Oh no! Don't say that. Some scalper out there is just looking at his chops.
I gotta have it. This is not a want. It's a need. I will pay. Okay, I'll try to get it at MSRP, but I'll figure it out somehow. I'm hoping somebody will come through in a clutch, but we'll see. All right, next, Age of Empires. I don't care. Minecraft Dungeons 2. Does anyone care about that?
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I'm looking forward to that. I enjoyed the first one quite a bit.
It was surprisingly fun because I didn't expect to enjoy it, and then I just
that shit was surprisingly hard.
Yeah, it really is.
When you get late game, especially, it was like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Skill issue.
I guess so. You guys are looking forward to this one? The next one?
That's as close as I'm going to get to Minecraft.
It's like Diablo meets Minecraft. It really is. You have to build up your armor and stuff to get to the late game stuff, and it's like
some tower defense elements when you.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, this is just gonna sit in the back.
Enjoyable. I mean, especially if you have friends. I mean, it is. You can do it single player, but it's much more fun with friends.
Okay. Next game. This one was interesting with the magician. Where you play as
the surprise of the show.
Oh, Magician, the Devil's Deal. That thing looks awesome, dude.
Yeah, it does. Magician, the Devil's Deal.
I'd really like it because it's a new IP. It's something different, kind of a new story or something, and it looked compelling. Lemon, did you get a chance to play it?
No, was not playable.
Oh, it wasn't playable, but it looks pretty.
That game looks awesome.
I can't wait to play
Valor Mortis.
Valor Mortis. Oh my god, man, it looks so fucking good.
Yeah, Valor Mortis is interesting.
They won.
Somebody
I interviewed them at PAX. Probably not a game I'm going to be able to play. It is.
Oh, you did?
It is.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
nice.
Extremely difficult. Souls like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On par with Elden Ring type shit.
Saying all the good stuff.
And when I asked them about accessibility, they went, we're going to kind of discuss it. So yeah, it ain't happening.
It ain't happening, right? It looks amazing. This game's going to be huge. This is from the same developers that made Ghost Runner.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next.
That's pretty damn good.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it does. It looks good. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to play it, but it does.
Did
look
you
good.
just skip over Flight Sim, you bitch?
It's Flight Sim.
Ain't nobody care about that trash.
Yeah, well, shut up.
Okay, let's go ahead and talk about. Okay, Lemon, go ahead, take it away. Flight Sim, your Flight Sim game.
I've been playing Flight Sim since it was iterated, but that's
seriously.
I've been playing Flight Sim since before Microsoft owned it.
The problem is it's still Flight Simulator 2024 and 2026. So,
because there's no need for them to redo it at that level.
Yeah, I know they should just call it Flight Simulator though. But yeah, it looks good. I mean, obviously there are people who are going to go ape shit over this.
Millions of people love Flight Sim.
Yeah.
Millions.
Yeah, and people are really hardcore with it. They'll get like yokes and all sorts.
Yo, listen, I gotta do
playing that shit since it was Ornithopter Sim.
That's crazy. He gonna say since Pilot Wings, motherfucker.
Hey, no Pilot Wings slander.
Pilot Wings.
Yeah, no, none. That shit had us all playing.
Fuck. Yeah, that's right.
Fuck that woman coach. She was hard as fuck. Anyhow.
No, but I'm not kidding. I played before Microsoft owned it. I played that old version, the original.
No,
DOS
seriously.
version. Yeah.
Flight Simulator looks really good.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the guy, Where Winds Meet. I thought that game was already out.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's fun.
It
is.
is. It's more shit.
Okay, well, we can skip that one.
It's just
the
like
next-
Genshin Impact comes out, and then we'd always get a fucking video of some new shit that looks exactly like the last shit. It's just more Genshin Impact
Oh,
shit.
look at that beautiful game.
This is
Hell,
a game
that's
me and
what I'm
Metro are
talking
looking
about.
forward to.
Oh yeah, pre-order already. Hell,
Yeah.
let's go.
Castlevania,
Belmont's Curse.
Belmont's Curse. Yeah, looking forward to it. Looks stellar. Can't wait to stream it. So,
Oh,
yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
This game, guys. Okay, I know Nova, you're gonna say this looks like dog shit, and I know everyone's gonna say this looks like dog shit. But
No, I actually like this game.
It looks different. It looks weird. I don't know what about it. There's something about this game that is like
It looks like a
It
Studio
looks
Ghibli.
like Studio Ghibli, yeah.
Studio
Studio
Ghibli.
Ghibli inspired.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I know there's not really a lot
Who
of
makes
games.
it?
Howl's Moving Castle type shit.
Yeah. But it's like it's the animations and what they've been able to pull off graphically is stellar because this looks exactly like those like
You want to play
mid-90s
this motherfucker, but not Flight Sim? Go fuck yourself, man. Get this motherfucker off the screen.
I know.
It also reminds me of what Nino Kuni a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not knocking it for people that like it. I mean, you know, it didn't really whoa over the crowd, but you know, they got to fit in their indies where they could fit them in.
Well,
But
I don't know anything about the game. It just looks visually compelling. Like it's the first time I've seen a video game that looks almost exactly like those mid.
They describe it. It's a live sim. It's a live sim. That's what it
years
says.
ago.
Live sim. Oh yeah.
You know what looks
Remember
better?
those
Them titties
Ubisoft
on
games
Nova's
just
screen.
like the
Let's
show.
move, Nova.
Let that bitch talk.
Okay.
Nova
Okay.
Nova pedophile.
Okay. Now
Yeah, he
everyone.
rolled out. He
All-
rolled out.
Yes!
Rolling.
That's part of
rolling
the
out.
show. Put him on the big screen,
He rolled
motherfucker.
out.
All right, let me go and put him
Yes.
on the big screen. Let me go. Hold on. Let me put him on the big screen for you.
Oh, he came
I
back.
already came
Oh,
back.
he came back.
Oh
man.
damn, man.
Now,
Okay.
now he's
That was-
showing
that
us
was
his
an-
tits.
That was an exit right there. Let's go. We out.
Yes. Show over, people. Indulge.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Hold on. Nova, don't come in anytime soon. Hold on. Let's see right here.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Where's Nova's in his tits? What happened?
He's right there.
You know what? I can put him big on my screen. Let me click on that. Yes. yes. Hold on. Let me go get my baby oil.
I'm out. Good night, everyone.
If you hear something squishing, I'll mute my mic. Just let me know if y'all can hear it.
This shit's taking too long. I ain't here to fucking call Geek Squad, bitch.
Fucking Nova, man.
Oh shit. All right. Okay. Deal with that. All right. Now, next game I want to talk about. Let's see here. What was the next? Okay, Persona 6. I don't know why people were losing their shit over this game. I mean, we know it's
Because
coming out.
people
They
like
didn't show
Persona.
anything. It's
Okay,
weird.
this is what's key. This is what's key. I don't really do rumors, right? And everybody, I don't want to fight the penis demon at the end of all these fucking Persona
That's
games.
funny.
Yeah, but it's true. But
I know where you're referencing to. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this: to see that on a Xbox stage, which was rumored, and I kept saying, that would, you know, they don't do nothing for me, but I know how big that is would be with that, you know, that type of Asian support. So to see that announced on their stage was
It's
crazy, and people went crazy. So I guess I said,
People were upset that it was announced there too.
I guess y'all want to fight the penis demon. I guess we got a whole
I
bunch
like
of
the
penis
fact
demon
that
lovers in
Sega
here.
really doesn't like PlayStation, so they would defer to put their stuff on Xbox.
I think it's more that it's been good for their growth.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to just stick with PlayStation. People are going to get it either way. So if you're trying to expand and not stagnate, it's good.
This was
Good idea.
this was another big game that people got excited for. There.
Spyro,
hell yeah,
there's
Spyro.
rumors there's a new
Spyro,
Crash
Spyro,
coming out too.
fuck yes, bro.
Oh hell yeah, 100%.
And you can actually fly.
I played the fuck out of the Reignited trilogy, man.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, this is good. This is good.
To me, the Reignited trilogy is better than the Crash Insane trilogy.
And again, another game that you can get on Game Pass for $23. You're getting all this shit. You can't, and then it's I don't know. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And then
Yeah, I know you love Asha. Shut up. We already know.
And no. And then on top of that, they're working on a new Crash. They said officially. So there's rumors of them working on a new Crash.
Oh,
as
good,
well.
good.
I didn't like Crash 4 that much though.
Crash 4, yeah.
Crash 4. It's a
You know
Crash 4.
why?
It's about
You know
time.
why? You know why? Because it was more of the same.
No, I don't mind more of the same. It
Shit, I
wasn't
do.
better. It wasn't better than the original
Nah,
3.
hard to beat.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I was like, I thought I was gonna love it, but I was like,
Clockwork Revolutions was the next one. What do y'all think?
Woo woo.
look, it
That's
looks
going to be great.
Well, there's nothing to be said. It looks amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't
I
like
I don't-
Xbox. That's
I don't know
Xbox,
them-
Cozy.
I don't know
That's
them
It don't need an Xbox
just
to
to
play
play
it.
it, but it-
Everyone's
it's
talking
good.
over each other. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it looks really good. I don't know if I'm gonna get an Xbox just to play it, but it looks good.
You can get a PC. Either way, they don't give a fuck.
I ain't buying a fucking PC. I got a fucking $2,000 Mac.
Oh.
Oh,
Play it on
Well,
Mac
that's
too.
your fault. You're one of those.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
game on PC. I could if I wanted to. I choose
Obviously,
not to.
yeah. Well, you bought a Mac. What you do with
Yeah.
your Mac? You probably just go to YouTube for $2,000.
You know what I do with my Mac? I talk to you assholes every.
Well, that's your fault, isn't it? That's
You might
that's
as well
your fault,
bought a
isn't it?
gaming
Yeah.
PC
No,
for $2,000.
It's usually for editing my videos and stuff, but I haven't been making videos because it's hard with everyone in the house.
But it looks good.
is there a market for that on on OnlyFans? Really? You know,
What?
you go watch this and you
wheelchair
stick you go watch this and you stick a fork in your leg and
Honestly, there's probably a market for that. Definitely.
I'm sure that there's a market for it. There's some weird motherfuckers out there.
Mhm.
All right. So that was pretty much, and they finished off with that. I think that was pretty much the last one there that was major. So that was pretty much their showcase, if you will. And
We got 2 console exclusives. Let's go. Everything else is going everywhere.
well,
else.
so
No,
they
I
had
know.
for all instances and purposes, this was a 9 out of 10 showcase for them. If that,
It was
at
11
least
out
an
of 10 for me.
85, if not.
Yeah, I was
higher.
gonna say
Yeah, but you don't count. You were there. That's different.
And
No,
a little bit of something
Even
for everyone.
yeah, even I say it was to me it
Nah.
was it was the best one of the week
Yeah.
for me. But
It's 11
not
out of
be-
10 because I got a console, bitch.
Yeah, I know.
No, legit
That's
something
11
for
out of 10 for
everyone.
me.
That's a good
Yeah.
showcase. Like if you have something for everyone,
It was a
and I know
stellar
some people be like,
showcase.
well, there's nothing there that was interesting to me. It's like, what do you play then?
Right. If you didn't like
It-
any of these showcases, something's wrong with you as a gamer.
Exactly.
Any of them.
I
Any
told
of
you
them.
they only
I
play
mean,
fucking
I wasn't
Fortnite.
high for the Nintendo one, but
No, but
I-
there was
I
some
don't
stuff
really care for a lot
in
of
between
Nintendo
all of
games.
them. There was something stuff between all of them that
yeah,
you
yeah.
liked.
If you
Yeah.
didn't watch any of these and come away with something that you're hyped for, or interested in, then yeah, fucking hang up your fucking gamer card. You're fucking done.
Change your hobby.
Exactly. Then this is not for
Change
you
your
anymore.
hobby.
You need to find something else to do with your time. Right. If you
Yeah.
walk through
Yeah.
all of these and did not walk away with at least 2 or 3 games, then I want to challenge the fact that you're probably not much of a gamer to begin with, and you may want to do something else with your time. This is not
You're
Yeah,
what I
go-
call
go
a
eat some grass
hashtag
like the cats or
bitch
some shit, yeah.
casual.
Hashtag LARP.
yeah, I mean, but okay, so let's go ahead and
LARPing is fun.
look at the other side of the coin. And here we go. They came out this week and later on this week and said, well, we cannot keep doing what we're doing in the way that we're doing it currently because it's not working out financially. They have shown a 3% profit, 3% growth. 3% is not good because you could put your money in a basic savings account at any bank and get 2%. You can get
3 cents for every dollar earned.
Right. I can get, I mean, I can get a CD right now for 5%. I don't.
And again, the big caveat though there is that they said excluding ABK, because obviously if you take ABK into account, they're doing fine because ABK, Activision Blizzard King, makes a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the problem is that for the people that are in charge of all the shit that look at the graphs every fucking week, if they're only got a 3% on everything else, it's like, well, why continue to invest into this when we have other places we could invest into that have better margins?
Because when you look at little Timmy that wakes up on Christmas morning, he sees an Xbox
like I
under
always
his
say, like
tree,
Satya doesn't give a shit. He's all about the numbers. So I think that's why they're doing this restructuring, is because ABK is great and that's always going to do what it's going to do. But to continue pouring money into the other places that ABK is basically having to bail out, or not so much bail out, but like they're having to run cover for with all the additional revenue they earn from that at some point it's hard to justify continuing to spend the money, even if they're technically making money, just because the margins aren't as good as everything else that Microsoft does.
Facts.
So here's the thing. One thing people always say, and when we talk about closures, studio closures and stuff like this, and I'm going to say something and it's going to really piss some people off, and somebody might, I don't know, say something bad about it, but I don't care. When you talk about corporations like Microsoft is a big ass corporation. If you are just
$1 trillion corporation.
If you are a developer in said corporation, you are about as bottom rung in that corporation as you can get. You're probably one step above the janitor and the secretary, but not far beyond that. Now, when I say that, I say this, okay? There's a lot of developers, and we know a lot of them, they come in, they put in their hard work, and then there's some people who will come in and say, you know what? Ain't nobody looking at me. Ain't nobody watching me and monitoring me. And I'm going to come in, clock in, get my money, and leave, and they have really nothing to show for it. Don't say it doesn't happen, that all of the developers and everybody's studio is doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, because that's horse shit, okay? All you have to do is run a corporation, and you will know that if it starts becoming faceless, people will start getting away with shit as much as they can.
This has been my theory for a long time now, is that these Western developers, they're not pulling their weight. And then when the deadlines are coming up, now they're like, oh, we got to crunch. It's like, yeah, because you weren't doing shit the entire time. Why is it we don't seem to have these problems when it comes to Eastern developers? Mm-hmm. Cultures that traditionally they have more respect in the work that they do. Mm-hmm. They care about the work that they do. In the West, we've kind of lost that. People don't give a fuck. They're like, fuck this place. Like they don't have that in Eastern cultures. They care more.
So you don't think they have crunch in the Eastern
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that as a workforce, specifically in countries like Japan, they have much more consideration in terms of what they do. They actually care. Whereas in the West, people just don't seem to give a shit about anything.
But there's also
because they know they're just a number.
No. But here's the thing. Also, people in those countries and in those cultures, they have accountability in the sense that there are people watching them to make sure that they are producing and hitting their numbers or hitting whatever targets that they have. The problem here is what's going to happen now. It's under a new CEO who has no bias towards gaming. Phil liked these small little projects that were tinkering around and stuff like that. This lady's like, what the fuck are you making? A bleeding edge? Oh, what the fuck are you saying? You made all these assets for a game that you don't know what the fuck it is? What the fuck are y'all doing? You know what?
You can't use that as an example. That was a game that Ninja Theory was working on prior to the acquisition. It was a shelf project that they were like, listen,
but these small
let's just
little
finish it and kick it out the door.
You cannot keep doing this over and over again. You cannot keep coming into a corporation and being on the coffers and not producing stuff, not producing compelling content. So what I think is going to happen is they're going to go in and they're going to look at the juggernauts. They're going to look at your Elden Rings, not Elden Rings, but your
Your Call of Duties,
your Call of Duties, your Elder Scrolls, your Fallouts, your stuff, and all of these small little sub projects. They're going to sort of try to squash. And basically, this is like internal consolidation, and you see it even in Sony. They're doing it as well. So it's not like, that, oh my God, Microsoft is bad. All corporations are bad in that regard, because that's all what corporations do. Look at Santa Monica, okay? They are now officially the God of War studio. So they're going to be churning out God of War iterations until
Did you say they're now officially? Like I said, they've always been. That's all they've ever.
You've got a Ghost of Tsushima, you've got a God of War, you got a Horizon developer, you got a Marvel developer. And that is sort of like the same semblance that they're going to go out. They're going to go for major games that they can put out. Now, a lot of the onus is they're putting on the Xbox base as well. She said very carefully, she said, we want to make more exclusives, but we have to see if the finances make sense. So that means that if Clockwork Revolution comes out and they're going to make it, and it comes out with a good review score, it's not going to fly for only 2 million to be sold. They're not going to tolerate that. So, these are things
it really depends on what the budget for the game was, though, because depending on the budget, 2 million could be great. You made a fuck ton of money with this game.
2 million for Revolutions cannot be enough, because that NXL has been in development with that for over 6 years.
Well, we still don't know what it was a mix up. We just don't know what the cost was to make it,
Yeah, the 6 years is still a long fucking about. What's the size of the team in Exile?
They cannot do another South of Midnight. They cannot have another South of Midnight, where they make a game, it comes out good, but it does not get the success that they're looking for. They cannot do another Hellblade 2, where they got this game and
they're in a weird predicament with their games anyway, though, because regardless of whether the games are good or not, let's say Clockwork Revolution comes out and it's 10 out of 10 masterpiece, it's getting glazed by everyone, it's just one of the greatest games ever made, right? You've got a scenario where it's in Game Pass, so it's not going to sell as much as it could have if it wasn't in Game Pass. It's also now exclusive, so it's not going to sell on the PlayStation side. It's really up to only PC and Xbox guys to buy the game.
Mm-hmm.
So at what point, when it comes to that game, it's like, well, shit, what do you do? Now, something like a Fable now, that's going to be everywhere. That's going to have a much better chance of doing of selling at higher numbers. So if they're looking at something like a Clockwork Revolution and saying it needs to do this number in order to be a success, you're already kind of kneecapping it by having it in Game Pass day and date, and then kicking it off of the PlayStation, which has a larger install base.
I think they also need to, at that point, they will also need to look at how what's the engagement like on Game Pass. Right. That's when they would start looking at that number as well.
All of that is accounted for when you make a service.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know, but what I'm saying is when they look at...
I'm not talking to you, I'm just talking in general. It's like when you have a movie on Netflix, right? They count on the sustainability of their subscriptions. You think Microsoft as a trillion-dollar company don't know when they put games on Game Pass, it's going to get... The sales is not going to reflect that?
Of course.
They already know that.
Yeah.
That's the conversation I had, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to let y'all keep talking, but I'm going to hit y'all with some shit in a minute. Keep talking.
No, I know that because I get that. I understand how that works. That they take that into account when they look at, the effect the game is having. Okay. Or people, because they know how many people played the game. Period.
How many million is it? How many before is Forza out on PlayStation?
The most current one, not the
no. Do they have a problem with that money? No, sir.
We don't.
How many copies are sell?
Well, here's the thing.
6 million.
I mean, at the end of the day, unless we know what their metrics are for a game to be considered successful, then we just don't know. Because I know we referenced South of Midnight, but did they ever make a statement? If anyone knows, like if they ever said South of Midnight failed and flopped?
No, that was Wise that said that.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, unless we know what their
no, because
they don't. Hold on.
But that's what I'm saying. Wise, it's like we don't know what their metrics are.
No company is ever going to say that, dude. You'll hear, reports say that they're unhappy with the numbers, but the company's never going to come out and say, shit, man,
'Cause
the sales of
yeah,
our newest game, we're not happy with those numbers.
They
No
came out and
company's gonna
said they
say
wasn't
that.
happy
No.
with Hi-Fi Rush. They did say that. They do say that. They did say that. Let's not
Hi-Fi
make
Rush?
yeah, they did say that. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They was not happy with the performance of Hi-Fi Rush. They didn't say that about South of Midnight.
About South of Midnight, yeah.
That's one of their highly praised games.
Yeah, it's a
You know what
great
it did?
game.
No, it didn't do well on PlayStation. 16,000.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's a great game
I
for
made it
60.
so on
Gears
Xbox.
Reloaded didn't do well on PlayStation either.
What's funny is like I've seen people
700,000.
reference
Okay.
Gears like it did the best on PlayStation.
Okay.
Like, well,
Man,
new
they don't
on
have to,
PlayStation.
with
They don't
those
have to-
numbers, they don't have to port it. These are the questions I was asking Matt Booty. The same way I said, well,
Booty.
if you want to, is Game Pass a problem? Game Pass is not going to be touched because it's winning. They have to fix the other divisions. This is out the horse's mouth. Fuck everything else. They have to
can't
revamp-
They can't touch Game Pass though. They can't do it at this point. It's done.
How is it
It-
done?
it-
Done in what
what?
aspect?
Because in the sense of like you're kind of it's hard
Because
to get people
they're
off of
earning
Game
all the
Pass.
revenue from Game Pass. Game
Okay, let me
Pass,
ask you a
regard-
question.
Hold on, with the exception of a game here or a game there, I don't think you can argue in good faith that Game Pass hasn't negatively impacted sales of
But it's
games.
supposed to because it's in a subscription service.
Right. But my point is that going into this generation, Xbox was already lagging when it came to software sales specifically prior to the inception of Game Pass. So now that Game Pass is here, hold on, let me finish. Now the Game Pass is here, and that is the main place that they make their revenue because they're
Yes.
not making all of the revenue from game sales
It's the
anymore.
biggest gaming
They
service in the world.
They can't get rid of Game Pass. If they got rid of
Genie
Game
back in
Pass,
the bottle.
it's game over.
Well,
Game Pass
Yeah,
is where
honestly,
they
that's
make
one of the
lion's
biggest
share of the revenue.
the other issue is, and I'm sure they have accountants that look at this, is let's say that Game Pass wasn't a thing. Does that mean they'd still be making the same amount of money just on game sales? I mean, overall, would
No.
they still be making the billions of dollars a
No.
year that they're making, just from Game Pass, if they were just depending on game sales? Probably not.
No, I
No,
don't
I
think
think
so at
because,
all.
like, most people are
like I
buying
said,
their
Game
third-parties
Pass
and microtransactions
was
on
created out
PlayStation,
of
man.
necessity because in the Xbox One generation, the software sales on the Xbox side were lagging hardcore.
Yeah, and
So
and I think
they-
it doesn't even have to really do with Xbox. I think all the companies are experiencing that.
Yep.
Well, let me
Yeah,
say
I
this.
mean-
Real Gamer says something. He says regarding the unenthusiastic developers, Western developers. He says, "I'm sorry, but I disagree. In the game development space, I don't think there's much unenthusiasm. I think it's actually the opposite of the
Yeah,
West here. I think it's
enthusiastic,
because they're trying
enthusiastic.
to let's out woke everybody." And then he follows it
Oh,
up.
see, we
What?
aren't going to
Oh,
get into
no.
we aren't going to get
Let's
into
not-
that.
let's
tonight.
not.
We aren't gonna get into that
Content,
shit.
but who can get more recognition?
Let's not do
for
that.
being the most
No, but
political-
that's a different conversation than what we're having.
Mhm.
We were having a conversation about the cost of the games to develop,
right.
which whether the game is woke or not doesn't really play into that conversation. We were talking about the cost of the
prices,
game's development going out of control or going over budget, and it's because, like I said, I think it's because these people that work at these studios, they drag ass,
Mhm.
which causes cost overruns, it causes delays, it causes the game to not be developed on time.
Goes back to what was it, Perfect Dark,
Mhm.
and how long that was in development.
Yeah, they can't.
And
have that
eventually had
again.
to scrap
they
it.
Can't do that again.
know,
You
like-
know. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
and what
well,
they
yeah,
showed
that
us
that,
wasn't-
that was
wasn't
just
even
truly
real,
bad
though.
management. That
Yeah.
nothing happened with that game and nobody called. And I hate to say it now, some of that, and Lemon may push back because Lemon talked to him, but some of the oversight stuff falls on Matt Booty.
Brutal.
That's part of his job.
right.
I mean,
Is it-
it's sad. I mean, I honestly, I wasn't that hyped for that game anyway. I thought it looked interesting,
Yeah.
but it never looked like perfect. It never looked like Perfect Dark to me.
Well, that's
Uh,
because remember what they showed us wasn't even really the game.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah.
It was something they-
It was live.
pulled the
They
fucking kill. They pulled the kills
made
on
it
two
up
on
the
us.
last minute. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it-
something they cooked up for the show that wasn't
it was
even really.
simulated gameplay. It wasn't real.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pulled the kills on two on us.
Well, I mean, and again, it's
It was an Anthem
here's the
situation.
thing. Okay, so people were talking also online that it came out today that Xbox, Microsoft is thinking about maybe even spinning off Xbox.
I haven't heard that reported from anywhere other than like people are saying. But I saw
Tom Warren
hours
said it.
ago.
Yeah.
But okay, never mind then. Because I'd seen someone say it, but I didn't see anywhere where it was like actually reported by someone that knows some shit.
Well, I've seen Tom saying a couple of things over the last couple of days that made me kind of go, "Where's your head, Tom?" But
well, let me say this.
You're talking about Tom Warren?
Okay, but let me add my insight onto this, okay? And I'll tell you what I know. And again, I don't know anything about when it comes to the games. I can only tell you from the overarching approach from Microsoft's viewpoint of this. And so there's a dilemma going on. Numbers wise, you've already said it, Nova. The numbers that Xbox generates is not anything that Microsoft is happy with under any stretch of the imagination, under any pretense, and at any time currently. Okay, period. That being said, there has always been, Satya is not married to this whole situation. He does not want, he wants to spin off Xbox and sell it. And
he tried to kill it a generation ago.
He's been trying to kill him because he's a numbers guy, as you said. You know, he looks at it, he says, if I'm investing X amount of money here, no pun intended, and I'm only getting this percentage return, I can take that same amount of money that I'm investing in something else and do it. The problem in all of that is this: the board. The board is the people, the individuals that are really running Microsoft. And they have sort of gutted Surface. So the only thing left that is consumer facing for Microsoft is Xbox. And there are people, vocal people on that board that says, we do not want you to untether yourself from the Xbox brand. Why? Because of the whole AI bubble. That everyone knows AI is a bubble. Everyone knows that we are reaching its maximum and it's about to burst. We don't know when it is, but when it does burst, it's companies like, for example, PlayStation and Nintendo that are going to bear the brunt of it from a tech perspective. Because remember, when tech bubbles burst, all tech companies get affected to a certain extent, to a greater or lesser extent. But companies that have investments that are not invested in AI will sort of handle that drop a lot better. And so this is what Microsoft is looking at. They're like, well, we got so much crap invested in AI. That's why they pulled Copilot, because it's not, the writing is on the wall when it comes to AI. It's good, but it's
I was going to say that it sounds like the board told Satya, you need to pull back, dude. You need to look at what's
the
going
board
on.
has told him, no, we do not want you to sell this off. We do not.
Well, not only that, but remember, but Satya was the one that was really pushing for all the AI stuff too. And so they're going, but dude, Satya, check your bricks.
Because Satya's a numbers guy. If he puts AI in it, then there's more money by investors, because investors were throwing hand over fist on anything that had AI in it.
But he was looking at the short term, and the board sounds like it's looking at the long term.
Exactly. And see, this is the dilemma. And to be honest with you, when you look at this, even the most stalwart financial pundits have no earthly idea what the actual course is, because you've got multiple variables. You've got the Game Pass variable. You've got the exclusives variable. You've got the increase in cost variable. You got the fact that Xbox was planning on not even being a part of the, making consoles as first party. They were going to sort of third party it out to OEMs.
Right.
That is another issue, because they didn't stockpile their hardware. So
aren't we also hearing that that not that Helix is dead, but they're kind of changing exactly what that device is going to be just because of the increases in the cost of all the hardware?
That box, people have said that box, if that comes out, that box is going to be DOA.
I don't think it'll be DOA. It really depends on how many they produce and if there's enough, demand for whatever they produce. I think it's going to sell less than the current hardware. I know that Lemon thinks it's going to sell more because PC guys will buy it. I don't know if that's true or not. I think it's going to be a very, very niche and expensive machine if they keep it in what it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
But she had said something about maybe leaning on, like you said, third-party companies to produce next generation hardware, so that maybe they don't have to make a really, really expensive, Magnus or whatever it is, and some other companies can make it, and then they can make something that's a little more cost effective for consumers, because as it is going to the next generation for any of these companies, PlayStation included, if you release fucking consoles at $1,000,
is going to kill it.
You're kneecapping your generation because no one's going to jump into the next generation at $1,000.
And what she actually said, she talked about both the prices of the components and the memory itself.
Yeah,
How it's almost more than doubled what they were
Five
originally
times,
doing.
she said it'll be five times by 2027.
5 times, yeah. So I mean, if anything, they're probably trying to figure out how to stretch this out as far as they can to see if they can get the price.
Because I mean,
to come back
even
down.
even if they want to subsidize the
Right.
hardware, there's only so much subsidizing you can do
Yeah.
when it's 5 times the cost,
Right.
especially if
that's
you didn't
not
stockpile the
a-
hardware.
That's not an Xbox problem.
No, but
I
she
mean,
said
I'm
it.
saying it's
She's the
exclusive.
one
She
who
said
said
it
it.
was.
No, listen. But it's an industry problem.
And she said that. Yeah, it is. It's
Right.
an
It's not an
industry problem,
Xbox
but-
problem.
No,
Don't
we
try to
understand.
act like if
No,
PlayStation
we're not-
6
we're
dropped.
not saying it's a
Also,
PlayStation or
No,
Xbox
no,
only.
no one's saying it's an Xbox only problem. I'm just saying that, and that's why I said for any of these companies going into next generation, if they're trying to start the next generation at $1,000 for we all know is going to be a fucking crush generational machine, with the exception of the hardcore like us. Most people ain't jumping to the next generation. It was hard to get people to jump to the series consoles and the PS5 from the last generation, and they launched at $500. Now you're going to launch a PS6 or a Magnus at $1,000+ for cross-generational games the first couple years and expect people to make the jump. It's not going to happen.
okay,
it's too much.
okay. So let me say this. People bought that fucking handheld for $1,000 in droves, and nobody thought that was gonna happen.
How many
Okay,
was
what
the sell
fuck's
for
that have to
that?
do with
Hold
the
on.
consoles?
Because it's still $1,000.
Yeah, and people
That's
buy
why.
$1,000. People buy $1,000 iPhones every year. They still
Yeah, but-
didn't jump. They still
but-
didn't dive into the deep
Yeah,
end.
but
with
you
the
see, you
series
want
consoles
to,
or
so
the
you want to say
PS5.
$1,000 don't mean shit for that, but it means something for console. They just bought a handheld at $1,000 in droves.
Yeah,
It's
but-
sold
Okay,
out.
but
Hold
the
on.
handheld
Let's
is
pause for a
a
second.
niche
Let's pause for a
product.
second.
It is not.
What are
a
the total
whole
numbers? What are
console.
the actual total numbers of the handheld? Because we could say it sold out. We could say people bought it, but if it's still less than PlayStation 5, less than the Switch,
It's
whatever.
significantly less when you
Yeah.
combine
Yeah,
all
then-
handhelds.
Way less. Yeah.
All of them,
Yeah.
excluding the Switch.
So,
I mean, like, you-
so
so
being
that-
that
all that
everybody want to
tells us is
complain,
that-
right? What is your fucking remedy? Because they do not make these components. They have to buy them.
I see, but that's the point.
So-
Nobody.
No one
what
has
is-
a remedy for the product. All we're saying is that unless they can find some way to bring the cost down, which there's probably no way for them to do that, jumping at the next generation for all manufacturers, which is what I said, is going to be a hard ask. If the hardware costs are going up as much as
They
Asha
are.
Sharma said that they are. Right. That's all I said was next generation is going to be a hard ask, whether it's PlayStation
su-
or Xbox or Nintendo's already got their
Listen
shit
to
out
this.
now.
I
but-
got the Super X with 48 gigabytes of RAM, right? It was supposed to come out at $19.99. Right? No. 48 gigabytes was $16.99, $1,700. Total cost of that device was $2,500 because of the market, right?
Okay.
I know I'm super rare. I'm not that type of, I'm not that type of consumer that they're looking at. Oriel, stop. So, who do you really blame for this? You blame these gouging ass AI companies, which was no.
like
Stop.
Microsoft.
Which is like,
No,
Microsoft was doing AI.
Yeah, exactly. Microsoft.
No.
to a certain extent, yeah, you can't say no to that. Come on, the
No,
co-pilot pushes.
no, but hold on. Microsoft did not start it. They jumped on the bandwagon like
Yeah, of
everybody
course,
else.
like everybody
They
else.
did not
All
start
tech
it.
companies are
Listen,
guilty
They did
of
not
it.
start it.
I
Stop the
didn't
bullshit.
start
No, no,
dealing
no,
drugs.
I'm
I'm
not
not
saying
started
he
dealing-
started
I
it.
didn't
He
start
just
dealing drugs on the
contributed to
corner.
it.
They are
You know,
part
they're
of the
drug
problem.
No,
dealer.
the problem.
They are
is-
part of the
Whether you
problem.
serve
It,
that,
don't, it
it's just
doesn't.
like,
Listen,
yeah.
it doesn't matter who started the AI wars or whatever. Microsoft is heavily invested in AI,
Part of
and
the
they are
problem.
absolutely
But-
100% part. Have to take responsibility for the cost of
Yeah.
RAM and hardware and shit.
But
They
they're
have
not the
to.
they're not the ones selling the RAM. It's really these bigger corporations that started the AI push, which made the RAM go higher, which started these data centers.
It's supply and demand. If they're
Right.
the ones manufacturing the shit and the demand is that high, and they
Right.
don't increase the cost. That's how business works.
Because
They're not going to be like, oh, let's just keep selling it at the
And
same
see,
price, even though everybody on earth needs it.
Listen, I had a conversation with Sanders, right? At PAX, SanDisk had a big ass booth, and it was crazy. They're getting into the RAM market, so we known for them for memory cards for cell phones and cameras and things of that nature. And I asked them specifically. I said, "So, are y'all gonna come in at the market value, or are you gonna try to undercut and make it become reasonable?" They said, "We technically don't have no control over that. We have to charge $700 to $800 for 512." And I said, that's fucked up, because nobody's going to choose SanDisk over Western Digital and several other manufacturers of hard drive and SSDs for CPUs. Nobody's going to choose you over them because, you know, they're used to what they're used to. But they're coming in, they're brand new to the market, and they're coming in at what people are or what they're trying to get people to pay. So the market is fucked up. This just was March. The market is fucked up.
Yeah,
So
that's,
if you
that's
want,
like TCL
fucked
coming
up.
in and trying to charge Bravia money. It's like, bitch, you TCL, you can't
Right,
charge
right.
no
And see,
Bravia money.
So
the
it's like
problem.
that's the problem. So people, like always tell people to temper your expectations and stop asking for shit you ain't gonna buy, because you want all this next gen tech, you want this high end, super powerful machine, but are you willing to pay for it? You could ask for whatever, just like you could ask for exclusives. Buy the shit.
Exactly.
Don't ask for something and don't buy it, because even with Sony exclusives, they're not running to the bank saying, "Oh, we're doing well." They're really not doing well either, first party either.
Yeah,
They're
no,
not.
it's a shame.
So it's not like it's Microsoft. It's their numbers are bad, right? So
their numbers
Yeah,
are like
they also
10%.
they have a big problem when it comes to their budgets too. They're probably one of
Right.
the worst when it comes to their budgets.
So
They are
it's not-
outrageous.
I hear the conversation, but we can't seem like, oh, it's Microsoft bringing out this machine. It's the whole fucking market.
No,
Cell
nobody
phones.
said it was
but
just
they-
Microsoft. You're having this conversation with yourself.
That's what I'm hearing. Microsoft.
No,
That's
but
what I'm hearing.
there's-
But it's
Oh,
an
fuck no.
industry-wide
The
thing.
problem-
That-
Industry.
nobody here said that. You're talking about what people outside this podcast are talking about. We're talking about us.
Yeah, the bigger problem is this, right? Because of the memory shortages, because of all the things that are going on in the industry right now, everyone is in a precarious situation, and nobody knows what the actual solution to this thing is. It's like, it's kind of like they're gonna have to throw things at the wall and see what sticks, because nobody knows.
Ain't nothing sticking. Nothing.
No,
Even these
nothing.
even these handhelds. That fucking Xbox Ally X wasn't supposed to be $1,000. It was supposed to be $800. But look what the industry did with that RAM. They ain't have no choice because they don't manufacture RAM. What they need is a new company to start manufacturing good RAM and undercut these fuckboys. Because Microsoft don't make RAM. They have to purchase it like everybody else. No matter if you in AI or not. Nobody
The
in
problem
here is
is
fucking sitting in
the
here.
tariffs on China, because a lot of the cheap RAM used to come
Yes.
from China. and
Blame
now-
the president. Blame your fucking president. If anything, a non-tech motherfucker has changed the planet, putting tariffs on everything. Shout out to my boy Baron from Level 1. He brought his brother out there, and he wanted to get the new DJI Pocket 4. And he was like, yo, the thing went from $700 to $1,500.
Yeah.
So it was me, him, King, sitting there, Baron, a couple other people. And I said, I know how to buy it at regular price. That's impossible. I said, I just bought a DJI Neo 2 drone for regular price, $420. Combo. He was like, what? I said, yeah, go to eBay and buy everything that says South Korea sold. And he said, what? I said, all right, don't believe me. Go to eBay right now on your phone. So he pulled up his eBay app. He looked up the same pocket thing, and it was $730, which is the price for the combo. He said, what the fuck? I said, South Korea don't have China tariffs, excuse me.
Tariffs, right. Yep.
They don't have that.
It's
So
just
you
because of the amount of trade between our country and China versus
No.
South Korea and China.
Right,
It's a whole different
So
thing.
I
And
told
the
him,
tariffs
I
affect
told
you,
him the tariffs do not affect South Korea because they're a fucking ally. They're not going to tariff South Korea. So when you somebody could check it right now. Go over there and
South,
look at
South Korea is not an ally of China.
They're
North
ally
Korea-
of, hold on. They are ally
North
of
Korea.
us. I said
Of
us.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you
Yes.
meant of China.
No, they're an ally of us, so they didn't get hit with the tariff. If you go right
Yeah,
now,
because the
go
tariffs are
listen.
different for every country, dude.
That's
They're
what I'm
not
telling you.
universal.
This is, but that's why Wise is correct. It went up because of these tariffs more than the AI shit. That's the fucking problem. That
Not
is
for
a
everything.
huge no. But most of the shit, most of the tech,
I don't think you can put all. Not even people in the industry are saying it's the tariff's fault that RAM is this expensive.
No,
They're
no,
putting
it
on
is.
the AI shit because in order to run these AI farms,
it's not
AI
100%
started to drive.
We're not saying that. We're not
they're-
pinpointing one thing and saying it's the
no.
fault.
But it's to run these AI farms, they're having to buy up all this RAM in order to
Yes.
run all this shit. Same thing with CPUs, all this shit.
Yeah, but
Yep.
And
normally,
and it's because the demand, the costs were going up because of tariffs. Yes,
Well,
but the reason why
I was
it's
going to say it's a
expensive as it is now
multifaceted. It's a multifaceted
is
thing.
right.
So
The reason why it's gone as crazy as it has is because of the supply and demand. There's way too
Oreo.
much demand and not enough supply.
well, no, there's but also the question on the tariffs that are always every day is a question mark right now with our government right now. So it's not helping. I'm
Yeah.
you
Well,
can ask Wise. I'm sure he's watching the stock market. I'm sure Wise is watching the stock market like me. It's like a fucking yo-yo.
The solution to that answer
It
is
is, it is.
no
It is.
tariffs or anything.
But listen, like I said, if
it's
you
fucked
go-
up when we get
go on your
tariffed and we
phone
don't
right
tariff
now.
nobody.
Go
Yeah.
on your phone right now. Look up the DJI Neo. It will tell you. It specifically says sold out of China. Sold out of Korea, and it says specifically on there no tariffs. It says it. I just bought one. I just bought it. Try to get it somewhere else. $420, $26, $1,000. That's what's going on, and that's what's fucked up. United States need their own manufacturer here.
well,
Because our
We're-
fucking
we're-
president started the
we're-
bullshit.
No, hold up. We're working on that, and he's working on that with South Korea because we don't have. One of his big things is not having to rely on China for so
That's
many
right.
things. We rely on
That's right.
China for prescription drugs.
No, they were
That's
no.
insane.
We
to
rely on-
rely
no.
on a global adversary for prescription fucking drugs.
Yeah, listen, we rely on China for fucking pens.
Yeah, no.
This shit is ridiculous.
Yeah, so
ridiculous.
The amount of and a bit not to get too political, but the big reason why we have to deal with this bullshit is when Bill Clinton allowed them
That's right,
into, the
RPG.
freaking- into everything way back in the day,
Mhm.
and then everyone offshored production to China.
Mhm.
Because before Bill Clinton signed that shit, we produced everything here or in other places. Once China came in, everyone outsourced shit to China because they got paid slave labor.
Slave labor. Yeah, we know what it
wages.
is.
And now we're so reliant on them for fucking everything. It sucks because we have to claw that shit back. We can't be relying on them for fucking anything. They're a global adversary, even if they want to try to play nice. But there's no way you can do that without costs going up because you can't produce the shit anywhere else, with the exception of maybe India, for the same price. It sucks. There is no win there.
Nope. And what they should have did is what they did with the 360 days. 360s was made in Mexico.
well,
Yeah.
if you know what I
And
know,
that was the best way to go. But now that they listen, this shit is fucked up for anything tech. Anything with RAM, which everything has some type of RAM, this is making everything go up. So bringing out a console next year or the year after, unless something change, this is what we're gonna have to deal with. So
Well,
it's not.
I know we're gonna buy this shit, but it's gonna be
Right.
rough. It's gonna be one of the slowest launches for consoles.
Yup. And then they're gonna blame the
Ever.
company.
Ever.
They're gonna say,
Yep.
"Oh, they're
Ever.
doing bad." No, bitch, this shit it's outpricing the average consumer. It's too expensive.
well,
it's too expensive.
This used to be something for children that was an inexpensive at the time toy. Then
Oh,
it
no.
became this thing where now it was a, not so expensive, but it became a hobby once it became something that now adults play this shit. But now it's become a thing where it's too expensive for a lot of people to even have it as a fucking hobby, between the consoles being that expensive, between games being $70, $80.
wait.
Games are
Hang on.
cheaper now than they ever been.
Hang on. I've literally been here since the beginning, and at no time was it considered an inexpensive thing, a thing for children for a toy.
I remember
Games
$80 for OG Fantasy
time
Star.
At the time of the NES, it was really looked at as a toy and something
It was
that kids
expensive.
did.
It was expensive.
But it was still expensive.
It was actually crazier expensive because you had games that were like $70.
That was during the Super Nintendo. It was the Super Nintendo. You had $120 cartridges. I don't think it was as bad during the NES days. It was when the Super Nintendo
It was still
came out that
bad.
the shit went
It was
crazy.
like pretty bad until like the 90s.
Well, don't forget, Zelda came out for the NES at $70 back in '86. So you go take the numbers for what it's worth there. You know, $70 in '86 is what, $150 in current.
Yeah, considering
so
inflation.
Yeah.
So
Games
I mean,
were
go
lots of
look.
expensive games.
Seriously. Go look up what the Pong device originally cost. Go look up what the Atari 2600
Fuck that.
originally cost.
remember Earthbound?
And
Earthbound.
the cartridges.
Yep.
And the cartridges and what they originally cost. And
I think
account for
Fantasy Star
inflation,
was
and
like
you're gonna go,
Mm.
the
damn,
most
that's a lot.
expensive game I ever got. Like, oof.
Dragon Quest 3 was like 79 or something like that back in the day. But let me say this, and we'll close out the show for tonight. If you want to know anything about what we're about to face, I can tell you this much. 25% of my portfolio is being liquidated from tech firms and going into more commodities. And we tend to do, my brokers tend to do that when they know there is an imminent recession on the horizon. So take that for what it's worth. Every time the tech bubbles have burst, we have gone into a recession. So take it for what it is what it is. So 25% of my portfolio is being liquid right now from tech into commodities. Take it out for what it's worth. But anyhow, that is our show for tonight. And I want to thank everybody who showed up. First, before we do our outros, I do want to thank everybody in the chat who showed up. Legendary Yobi, RPG88, Real Gamer Reincarnate. Who else? I'm missing a few people here. Cells, thank you for showing up, darling. Tell us when you can come on again. D487. Where'd he go? One more person. Real Gamer 83. So guys, thank you so much, and love the discussion. And wanted to say more, but unfortunately, tonight was news stuff was so packed, we had to really sort of
2 weeks of shit in one week. So
yeah, all those shows in 1 week. All right, so let me go ahead and start with Metroid. My man, tell us where we can find you.
Well, you can find me here every 6 p.m. sometimes, or 7:30.
7 p.m.
Every Friday night. Yeah, here. Yep. On Twitter, PSN, XBL, Switch, everywhere. Yep.
All right. Triple.
You can find me here every now and then, occasionally, sometimes. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern time, usual. I mean, I guess you could probably follow me on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch whenever I make content at Triple Combo Gaming, and that's it.
All right, Nova.
YouTube, Supernova Gaming, X, Twitter at Yo It's Nova, and then here every 6 o'clock or 6:30, whatever fucking time we do it.
Yeah, I think it's 7
Eastern on Fridays.
We're moving it to 7 because I got to eat. Tonight went on a little bit longer because of all the topics, but
a little bit
longer. Yeah, but
wow, that's
I have to end the show by 9:30 because that's 8:30 my time. I got to go take medication and eat, so that's why I had to cut it down to 2.5 hours. But of course, this was an exception because we had so many showcases to cover. All right, Cerebral.
Kaiser Permanente, the cardiac care unit. Look it up. Twitter, Cerebral Paul 1, Twitch, Cerebral Paul, lordsofgaming.net for articles that I both edited and written. You can figure out which ones are which with my name on the bottom. And of course, every Wednesday with the Bob who left us earlier for Game Set Live, and then Fridays here, Wasted with Wise.
All right, Cozy, darling, tell us where we can find you.
You can find me here on Fridays getting wasted with Wise, but not wasted because I gotta watch my games. And then you can find me on TSWS Gaming on Thursdays.
What you forgot?
Okay. All right,
you forgot where they can find you, motherfucker?
She's driving, that's why. She's crashing cars, that's why.
You know what? Don't judge my driving.
You're a female driver, we forgive you.
Oh my God, look at that shit. God damn. It's fucking all over the road.
She need a CNI dog on the front of that car. That shit's crazy.
All right, Lemon, Big Boss, tell us where we can find you.
108 Dragons TV, man. We got a special show tomorrow. Got my man Corkenstein C Unit coming on. Corkenstein is the guy who made those necklaces. We Are Xbox. Shout out to him. Great work. And he was giving them all out at FanFest and Friday too. I don't know how many of them shits he brought. He lives out there. That's a cool guy. He'll be on tomorrow. First time on the channel. Known for a few years. It's my guy. And you can find me here, man.
Appreciate it, man. And yeah, we missed you for the past couple of weeks. I know you've been busy. I don't try to.
Was working. I've been working.
I don't try to force my panelists. I try to. I am very grateful whenever they can share some time with me and on our podcast and everything. So I do want to thank everybody here who shows up every week and etc. That is our show. I do want to say thank you to Steven for stopping by. He had to log out because he was sleepy, but you catch him every Wednesday night with Cerebral Paul on Game Set Live as well. Who else? Who was that? I don't know. But anyhow, so yeah,
it's my autistic cousin running around.
All right, that's cool. All right, my name, as always, is the Wise Old Gamer, the man who brings the fun and dysfunctional. I'm the host of this motley cast of characters every Friday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern here. You can catch me on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, X, Wise Old Gamer with a Z. And I don't know. Do I finish it out with the way Steve says it, touch some grass, or do I do what I do? I guess I'll just do what I do. So yeah,
be
yourself. Don't be stealing it.
Be yourself.
Man, now we're plagiarizing outros. What the fuck
it's shit. Man? At least I'm not AIing it, like my students do.
You're not. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
At least I have the decency of stealing it from a live person. So yeah, there you go. Right. So yeah, that is our show for tonight.
ChatGPT that shit and steal from a live person.
Yeah, well, that is our show for tonight. I want to wish everybody a very happy Father's Day for all the fathers. And yeah, thank you for tolerating us not being on last week. But, there were so many.
Mine's dead.
Well, that was very morose. Thank you.
Wait, that's a thing?
What, morose?
Oh, shit.
Oh, you're black. No, we don't expect you to know what that holiday is. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Awesome.
It's funny because I actually don't talk to my dad.
on that racial note, we are.
No, I know exactly. He would call me every year. He would call me for my birthday and stuff, and I just would not pick up.
Win the lotto and see how many fathers you caught.
What? No, I know my dad.
Oh, okay. All right.
I choose not to talk to him, not the other.
All right, that is our show for tonight. We will be back in the saddle at 7 p.m. next Friday evening. And a little bit of a show note. I am going to be streaming tomorrow night. Don't know what I'm going to be streaming, so please tune on in. And we will see you next week. And have a great night, everybody, and play some good games. And let me go ahead and log out. Say bye-bye, everybody. We're about to go out.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Say
later.
Oh, look at Paul following instructions.
Well, how did I used to say back in the show? Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog. Or what was that?
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
No, at the end of those TV shows, there used to be that
TV production company. It was Ubu was the name of his dog. It's like Bad Hat Harry. That's where they,
Bad robot.
Thank you. Come again. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
No, I was having that day. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And not a doctor. Not a doctor. Yeah.
All right. Have a great one, everyone. And we will see you next Friday at 7 p.m.
I'm rich, bitch. My favorite one.
This is an emergency.